It started and you left. Come on.
Doing something nice for Jack.
But to the Tower of Pimps.
Jeremy,
Even though he
stop.
knocked my drink over.
The song's over.
2 seconds
No.
into sitting down.
It's a very colorful podcast today.
It is. I also
You
forgot
knocked
I had
his drink
sunglasses
over.
on.
No, I
so
did
the
that
camera's good.
that was a retaliatory.
Oh, I missed
I
that.
put this down, he just pushed it over, so I knocked his over.
Yeah, but
Thank you for getting
spilled
2 of
it.
these.
I didn't give a fuck.
It goes
I
well
know.
with this.
I know. Jack is doing something today.
Yeah, I feel like shit today. So.
I feel like shit.
Is it still
I feel
allergies
like
or
shit.
no?
I guess so. I mean, I don't really know if I have a specific allergy. I should do that thing where they put the needles in my arm and like have a little bumps
The
and stuff to
test.
see what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, my I can breathe out of about 1/8 of my nose. And yeah, and I showered last night. I didn't feel like wearing a hat today.
I'm
so.
surprised if you're
Why
feeling
don't you use
allergies.
Sudafed? Sudafed's great.
Do we have Sudafed here?
I mean, Ryan
Do
usually
we have
does.
meth? I mean, might as well just go for it.
You already look like you're
Meth
on
even
meth.
better.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wouldn't he be like taking a nap halfway through the podcast if he takes
No,
that?
Sudafed keeps you from going to sleep.
Some
You will
people
not
are-
go to sleep on Sudafed.
Reverse that.
That's again, yeah.
stand up.
They make
I need-
meth out of
wait,
it. It's definitely an upper.
We're not all drug addicts from Georgia.
Oh, what
Look,
you want to
look. Oh, this isn't actually.
I thought you weren't gonna drink because you weren't feeling well. I'm happy
I
that
mean,
that's
No,
Doesn't
that's
make
gonna
me
get
feel
him
well.
back up on his feet.
Just
you know?
so long as it
Look at
doesn't.
this. I'm gonna do the screw attack game attack Jaeger bomb.
What were you? Yeah.
So this is
Oh, hey.
this is the old screw attack logo. Now they just changed it.
Well,
Chad changed it to a new one.
Rambunctious to start. I'll say that.
So
Hey, welcome to Off Topic, episode number 66. We've done that many of them for some reason. 66. Yeah, that's like Order 66.
I'll
Kill
do
us
a lot
all.
more.
We're all gonna get wiped out this episode.
Kill the younglings.
Yeah. Jeremy's pretty young.
Kill younglings.
This episode's sponsored by BuzzFeed and Blue Apron.
Christ.
What?
Jack
Just
just
crushing shit.
He's crushing. We'll crush some.
like pussy.
I'll crush
Oh,
some
God.
memories
Just
later.
splashing it everywhere.
Dude,
All right.
you were doing
This is the
you were
old-
doing the phony Donald Glover right there.
Yeah.
Which is next week's theater mode, not
Oh
today's.
my god, I fucking love
So
that
this is
thing.
the only way I'll drink Jaeger or Red Bull.
Really?
Is
Yeah,
how
I do not like either of them independently of each other.
you only do a
But when you
bomb.
drop it in and chug
So
it.
this is
For some reason, it's fine.
I like
time
the taste of Red Bull.
like
I'm weird.
time to bomb. So this is the fastest ever, right?
We
Like,
had
for the
shots.
podcast?
Didn't last week we had shots like within the first 30 seconds of it or something?
Yeah, but a shot isn't a bomb.
This says you're
right?
supposed
Sure,
to
I
serve
guess.
it ice cold.
Well, I
All right.
mean,
It
But
also
ladies.
says to drink responsibly,
Yeah.
so I guess we're just not
Jack
taking
is like
any advice.
starting on last
At least
call,
that answers
Jack,
what's
so I don't
cooler
know
than
where we're
cool.
gonna go. from
Ice
here.
cold.
Ice cold.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
we're going to Boston next week.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
we are.
PAX East. Yeah, you guys are going to PAX East. Ryan got caught in the
Those should
spray.
be Irish car bombs then.
Wow,
Which
okay.
apparently you can't say in
I
some
was hoping
places.
it would go.
Oh no.
Like
I
Ireland.
wasn't
At
gonna
least
stop
it's screw
it.
attack and game attack, so who cares?
All right. What would you call that? The screw attack, game attack, baby.
I would call
I
it.
called this a metaphor.
Combine
actually.
both, and I would call
Screw game, baby?
No, I would either call it game attack or screw attack. That way, you use both names.
Or
But
is attack
screw
attack?
Attack is what its name is.
No, I like
already.
baby in it because we already talked about how Game Attack is boy touching.
It is.
So.
You just put a little 2 over
Except
the attack.
like game attack is screw attack's baby, right?
Oh yeah.
They're just
So-
attack and attack.
If it was reality,
They're all about attacking each other.
The
We've
opposite.
discussed this before.
There any game news happening today? Anything special happening?
I mean, if it was real though, then
probably-
the adult would be in the baby.
Oh, half the company isn't working today because they have no power and can't work.
Yeah.
At the our animation department is shut down due to mysterious
It is shut
electrical
down.
issues.
You don't need to do air quotes.
And it also happens that they have the game. It's this. Fuck it.
Stop air quoting and just say things.
Switch came out today. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Switch came out
Switch
today.
came out
I
today.
mean, last night, technically.
Michael, do you have yours?
Oh man, look at the check out for
hey, look,
video
it's us.
watchers with eyeballs.
Jack, they got your thing
There's
right.
our Twitter handle. So if you
I got
want
it
to
right.
see the insane, stupid shit that we say on a daily basis, check it out. Jeremy and Ryan aren't
that?
verified.
That's true.
I feel like I should mention that.
That's true. Well,
I-
we're not 100% sure that's their accounts. They may be using someone else.
I know it's Jeremy's because he tweets about it a lot.
Oh, that's true.
I tweeted about it last night.
That's why I brought it up.
You know who
'cause I
tweets
saw
about
you-
it more than Jeremy? Fucking Lannon. Lannon hates that he's not verified. He
Oh, I'm sorry. You're not verified with your like 30,000 followers, whatever you have. Fuck off, Landon.
No, that's-
See you in Boston.
Oh, that's true. I think he got stabbed in Boston last year.
Did he really?
Yeah, he
well,
did.
if I run into him, he'll get stabbed a second time.
Right.
Damn, finish him off.
Just kidding. Love you, Landon.
I just love. keeping
That's
that
all my
record going.
tweets
Were
to
you
him are
kidding?
something really assholeish, and then just kidding, love you.
Oh, all right. Hey, we're on Twitters as well. If you have a question about anything, hey, Let's Play Live. We're doing Let's Play Live.
Oh, that's a good
tour. We can talk about
there.
that.
Yeah. We are doing
if you have
a
questions,
fucking tour.
I'll answer. Hey, we're not doing Atlanta because Atlanta didn't have a venue that fit our criteria that we needed during the week
almost
we were
did Atlanta.
touring.
It was so close.
It was on the list, and then it fell through at the last minute because the venue we had fell through. And so everyone's saying, "Why don't you go to Atlanta? Why don't you go?" We tried to go to Atlanta.
We
We
don't want
wanted
to
to go to
anywhere near
Atlanta.
where Ryan was created.
It's still there.
I wasn't
The one
created in
you
Atlanta,
where
despite
was
what
it?
my
It was
IMDb
near
page
there,
Made in where?
says.
Made in where?
It's like 2 hours away.
Made
hours
in
ago? Shit.
2 hours
Georgia.
ago, yeah.
Ryan is now 2 hours old.
I'm
Escape from the Matrix.
just barely here.
You are getting big.
Ryan left his Twitter sign in on the PC that I now have in the main room.
Uh-huh.
And I gave you the courtesy of not following me from your account.
You don't
Oh.
follow Lindsay?
Do I not?
No, you don't.
Asshole.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she wasn't in the main room.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. She
It
also
was like-
wasn't Meg, right?
It was like Meg
I-
for a year, and then it became like whoever attacked Ryan at Extra Life saying "follow me,"
Pretty much,
got
yeah.
followed,
Yeah.
and then it was just like, oh, I have to follow everyone in the main room who's left.
Also, I knew it would hurt more if I followed you and then was like, ha, oh my god, look at that. Ryan follows me now. And then you were like, oh yeah? And then you unfollowed me.
Oh,
Like,
you didn't want to see it going. No, you know what? I'm gonna follow you right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now all you need to do is get someone from Twitter on the podcast and have that same conversation, but about being verified.
Maybe if I follow enough of you
Yeah, you
verified
look
people, they'll be
insane.
like, you know what? That guy, he deserves it.
I mean, it definitely works for some people. You know, you get a verified tab when you're verified of like verified people that tweet at you or
That's a
follow
cool
you or
tab.
something. It's a cool tab, and it's like, oh, someone verified, follow me. I don't know who this person is. Who is this? Oh, they have 10,000 followers and they follow 150,000 people.
Yeah, that's the
Cool.
worst. I fucking
Yep.
hate that.
Hey, Twitch, if you're watching, you could at least do me the courtesy of rejecting my
Twitch?
verification. No, sorry, Twitter.
There you go.
Rejecting
Yeah,
your
I was
You
like-
didn't get an
doesn't-
email. You
it
didn't get a
doesn't-
rejection.
it
No,
doesn't
they
help
don't
when you
even
don't say their
respond to
name
me
right.
anymore. Well, no, fuck them.
I
Fuck
know.
you.
I missed the
Twitter.
rejection emails. I haven't gotten one yet.
Fuck you too, Twitch.
No, Twitch I like, but Twitter, you can go suck
calls
a...
Lori Lauren sometimes.
Suck a
That's not
bunghole.
gonna help, Ryan.
You know what? Fuck them.
Ryan's like, I didn't get hired, so he's egging the builder.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch.
You don't understand. You don't know.
Is the name of this episode Fuck 'em?
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck them. 2017.
Fuck Twitter.
Fuck them.
Guys,
I like Mo Achievement's Fupa. It just came out.
oh, dude, that was an amazing episode. To answer your question, Jeremy, no, I didn't get my Switch.
Yeah, what happened there? What's
I mean,
going on?
nothing really happened. I just didn't get it
Something
reserved.
happened.
Oh, I thought you ordered one online.
No, I missed it when the reserves first came out. So my brother reserved one for me in New Jersey.
Oh.
Then I may have been promised the Switch in RTX Australia by a Nintendo rep. So I was hoping that would
Luigi
actually
came
through.
out and
Hey,
offered.
That would
Lindsay.
actually come through.
Hold on, it's
Uh-oh.
happening.
Oh,
Wow, look at that.
What about Bernie
Ryan
there?
I
followed.
feel
No, he's
Bernie's not there. That's
what happened.
There's not Bernie and Miles.
Miles.
Who's not Bernie? Is
Bernie.
that Adam? Who's not Bernie? Or is it just some random person?
Yeah, it's a random person.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can't read that, can you?
No, I saw it. I can.
Okay.
I can.
Oh,
make out
I
faces.
see what you're saying.
I can
All
make
right.
out faces.
Dak.
I didn't read any of it though.
Says-
Dak Shepard tweeted
Who
us.
will be at the New Jersey Let's Play Live? All 4 of the Let's Play Lives we're doing, which are Newark, New Jersey, Baltimore, Maryland, Orlando, Florida, and Tampa, Florida. It's going to be Funhouse and Achievement Hunter. It's going to be 11 of us. So basically, all of Achievement Hunter, the main 6, and then everyone in Funhouse except for Peak and Omar. So
Has Peak ever been to a Let's Play Live?
he has not. Did
None of
he?
them?
Was he in Los Angeles?
Maybe.
I feel like he should have.
He's always ended up having
lives there.
something. He had something pop up every time.
Well, he
I think.
hates them, right?
That's true.
Like
Oh, he hates Funhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
He loves us, though, right?
He does love us.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd also love to go on this tour, but I'm gonna be mad pregnant at the time, so I'm probably not gonna go.
Yeah,
No,
you are
you're
gonna.
not.
You're gonna be
You're
hella
not allowed
preg.
to go.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
F
we actually have a tour bus, and it's gonna be 11 of us on one bus touring. So it's basically we play Newark on Monday, and then we have Tuesday
And
for
then we
travel.
die at
Baltimore.
Newark,
Yeah,
that's
we
what
die in
happens.
Newark.
Yeah.
And then if we don't die there, we get stabbed in
Resurrected.
Baltimore.
For sure.
And then we go from Baltimore. We have a day. We're going from Baltimore to Orlando on a bus. That's like a 15-hour bus ride. It's gonna be fun. So that being said, we're gonna be making lots and lots of content while
We're
we're
gonna
there.
sleep for most of the drive.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. 'Cause, well, we get on the bus after the show in Baltimore and just pass out and wake up probably near Tennessee or something.
But Jack, what
halfway
does
there.
that mean for like post VIP events. Are we doing those?
I mean, I don't know. We haven't really done a post VIP event. Usually we're so wrecked.
Well, like the signing thing.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, he
No,
means
that
at
is the
show.
VIP event.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, we're doing that.
Post-show
Oh,
VIP
yeah,
event.
to be
Sorry,
fair, he
I
made
left out a
perfect
word.
sense.
I thought you meant
Right,
post VIP.
No.
Oh, I got what you were
No,
saying.
we're still doing VIP events. Every show has normal tickets available, like regular tickets available, and then you can do a VIP package on top of your ticket, which gets you into an after show, like kind of like party where we hang out for about an hour, hour and a half or so, signing whatever you want, taking photos and stuff, and then literally from there we're getting on bus and then heading to the next venue. So we might do something different in Florida. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work out yet, but we may spend. The show's on Friday in Orlando. We may spend Saturday, most of Saturday in Orlando. So I'm thinking I might go to a theme park or something if anybody wants to join along, and then probably Saturday night we will head to Tampa and stay there overnight, and then our show in Tampa is the next day. So we're still working out the exact details on that, but I think that would be cool. It'd be fun to go to Universal Studios or Disney World or something. We're playing the Hard Rock at Universal Studios.
We are.
It's literally
That's
in
pretty
between
badass.
Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, which are the two parks.
Yeah.
So,
And like when I lived there, like I would see that venue all the time. Like that's
You
a
can
really cool
see
place.
it from Hogwarts. I know I made that.
I don't know if you can or not
No.
actually.
But when Jack
With
was
a
there, he was
spell.
I
like,
can't back that up.
one day I'll play, right?
No,
there.
that's it's.
Steve.
I mean, that's pretty badass. Like, I mean, like the venues we've done, like we've done, Austin City Limits, the Moody Theater downtown, which is incredible. It's one of the most amazing venues in Austin.
Theater.
We did the Dolby Theater where they do the freaking Oscars. The Chicago Theater, which is like when people think of Chicago, like the Chicago font,
Chicago.
like, that's the theater they're going to, and the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Well,
Which
we
is like this-
only play the biggest events.
Until now.
and
Wait.
so we've been crazy
Biggest
crazy
events for the
lucky.
littlest of J's.
And
Now
if
we'll
you
go
happen,
anywhere
if you
on a
happen to be
bus.
at Universal Studios over the next couple of weeks, like if you're in the area, if you see the Hard Rock has a giant marquee. Like if you see it say "Let's Play Live," please take a photo and send it our way. Because I would love to see that. Like that to me is like that's awesome. So I'm very very excited to play there.
So are you guys segregating the buses into like Spice Girls, like compartments?
There's
No,
Like the
we're
first
segregating
row.
it into blacks and whites.
Okay.
There you go.
So we're all
So,
So everyone's in one.
we're gonna do male female. It's gonna be Elise in
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
back
say.
and all the dudes up front. So.
Thank God I'm not going.
No, we're gonna have all of Funhouse and Achievement Hunter on the same bus. I think we have room for 12, so I think it's literally gonna be 11
great.
of us and a camera person.
cool.
And so
Glad we got the extra space.
You know
Yeah.
what Jack's really good at? Selling this to us.
Yeah.
Really making it
Yeah.
sound
Have
great.
fun, man.
It's like
Do you-
explain every awful, horrible detail about it,
He's
and then
like-
end it with "It's awesome."
When he first said it, he was like, and then we're gonna be on a bus. It's like army barrack cots in there. And Michael goes, not selling this to me, Jack.
No, I mean this to me, like, this is Let's Play Live is one of my favorite things to do, just because like no one else gets to do this. Like no one else on the planet does what we do, and like doing that kind of thing is a unique experience that I consider myself very very fortunate to have. So anyway, please come if you can. Tickets go on sale Wednesday for double gold members, Thursday for gold members, and public Friday. I'll remind you that New York sold out when it went to the public. Like it went 2 days of pre-sale. When it hit public sales, it sold out in 2 hours. So if you want to get tickets, I would say get them
I gotta
very
get some
early.
tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I. I actually have family in 2 of those locations.
And Kat is gonna be at 2 of the shows.
Nice.
You're gonna go to Orlando and Tampa, I think.
Nice.
They are close together.
Yeah, I think I'm doing Orlando. Katie's flying out for Orlando, and then I'm going on to Tampa. And then when we're done, I'm renting a car, driving back to Orlando, and hanging out a few days. with
I'm
friends.
renting a car and driving back to Austin.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
smart. That's
I'm still thinking about your sales pitch abilities.
quick-
Like Jack already
quick
works
hop.
a lot of sales deals, and you're very good at spinning things positively, even if they are having a lot of negative attributes. Like, how would you sell a colonoscopy? Like, dude, the thing goes up your ass.
It's so awesome.
Like, you
You
feel
feel
it.
it's
Here
all
it is.
slippery. It's like a finger in your butthole.
It goes
generally-
in there, and then they stop you from getting cancer.
Right,
great.
there
right.
we go.
Generally, you don't need to sell a colonoscopy. No one's like, colonoscopy here, just selling them on the street.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
It
usually
glows, but
yeah,
you get to
it's
live.
usually
Yeah.
to stop you from dying, or it was like, blood just keeps coming out of
The
me.
doctor's
Can I
like,
stick
"Well,
this up your
die
butt?"
and you
No.
get fucked.
I don't want to go up
Great
there
day.
either, but somebody's gotta.
Real quick, one more question. A lot of people have asking: are we going to be streaming any of the shows? As of right now, no, we're not. So we're not.
You
doing
gotta go.
Yeah, we're not doing
Fathom.
Fathom. We're not doing any other streaming thing. We're still looking at stuff for future shows. So, but as of right now, that's not happening.
Also, as
if
of
it
right
does,
now,
we'll let you know.
Jeff Sabbatical Ramsey still going.
Yeah, he's been off work for
At
like
the
a month.
moment, he's not here.
Yeah.
That is true.
He's
I'm just
actually
saying.
out.
Nowhere to
He's
be seen.
actually
Is
left.
that part
Yeah.
of his sabbatical? He's actually just taking us on a vacation.
It's, He'll be.
Did you
when does
think
that
this
end
is
again? When does it?
Whenever
It's his idea.
whenever Jeff comes
Wow.
back.
You know. Well, he'll be
He's
back.
back all the time. He's gonna be back here on Wednesday.
So what does it matter? What is the sabbatical?
I don't know.
It matters
show
because
up.
he's not around to be useful in any video.
Just send
He
us.
wasn't
send
already.
Send
He
us a
was in
message
meetings
every
all
day
the
for the next
time.
couple
It's
months. Like, I have a
actually
meeting.
more convenient.
Yeah.
Because we can just expect him not to be
We
here.
don't
Yeah, we'd have to
false
wait
hope.
for him to be
I
like,
asked
is
this in
he?
a video.
When was the last
How
time we
long-
waited for Jeff? Come
It's
on.
true. How long does it have to be a sabbatical?
I don't fucking
And not
know.
just like
You
a
know,
vacation.
like, I'm
know.
gonna take a
A
5-second sabbatical.
Exactly. Have a nap.
It was nice.
Hey, Ryan's back. How was your
That wasn't
sabbatical?
even
I was
5
refreshed.
That was good. Okay. Michael, someone
back
asked on
early.
It
Twitter.
started when I said go.
Is this Shay C?
Shay C says,
Yep.
Is AH Michael wearing a new merch shirt?
Oh, I am.
He is.
Yes.
Look at that.
Shenanigans.
This is our Shenanigans Irish Pub St. Patty's Day shirt that's coming out, I assume, in the next week or
Hope so.
Did we
St.
set
Patty's
him
Day
up
is-
with that, or?
No, someone on
Twitter. I was
People
waiting.
watch.
I was
They
waiting
ask,
for a
they
moment
ask,
to
so check
bring
it out. Look, it's like a shirt that you wear and it's green.
Michael just took the photos for the store.
All right, don't spoil it.
And you can't
Just
see it fully, but look at that's
a
a bottle in there. It's not
There's
even
a bottle.
joystick.
It's like our GTA logo.
yeah, nothing
Beautiful
but that.
cup is
Age
blocking the
crew.
shot.
Yeah.
we
What's
go.
up? Okay, well, you know, I mean, the
You're
cup.
blocking my shot.
I'm
That's
helping out broadcast.
dumb.
Is Jeff confirmed for Let's Play Live Tour? Yes.
That's why I just said
Nah,
it.
he'll be there.
See,
Yes.
that's why I said it. People be asking. They
He'll
want to
show
know.
up.
They want to know.
I assume Millie
They'll
will
show
be
up
there
to
too.
everything.
How long until
Maybe.
AH
I don't
kills
know.
each other on the bus? It's more likely that we'll kill Funhouse, or Funhouse will kill us. It's going to be one or the other.
They've already expressed their dislike of the idea.
Literally,
of
they
being
were like,
with us,
"Wait, we're
right?
all going to be
Yeah.
on the same bus. We don't know if we're okay with that because those Achievement Hunter boys, they get rowdy."
We are a little rowdy. I feel like the Funhouse crew goes to bed early every night, and like
Yes.
they really
I'm like the
their
opposite
sleep.
of rowdy. Yeah, as I pour a shot.
He says, screwing the Jaeger bomb or the Jägermeister cat back on.
At the moment,
I think the first
I'm the
fatality is
opposite
going to be
of
Gavin.
I am. I'm one of those people that's like.
you know what, Jeremy?
Jeremy's one of those people when you meet him, he says, "How many fights
Here
have
we
you
go.
been in?"
Here's
Yeah.
here's
That's
Okay.
rowdy
No,
to
no,
me.
no,
here's
no,
the
no.
opposite of rowdy. Here's starting to get rowdy. Here's full on
No,
rowdy.
here's what I
And then
mean.
here's
Here's
Jeremy,
what I
and
mean
here's
by
Connor.
the opposite of rowdy. I'm one of those people that will make plans with someone, or someone will make plans with me more likely, and I'll just be sitting at home and like I'll get a text from them being like, "Oh, hey, like, can we reschedule that? Because I have to," and I'll be like, "Yes, I can stay inside."
Right, but the difference is when you do go out, you go ape shit.
Yeah, you go balls to the
Because they took me out of my home.
That's
I'm like a hermit
You're
crab.
like-
If you
that's-
rip me out of there, I'm gonna go nuts.
That's like I'm not rowdy on the podcast unless I'm on it. Then I go nuts and just drink and I get rowdy. But if I'm not on off topic, then I'm not rowdy at all.
How many fights have you been in?
Same.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the quickest way to get you into a fight?
Nowadays, it's
Well, okay.
real hard.
Okay, well, like if assuming Kat wasn't there, because that's what would get me.
That's
If-
the ultimate thing.
If someone
That's the
if
ultimate
someone went
thing.
after Katie,
There's
I would
there's
destroy them.
very few things you can do to me that's gonna make me
Yeah,
fight you.
yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I assume it starts with a shove because it usually
As
does.
he drinks a shot.
Yeah.
It's the shove and the shirt. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
drop
my
the
shirt
gloves.
doesn't come off.
Your
during
shirt
a
doesn't
fight.
come
I
off?
don't take shirts off.
You're not
during a
like
fight.
Michael.
That's a
I
jersey.
mean, you
thing.
say that. It's like me. I've never been in a fucking fight. I've never actually done that before.
I can
Why do
picture
say
you
that?
ripping your shirt
told me-
off.
I
though.
mean, maybe I will, but I haven't done it yet.
See, I'm
I
like
feel
that
like now I
wouldn't
have
work
something
for
to
me.
live up
though.
to.
yeah.
That's what ripped people do. They rip their shirt off, and you're like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to fight." If I rip my shirt off, people will be like, "Ugh."
No, fat people
like,
do
just
it
forget
too.
it, man.
I've seen it.
It's
Look,
true.
here's the thing. You want to practice that move, right? Because you don't want to get like halfway through and be like, okay. All right,
You don't go from the
happens.
bottom.
Fuck.
That's-
I'm just
you go
leaving
from
the shirt
back.
on.
You
Why
rip
do
it
you
over
take
the
That's
top.
worse. Then you're just like,
No.
Would I understand the real reason people
look, it's
rip
in
the
a
shirt
crisis
off?
moment.
But the real
Ryan's
reason people
cocking
wear
his shirt
shirts is you
like a
can't grab
woman.
it.
Yeah. yeah.
Right
What,
in the
this
fight,
way?
so that they can't get their hands.
Also, the extra like I'm gonna fuck you up is I don't want to get blood on it.
There you go.
That's the thing of
Oh.
like I don't want to get your blood all over my shirt.
I don't want to get my blood all over my shirt.
The other thing is with the
Let's
pulling
go.
off. Most situations you're dealing with like fucking Jersey Shore kind of like nonsense.
And they
They're wearing
soften
wife
us.
beaters. They pop right off.
That's
you know what I
true.
mean? It's not like a t-shirt
I'm not wearing
or
one
like a
today.
sweatshirt or
Right.
anything.
Tank
It's just
top.
like flies right off.
And you have a
Tank top,
chain,
wife
too.
beater.
Yeah.
Very
You're good to
similar.
go.
That's
Get a second achievement.
That would be awful to take off because you've got two shirts and one's tucked into your pants.
Yeah, I tucked the
That
under
would
one
be
in.
a fucked up situation if you're trying
See,
to pull
there you
that
go.
off.
Yeah.
It's like the straitjacket effect.
Yeah. No. Well,
Well, that's why I just
he
leave
And
it
then
on.
the other guy just
Fuck it,
starts
leave it on.
wailing on your
Can
head
you
while
get
you're
your
down.
can you get your tank top off over your shirt? Like, could you rip that through your?
Oh, like taking your bra off?
Yeah.
Like rip that
Jeremy's
off.
like, "Ah!"
Wait, what?
I don't know how it would work with sleeves.
Just do it. Just pull until
Let's
you
see.
get it.
Like the underwear
you
rip
could
in
take the, you
Zoolander?
could do the bra
If you-
thing
if
and
you
take
did-
the tank top off
could.
without removing the shirt.
I could do that.
Yeah,
You'd
but
have to pull your arm in for a second.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
That's what you do.
Yeah. Well,
Or
I'm
you
not gonna be
get
like,
someone
hang
else,
on, hang
like, I'll
on, you
reach under
son of a
it.
bitch.
I thought I had one arm. Wrong. I was just taking my
Oh,
shirt
where'd it
off.
go? It's out again.
The first move for women, I feel, is the reach for the hair. That's like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of
They're
hair
down.
grabbing.
No, that's bad.
A lot of hair grabbing.
That's not
A lot of
good.
nails.
No, I haven't fought since I fought once in college, but then that was the last time.
Just like the
Did you
teacher
win?
gave you a
You
bad
swore off
grade.
of it.
College,
Yeah.
college actually the name of the bar on 6th Street that he
Yeah,
goes to.
Ryan, I don't lose.
I also
Not
learned,
that I remember.
Because his
It's true.
father wouldn't let him.
No, it's real true. My dad, every time I came home after a fight, or got sent
Your
home,
dad's like, you lose a fight, you're gonna lose two, because I'm gonna fight you when you come home.
he would literally be like, "What was it about this time?" And I'd like tell him, and he'd go, "All right, did you get him?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I got him." He's
Get
like,
him.
"All right, good." He's like, "Don't fight anymore, but when you do,
make sure to
Yeah.
win.
do a good job." Yeah.
Make sure it counts.
Goodness.
Well, we're getting close to the rowdy line.
It's like
See-
my dad fought way more than I have.
Rowdying already?
Ryan's demonstration of taking off his shirt was like this. Michael argues that's how women do it, and men take the top. And go,
Yeah, you one hand off the back, you grab
Well,
the back and just
no.
rip it off.
I argue, and I say women, I base this on her
stereotypically.
Okay.
Stereotypically.
because it's all her goddamn clothes is inside out
Yeah.
throughout the house.
Yeah.
Because
I
she
have to
takes
go
it off
around
like
my
this.
Yeah.
It's fucking annoying.
I have two lumps. here
Okay,
that
guess
are
what?
like,
When
no.
you take it off, then pull it back
Yeah.
inside
You
out,
don't
like
do
the
it
right
this-
way
I
before
try,
you.
No, I'm with
thinking
you, though.
about it. I don't know. I
got time
think
for
I
this.
change it up. I don't always go one way. Or
No,
the
there's the
other.
way the like wrestlers do it. And that I always
That's
watch
true.
because I watch wrestling a lot. And they do it with one hit. You grab like this, and then it comes up, and then you wrap it around your arm and can throw it.
Nice.
It's
That's
also the stripper remove. But to be fair,
That's fine. I'm preparing for any
Yeah.
instance.
See, when I get to the
Stripping's
top,
kind of
it's
like
just,
wrestling.
yeah.
It is.
You wrestle a pole.
A little bit.
And the
And
winner's
then a person.
predetermined.
Yeah, who wins?
Yeah.
That's
The audience. That's
guy,
how it always
the
works.
guy in the football jersey in the
Whoever
front row.
gets hit with the shirt.
You wrestle the grabby ones.
Yeah.
You're like, hands off.
Yeah.
Look.
No grabs.
Yeah. You can't touch male strippers too. I learned that the hard
I
way.
mean, it depends what strip club you go to.
It's
Of
probably
course
true.
you can.
No, nah.
It didn't
Yeah.
start as a hard way, but it became that.
I'm saying you're going to too classy of a place.
Fair enough.
You need to shoot lower.
Where was
Shoot
it?
lower. I mean, that's how it works.
I think I
They
was at
care a lot
Warfare.
less. Trust me.
Was it Daddy and the Boy, or was it?
God,
And Dallas.
fucking boy.
The game
That's a
attack.
game attack. yeah.
They opened their own strip club. Great. Good for them.
Good for them. Moving up.
Maybe it's because I've never looked. Is there a dude strip club in Austin?
There was one. I don't know if it's still there anymore because
He's
I
got
already
laid off.
agreed.
No,
so.
there was a place. It's like it's on. The building has sat there for like 15 years. It was La Bears, and I only know that
La
because
Bears?
it's at
La
it's
Bear,
at Riverside in Congress. There's
Yeah,
a
you
big
know
ass
exactly
building.
where it
There's a
is.
big ass building because you pass by.
know
There's
where
a
that is,
there's a
too.
Freebird across the street from it. So,
Well,
but
that actually makes sense.
saying,
All right.
but it's like in this prime spot in downtown. They built it. It was up for like I don't know how long. But there's a
favorite thing.
school.
Awesome.
There's a school just down the street from it. So basically, they were like, "Yeah, you can't have that there." So they shut it down, and it sat there for years and years and years.
Some say the strippers are still inside.
Yeah, there's
The ghosts of the
They
strippers.
dance to
They're
this
still
day.
they're still dancing in there.
Do you think there's like skeleton dicks?
Just a bunch of skeletons.
Just
on
a-
it.
It's
empty
like,
pelvis.
yeah, just like the dick bone. Whoa,
Good
careful.
catch.
Just
Watch him,
imagine.
Jeremy. And then, and then that was the sound of them shattering.
Oh, Jeremy.
Well, I think
No,
it probably a
so-
lens just
It sounded
popped
like
out.
a clay
lens
pot
popped
hit
out.
the
It's
ground.
the same lens.
It did sound just like a clay pot.
This lens has never really gone back in.
Yeah.
It just kind of floats there.
Oh, nice. You're
And-
looking cool now.
There you go.
It's
That's
the
good.
Gavin free shot.
All right.
Was that your right one? Okay.
Perfect.
Wow, I
man.
can do this.
Touch yourself.
Dude, I like where this is going. You're like turning
it's
into
tough, man.
Popeye,
It's real
just making
tough.
the face. Yeah, don't cut your head open.
It's a core pirate.
Desperately trying to grip this with his
There you go.
eyeball. There it
You
is.
got it. Woo.
Jack, you look actually pretty badass there.
I'm like that dude from Deus Ex. Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
now you're not anymore.
I never asked for this.
I got a Metal Gear vibe.
So I got my face all over that lens, by the way.
That's
You might wanna
fine.
clean
You're
it
gonna
off.
be staring right at Jack's face.
Yeah.
It's gonna be closer than
full of
ever.
He
Freebirds
actually has
residue.
pink eye just all up in there. You can't
Yeah.
tell, but
God.
Oh man.
Never gotten pink
You
eye.
haven't? It sucks.
I don't think I have either.
I haven't.
My kids have had it.
I've avoided it.
I've not.
I got it
Never
once,
got
and I
the
have
eye
no idea how.
You get it. You wipe poop in your eye.
Oh yeah, that's what I was
Farts on your
doing.
pillow.
I was just shitting, and they're like, oh yeah.
You didn't-
I think about it every
in your
time I
hand.
take a shit and I rub my eyes. I go, I hope I don't get pink eye.
Same.
So far.
Though apparently
lucked
it's
out.
extremely communicable, so you could have just been close to somebody that rubs shit.
I mean,
in
I
their
would
eye.
assume
yeah,
that's
true.
most
The fun thing
people
was,
that get pink
I
eye.
got it and then got on a plane. So,
God damn,
spread it
dude.
around.
What I think about
Everybody.
with pink was whenever I see one of my cats sitting on my pillows.
Oh, like their
Yeah.
asshole?
Yeah,
Just
I'm
like,
like, I know you don't
Yeah.
you don't have butt cheeks. Like that sucks. It's
Yeah.
just your asshole.
Yeah, but they
right?
lick those things pretty clean.
Well,
Yeah,
sometimes,
Zipper doesn't.
But at the same time, too,
Zipper
like,
Lots of
sucks at
Klingons.
cleaning his own ass.
what if they sit down right after a cleaning, like their asshole's wet?
Oh
You
yeah,
know? And then it's
Smear
like,
it.
yeah, on your pillow.
Yeah, but they got those rough tongues that really get all the.
No, I've seen many a cat ass with like poop still on it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you missed, dude.
Zipper.
Yeah.
Zipper. Like I go after Zipper. I'll take a. If he didn't clean himself well, I'll take a paper towel and I'll put butter on it, and I'll put butter on his asshole so that he
Butter?
starts licking.
Why is that
Why?
the solution?
Because
Get
that's
a
what I-
fucking baby wipe.
No, that's what I read. Because I'm trying to teach him to do it.
You
I'm not.
butter
I don't
his
just
You
want him.
butter his asshole? That's
Yeah.
the better solution?
That's what I read, and that's what you do.
Woo, that's
You
fun.
put, and because then he starts licking it, because he's like, oh,
Yeah.
this tastes good, and then he learns like, oh, now I'm clean. So he learns to do it. I don't just want to clean him myself, because I don't have to do it his whole fucking life.
You're gonna turn this cat. He's not gonna spend any time not licking his asshole.
That's fine, as long as it's clean. I don't give a shit what he's doing.
He's gonna literally shit on his tongue.
I just fine. I just don't want to. I just don't want to see it.
That's all right.
I don't want to see like shit on his
Maybe
ass.
you should change it up every now and again, like kick some other flavors in. Maybe
Maybe
he'd like
I
some
should.
other.
Some jelly.
Yeah, there you go.
Peanut butter.
I don't know. Do cats like jelly?
I don't know. You should
They love whipped
experiment.
cream. Put some whipped cream
See
on
what
They
that.
kind
do like cream.
What's his favorite anal flavor?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, there's your episode
Here's
title
the
right
thing
there.
I'll say this about cat people, which is like way more than dog owners. Like there's so much asshole talk. Like cats' assholes are so much more prominent than
Well, it's because
dogs.
they do that thing where they're just like,
It's always like
Yeah, they
their
need
leg
to
up
show
there,
it
and
off
they're just
a
like
lot.
going
anyone
to
with
town
cats
on
is
it.
like, oh, my cat's asshole this, my cat's asshole that. You don't, but it's
Yeah.
like this whole conversation. Gavin fucking talks about it
Yeah, I
all
guess
the
so.
time. Everyone that has a cat is always like, my cat's asshole. One
will
of the
say-
reasons why I don't have a cat. I'm not a big animal asshole person.
That's
okay?
what dogs drag their ass across
It's
the
true.
They do.
carpet.
It's true.
That's like the most disgusting thing on the planet.
No, I'd argue
They're leaving
that
snail trails
the
of
cat
shit on the fucking
when the cat
carpet.
does this
Yeah.
move, and everyone that has a cat will recognize where it just like
leg
throws
stretch?
its leg up and it just plunges its head down.
Okay.
That's fine. That means it's
It's
getting
cleaning
clean.
itself.
Yeah.
It's shoving its tongue in its hand.
Okay,
That's
it's
fine.
cleaning itself.
My dogs never did the asshole on the carpet thing, so it never,
Nah, I
never
haven't done
bothered
that
me.
either.
You're telling me if you couldn't
We
put
have
your
tile,
tongue in your
though,
ass,
so-
you wouldn't do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
would
I know what
try.
comes out of there.
I don't have any desire. No, I'm not gonna toss somebody else's salad, so I'm definitely not gonna do mine.
Also, just give them a little bit of whipped cream if you do, because dairy's bad for cats. Don't.
There's
Don't give them milk.
episode
That's what I've
titles
heard. Yeah.
flying all over.
There we
the
go.
Milk
place
and
today.
saucer is bad for
Hey,
cats.
hey, you want me
Don't
to
do
read this ad read I got right here?
Let's
Sure,
do it.
I'd love to
From
do that.
BuzzFeed. Thanks for sponsoring this episode, this exciting roundtable discussion at Off Topic 66. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by BuzzFeed Video, only available on YouTube Red. Check out the Try Guys' new YouTube Red original series, Squad Wars, on BuzzFeed Video. Watch Celebrity Squads face off for the title of Top Squad in a series of outrageous challenges. The local newscast challenge featuring the Dudesons versus Funhouse premieres on March 9th. Check out this exclusive clip featuring James and Elise. It doesn't say here in the paperwork, but I believe they are from Funhouse. And I think sometimes they bang each other. Let's watch that clip now.
Let's go live to reporter Elise. What's going on out there, Elise?
Hi, James. Thank you. I'm here with Chris. He's a professional animal wrangler. Chris, thanks for being with us.
Nice to meet you.
How does?
Oh, sorry, these guys are always getting out on
You got me there, Chris. You knew I didn't like the roaches.
Yeah.
You got 30 seconds right now to keep going.
You told me there was just gear in there, Chris.
This is Bubba.
Oh, my
This
gosh.
is Argentine black and white Tegu. He looks menacing, but he's super friendly.
Oh yeah, I like getting some tongue action from Bubba.
James just looked like he was gonna vomit. Right? He was like, so make sure to check that out March 9th.
Cool.
Nice. I love Elise. She's the funniest person
Yes,
at
she is.
Rooster
Elise
Teeth.
is
Yes,
amazing.
by far.
When it comes
I'm
down
sorry
to
she has to get on a bus with us.
it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
dude, that's her. She needs to get a better agent.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sucks. She should get the guy that got Bernie on Sunny.
Yeah, that's true. That'd be nice. Yeah.
He would not put her on a bus.
No.
There's no way.
Or it'd be like the 10 of us strapped to the roof and her in the bus.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all you need is one good agent.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know?
She get like a limo that would follow us with champagne. I don't know.
Sorry.
I like the idea that she wouldn't be in the limo.
Yeah.
She's in the shitty bus.
Yeah.
And the limo is trailing, throwing champagne bottles out
No,
the
she'd be in the
window.
limo. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she'd be in the limo
Okay.
behind the. Anyway,
With champagne.
Drinking alone.
people are asking about the Achievement Hunter rap, Jeremy. Lots of people. People are saying, I don't know if you've been reading this. It's all over the internet. It's people are saying, they're talking about this Achievement Hunter rap, saying it's gonna be the best thing ever. It's big.
That they'll be horribly disappointed.
No, they actually won't be
if you,
disappointed. It's really fucking good.
Yeah?
It's by far the best, like, of all the throwdowns and stuff. It's the best one. But there's still discussion happening about what the video is going to be, so I don't know when it's going to be.
So
no
we're not
further comment
going
at this
with
time.
all of us just standing in a room jerking off, because that was my suggestion for the music video.
We've talked about it, but you got to jerk
just
it
like
to the
one
beat.
shot, no cuts, no edits, nothing.
It's just 3 minutes of a cat licking its asshole.
There you go.
That's
Actually.
fine.
That we could get away with.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can we get like the cats vomiting, like the techno cats vomiting? Like put that to the beat. Just,
Fucking on our fridge, we have like 6 cat butt magnets someone got for Lindsay. And
God
it's literally
damn it, Cat has those
It's just
too.
literally like an asshole of a cat with
just
the
the
tail
brown
up.
eye?
Well, it's like the whole back of the cat.
They're different
Why?
kinds of cats.
The first thing I said, she's like, "These magnets are awesome, aren't they?" I'm like, "No, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Why is everyone obsessed with the cat's asshole?
It really is, like,
just have the cat."
Cat got those and put one in the fridge, and I walked in and
can't
saw it. She was
stand
like,
that.
I got these. Aren't they funny? I was like, the fuck out of here. Like, get that shit off my
hate that
fridge.
shit.
And I put it in the jar and threw it away. I've
I put
never
them
been
on
up
the
again.
side of that.
Oh,
fridge.
no, it's gone. I just
I'm
put
just
it,
like,
You
this
get
is
all
like,
the
look, it's
different
an
breeds of
asshole. It's
cats.
funny.
I wonder
It's
if
educational.
an anus is like a fingerprint. Is everyone different?
It's a little
Could you
different.
dust
it's
an
another
anus?
episode
Probably.
title.
That might be the best yet so
Yeah.
far.
Didn't Gavin put his finger in his cat's ass?
Yes.
Yes.
He inserted his
For
finger
fun.
in the anus. He claims it was on accident.
Bullshit.
no, that's not.
That's
Those
not
are
it.
3D.
Those are 3-dimensional.
no, this was
Mine
just
are
like a
2D.
2D
These were just
image.
2D, but essentially that's what they
Yeah,
need
and
those
there's yeah,
now.
button.
Button.
You don't need those. You're not gonna get them.
Please send me the link after the show.
It's like you're a maniac.
What is this? How are you gonna do a ball
Half
with
buried
that?
in cat.
No, that's all we have left.
It's like less than the shot glass.
It's so much less.
There's some more in the
The
fridge behind us.
displacement. Oh,
Well,
is
you
there?
don't
Okay,
know that
okay.
there's
I think
Red
so.
Bull in there.
There was last
Is there?
show.
Is the Red Bull in the fridge behind us?
Bernie, can you get it for me? You were right there.
Anyone?
Lindsay's making a claim. All right, Ryan's
sorry.
going. Ryan's already going. A broadcast went to get it, and then Ryan also went
That's
to get
All
it.
right.
Last story about cat ass.
Just throw it over the
Go
top.
for it.
Ryan.
Another one?
As a kid,
Oh God.
damn,
That's-
sorry, I lied.
Suck.
I thought that the cat's ass looked like a pencil sharpener.
Oh no!
So,
no!
Decided
no!
to put a pencil in and it didn't do anything.
It didn't do anything? It probably did
Didn't sharpen
something.
that pencil.
The cat probably did something if you put a
Yeah.
pencil
I was not
inside
happy.
of its
Pressed
asshole.
its anal glands is what you did.
How old were you now? Like 20?
Yeah, this was last week. I mean,
You're
like, it didn't
not
go in. Obviously, the
20
cat got
now,
pissed off
though.
when I had the pucker.
It didn't go in.
It's like, meh.
Bump, bump,
All
bump,
right.
bump.
Hey, Michael, that's a nice glass you got there.
Hey, thanks, Jack. Yep.
Ryan gave that to you, right?
He sure did. Not this Ryan.
Brick
Different
gamer.
Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice. It's lovely.
Hey, thanks. I'll think of this, when I get to play Zelda, whenever I get my goddamn Switch.
You got to play. We got a Switch. You could go play it right after.
I mean, it's the nose Switch. I'm not gonna go take their
Thanks,
Switch
dude.
to play for
borrow
my
it.
own. I
Holy
don't want to
shit.
borrow it. I want my own.
Maybe Matt's back with our Switch now.
Matt's
Maybe.
This is really bad because I already had a Red Bull.
Yeah,
today,
Matt's at home with his Switch.
That's
Is where he
probably
is.
true.
Okay, he ain't coming here.
The power went out at his desk. Weird.
Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll wait
working
it
with a link
out. So
tonight.
my brother picked one up
The
today.
power went out in Matt.
He's next daying it to me today.
Oh wow.
He better be today.
Sorry.
So hopefully I get it soon.
What do you think? That's
I
good?
don't expect
I
next
know you
day
don't
to
like Red
actually
Bull,
be
so I don't
next
wanna
day.
get too
So
much.
hopefully Monday
Right.
or Tuesday by next week.
Andy ordered his last night.
Dude, Andy was fucking
Andy
smart.
pulled it off.
Fucking genius. And I was so pissed off I didn't do this. I saw this morning he had done it last night at like 12:01. He didn't pre-order one. He didn't go wait in line at midnight for midnight release or anything. He was sitting inside his apartment in Austin. Fucking looked up Amazon Prime now. They had 7 in stock. He had it delivered to his house.
That's
$70.
genius.
He just bought it online, and he had like tons of gift cards and this and that. So he only paid $70 for someone to drive the Switch to his house and hand it to him. Like,
That's awesome.
well, actually, I take that back. He didn't get it yet. It's
Wait,
for
huh?
tonight. He-
Prime Now didn't bring it.
You can Prime Now only delivers like up to midnight, but you can set the order for the next day.
Ah, okay.
So he ordered it, and he's getting it delivered tonight. I forgot about that, but still.
Surely this can't still be a thing that you could do.
No, I checked this morning.
Okay.
That said, he is supposed to get it tonight, so he's got a whole day of like, I'm so smart, what a smart thing I did, to get fucked when he doesn't get it tonight.
Right.
You know, so.
What was the last thing you went to a midnight release for?
I don't know that I've ever gone to one in Texas. I used to go to them all the time. I used to go. Halo was
Yeah, I
the,
think
was the
Halo
biggest
was the last
thing.
one I did.
I went every fucking Halo game except the first one was the only one I didn't get at midnight.
I think I did a Call of Duty.
I think that's it.
I think I did a Call of Duty 4 Achievement Hunter. I was like, I was up anyway, and I was like, screw it, I'll go pick them up. Like we pre-ordered a GameStop. This is before we started downloading a bunch of games.
I'm trying to think. Maybe
But-
maybe I did one in Austin. Because I remember Caden went to a midnight release like forever ago. It was like
Yeah.
2012 or something. Because she went on her scooter.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She was like,
I want to say
yeah, I
I saw her.
drove
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
I can't remember what she got. She got a console or something. It was the Xbox One. That's what it
That's
was.
right.
She
Yeah,
then
yeah,
got her
yeah.
Xbox One at midnight.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah.
It wasn't the new like Nintendo.
No, that's right.
No,
I remember,
I'm pretty
I remember
sure it
that
was
story.
the one because she had like the scooter with the basket. He's like, yeah, I
Giant box.
threw it in there, and everybody was like clapping and laughing when I was driving away with the thing in my scooter because
Yeah.
she used to drive that to work.
I remember
That's
that.
awesome.
Maybe I went to one in Austin, and I can't remember what it was if I did.
Matt and I went. The last one I went with Matt, and it was whenever Destiny came out. Matt and I went and got Destiny at a midnight release.
Yeah.
And
I remember that.
Yeah, that was
Xbox-
an awesome. Like right after we started working, I think.
Yeah, the Xbox One thing. We were at the Microsoft store. At least I was. I think it was me and I think it was Gavin and maybe Ray or someone. I forget who it was, but it was we were there for an event at the Microsoft store in Austin, and then we ended up getting like 20 Xbox Ones and putting them in the back of my car and driving them to the office.
No, yeah, we all went to the.
Were you there too?
Yeah, that's
That's
your
where my
Twitter
Twitter picture came
Yeah.
from.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
God, what was
I know.
that? I think we were just there for. It wasn't even like a thing.
Well, I was there for the Xbox One. I know that for sure because I was there for the launch. They had a big celebration
it,
and
yeah.
stuff. So, oh god, is it a cat sharpener? Oh,
It's
it
a
is.
cat
Oh.
butthole
Oh,
pencil.
wait,
Oh, I've
let me
seen
see.
those.
Oh man, they're teaching kids wrong.
I need one of
They're
those,
gonna
too.
try and stick pencils in
I like
cats'
that
assholes.
in the
Don't do it.
image, the cat is
Yep,
shouting.
there it is.
That
There's
pencil
the
will not
image.
The
get
cat's going, yeah!
You won't be able to do your homework. If you do
Or the cat's going meow.
Oh.
No, that looks like
Well,
that's
the
speech bubble. That's
spiky-
meow for
it. Yeah,
rape.
Yeah.
cats don't enjoy sex. It's not pleasurable to them.
Well, this was in the butt.
It
though.
is.
It's like
Yeah.
sodomy.
Maybe they.
Sodomy.
Maybe they
Pencil.
haven't tried it.
Well, cats' penises are
Rape's
barbed.
gotta be like with a
Look.
dick, though.
I mean,
They scrape
No,
out
I
the
think
rest
it's
of
just
the
Maybe
any
they're good with
unwanted
pencils.
insertion.
Maybe.
I don't know
Maybe.
about that.
Looking up the definition of
You know what?
that
cats,
word that I want to stop saying.
I don't know if it's sexual, but
It's
there's
too
a
late.
thing where like people spank their cats, where like a cat will.
okay, wait a
literally-
minute. I'm more worried about that you started that sentence with "I don't know if it's sexual."
I don't really, but someone showed me a video.
They're sexually spanking their cats.
It looks like a cat's
Sexual
just
for
going,
who? The person or the
The
cat?
cat. You know how like a dog, you'll be like, "Hey, buddy," and you go like "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo" on its tummy or something, like, "Hey, you're a dog."
I mean,
Uh-huh.
I'll inform you just so you know. I mean, you've had a dog. You generally don't go like this to a dog's
I do,
stomach.
my dog.
You'll rub the dog.
I do it
mean,
on the side.
I mean, you can
Cats.
pat.
Emma rums up and I go boo like I'll hit the side of her belly.
Exactly. It's like you get the drum effect.
I'm like you're a dog, you're a dog, you're a dog.
So they do the same thing with cats, but the cats like present
I'm right.
their butts
Yeah.
for it. Yeah, and then you just go like on the
All right.
sides.
I don't know how
don't-
much I want to get into it.
You really don't.
I'm just walking away
You
from
really
whatever
don't
it is.
want
Uh,
to
But
get
I was right.
discuss it later.
Yeah. We were talking about
Oh, no.
the bad thing.
Yeah.
And then Jack goes, oh no.
Yeah.
Just
I
walk
just looked
away.
over and I saw what he had Googled. and I
Michael
was like,
said,
nope.
"Does it have to be with
Nope,
a
just-
dick to count?"
Okay,
And I said, "No, it doesn't."
that's true.
Yeah, I'm right.
Yes.
All right,
I just wanted.
Jeremy, you buying a Switch?
No,
Okay.
I'm not. I'm just not a Nintendo guy. Like, first off, even people who like Nintendo, not all of them are saying good things about the Switch.
Look.
Like, some people just don't get it.
I'm starting
Which
to
I
think
understand.
maybe it's not Nintendo that I hate. It's Nintendo
It's
fanboys that I hate
you.
more.
Brian hates you.
No, it is definitely some yous out there. We had like we did kind of like a podcast thing with just talking. It was Gus, Ashley, and I
Drop
Next
it.
cut.
do it.
Sweet.
There it is.
Oh, God.
And you know what? I tried honestly to go into that very even-handed, like I just wanted to say what the issues that I felt with the device were ergonomically and like what it had. I was even let off with like traditionally I'm not into Nintendo products that much, but I tried to say good and bad things, you know. Still got just like the comments are all like, oh, he's just a hater, he just destroyed it. I was like, you know what? Never mind. I wish I had said worse things.
People suck.
What did Jeff Gerstmann say about it?
That's why, like, even in the Let's Watch that we did, like, it was fucking awesome, right? Like, I loved the game. It was super fun to play. I really enjoyed it. There was plenty of, like, stupid shit that I just, like, made fun of. And if you haven't played the game at all, spoiler, I didn't watch, like, anything on the game. I had no idea. You can climb anything.
Yeah.
Like, you can just climb walls, like you said. He's fucking Spider-Man now. And I'm, like, laughing at the video, like, so stupid. Like, why it's awesome in the game because it's now convenient, but in a sense of just this is Zelda, it's so stupid. Like, he could just fucking attach himself to the side of a cliff for nothing. I was like, what? Yeah. And I love seeing comments that were like, God, just look at Michael. He's trying to make fun of it, but you know he's fighting so hard to be a fanboy.
Well, you were super
and I was like, what are you talking about?
You got freaking tattoos.
I clearly talk about how much I love the game the whole time I'm playing it. I mention all the good stuff, and I point out all the stupid shit. And people are like, he's just trying to make fun of it, but he loves it. Look at it. Look at his eyes. You can see he loves it. It's like you can tell I love it because I keep saying this is fun. This is awesome. But that doesn't make it perfect in every single way. Like people they get so fucking riled up about it.
Well, here's the thing.
Crazy.
It's like they know they've already spent money that maybe they didn't even have on this thing, and now they have to justify to the world that they didn't do something really stupid.
I mean, I guess that's the thought is you have to. You really don't. You don't have to justify to the world why you got it. Just fucking play it because you like it. Who gives a shit? It's the reason why I've been playing Nintendo my whole life, and the last 6 years I've been an achievement hunter. No one else, at least in the main room, gives a shit about Nintendo. Does this stop me from playing it? No. Why the fuck do I care? I don't really talk about it a lot in videos because nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. I talk to Matt about it, and Matt's like, oh yeah, or I'll go in and talk to Larry about it or whatever.
It's a good Matt impression.
Yeah, I'm just
hey, look who it is.
Oh my God.
Dead man walking.
By the way, on his walk here,
Dead man walking.
I want to say if your name on Twitter is Cricket and Clover, it was a total accident that I muted you, and I don't know how to fix it. So I keep clicking undo, and it says can't do it.
What's up, John?
What's up? Where? Which one?
We're just
it
talking
just says
about
Cricket
the
and
Switch.
Clover has been muted because I clicked stuff and I wasn't paying attention.
Fuck. You're
I was trying to
Jeremy's
swipe.
so drunk right now.
Hi, John.
No, they've been doing some bombs.
John, how do you take your shirt off? Do you take it off one hand on the back?
He's wearing a button down.
Yeah,
Or
he's got it
when
unbuttoned.
you're wearing a t-shirt, is it one off the back, or do you do like the
only time that I ever do this
yeah?
is after working out when I can't make this motion.
Because and you're like super sweaty. And
Yes,
it's like stuck
and
to
this
your
sticks.
face.
And
Oh,
so you have to kind of peel
Sure.
off. Otherwise, it's this.
Okay.
Because that's the sexier way to do it, even when you're by yourself.
I don't know if that's accurate.
I don't know. Here's the other thing too.
This
It's like
is
when you
like-
start doing
this
this
is a
number, you're
reveal.
just fucking up the neck of your shirt.
You're like,
Oh, who does
yeah.
this?
Well, that's when you pull it from the back. That if you're gonna fuck it up, fuck up the back.
I
of it.
actually
No,
have-
that's-
It just stretches this
On
thing
an
out.
old shirt, I did actually rip once. It was like,
Ooh.
but it was a super old shirt, but it like totally tore off.
Did you
the-
feel like a super badass masculine
Just like,
person?
yeah.
Just like,
Stop
You know,
telling me I
makes-
muted him. You're making me feel bad.
Make your belly solid.
doing
and
over
I
everything.
can't make
here?
it leave. It's just telling me.
freaking
Jeremy's triple muted someone.
How do you do that?
I don't know. He just
that a
keeps hitting
feature
it
now?
over and over again.
That's a skateboard.
Second
move.
level mute.
I'm just
Can I
force
ask
quitting.
why Jack's hair?
Yeah. He came in like that. That has nothing to do with
I
the
showered
show.
last night, then I showered this morning, and instead of wearing a hat, which typically if I don't shower in the morning, I just wear a hat.
I mean,
but
I'm not
like,
judging at all. Like,
No,
you be you and you chase your bliss.
He got
but-
halfway to Super Saiyan and
Got
stopped.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
Right now.
I judged him immediately the second he walked in the room today. I was
yeah, I was like,
You
I
were
opened
mid
the door to the
conversation.
I was like, hey Jack, what the fuck? Something like that. And Jeremy just
Yeah.
burst out laughing. And he was just like, I don't even think you said anything, but I got the like, can't believe you said that to him. Why would you say that to him? Vibe. And I was like, well, I gotta tell the guy. He looks good every other day.
Oh no, I
you
would
know?
have brought it up. I just thought it was funny.
It's important that you like how you look when you leave in the morning. And
I
if that's
wanna
how
know.
you wanted to look, that's fine.
I was like, like at least it's not like matted and all over the place. Typically, when you wake up, your hair's like.
Yeah,
but it was like
my hair
at least it's going
sucks.
up. But like,
yeah, people
whatever.
are constantly trying to look for
I'm
like getting more
yeah.
volume in their
Gavin
hair.
puts
and-
shit in his hair too,
much
dude.
shit
I figure I'm slowly
does.
losing it anyway, so might as well have some fun with it while it's still here. So there you
Well,
go.
Gavin tries to match like the David Tennant hair, where it's like some kind of
Yeah.
like freaky porcupine thing.
He
going
is
on.
very David Tennant-ish.
David Tennant is Scrooge McDuck
He is.
in the new reboot. Yeah.
Really?
She was telling me that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
The reboot was a
Yeah.
thing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This
They just
thing that was
released a
happening.
trailer.
It's like
Scrooge
Kate McCucci's in it,
Yes.
and
Schwartz?
I think it's Josh Gad in it. I think, or no, what's his name?
Josh Gad's in everything now.
Yes, true. No, what's his name? Horatio Sands. Who's the Horatio Sands version 2? It's currently on the show.
Horatio
Yeah,
Mann.
the other guy from SNL. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Fuck. What is? I'm gonna remember
It's
it.
not Bobby Moynihan.
Bobby Moynihan.
Yeah.
Yes. Good call.
You're right. You know why she knows that? Because of Rick and Morty.
Exactly.
Oh,
Bobby
okay.
Moynihan.
Just because of that bit, like on the 25th year, Bobby Moynihan, and then who is
Tim
it?
Meadows. Tim Meadows has been in it
Who
for. He
is
wasn't
it
for
that
the
Bobby
whole time.
Moynihan? He's like Bobby Moynihan and Toast hate each other.
real
It's
creative
a piece of
differences.
toast. That's the only reason she knew it was him, and she was right because
Nice.
the cartoon drawing looks like him.
I will never forget his name now.
Bobby Moynihan. Yeah. Anyway.
John, pull up a seat.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you want, just throw that piece of shit on the floor. Well, I see. I invited John to be on, but he was like, "I have to be a dad."
Yeah,
He was daddy.
I have since nailed my children to a floor,
Oh yeah?
and they're fine.
It's not on, I don't think it's on
Yeah,
frame.
pro
No,
tip:
it's
if
on
you
frame.
just attach them to things, you can leave.
What floor?
I find that's
Of
true.
your
Sure,
home or
yeah. Just
here?
put them on a clothesline.
They should
There is an age. There is an age, and it'll be right after you have the kid. Not that you should do this, but you know that if you leave them in a spot, they won't move that from that spot.
Well, especially if you give them like a TV or a tablet.
No, I mean,
or-
like, even like,
that roots them in the ground.
Right, as far as like the brain shutting down. But I mean, like, what's this?
Take it.
Is this Jaeger?
No.
Would you like it in bomb form?
Jameson?
All right.
We can give it to you in bomb form. Oh, okay, that's fine too.
They just did
No,
Chaser
when
of
they-
Coke, Red Bull.
I'm okay.
Good man.
It's when they're like they can't do anything and they're like
Oh, when they're real young, yeah.
amorphous blobs.
They'll still just roll around on the floor a bit, but other than that, they're
can't
They
have
might
any
like.
radius.
They might
There's
like
a very
roll-
small radius.
It's
They might like
usually
roll
pretty.
to death though, right?
They don't have a lot of.
No, there is a
ambition.
can't move anywhere
Yeah.
age.
They're just a lump. They're just gonna sit there.
Yeah.
That's when SIDS gets
Like a
them.
dollop of
I
sour
mean, it
cream.
can. That's
It
why you
can.
don't let the cat come in and steal their souls.
Is that what SIDS is? Is a
That's-
cat
that
I
thing?
wasn't ready for the
That's a
ending of
thing.
that story.
No, that's people were afraid that cats would
Yeah.
steal baby souls.
Supposedly.
I think it was mostly they would take their
Steal
breath.
the breath.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's because
And
cats like to
ceiling
cuddle
fans.
and they want to sleep on the chest, and sometimes
There
that
you go.
suffocates the baby.
In China, I think they don't have ceiling fans in babies' rooms because they think those.
That's a
kill
Korean
babies.
thing, isn't it?
Is it Korean?
It's Korean where you if you leave a fan on in a room, it will create a vacuum.
And just suck the air right out of the baby's
Yeah,
lungs.
I think Gus actually asked Esther one time if that was like something that her family was ever concerned
I bet
about.
it's on Snopes, and it's like, no, stupid Americans. We don't really think that.
It is, but it is like I understand where that comes from because there is when your first kid and when they're a baby, you're like, what do? I don't like
Yeah.
everything kills them.
And
Yeah.
your impulse now is to go
Honey-
to the
honey
internet.
kills them.
Internet, what do? And they're like,
She's gonna
"Oh,
kill it.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I'm
peanuts.
surprised it's still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
okay.
sister, her first
Every
kid,
day
they
I
were like
check.
protect everything, patted every corner. Had their second kid like fuck it, whatever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
Second
imagine,
kid-
It's not, he's not gonna kill him.
you give them a knife and put them in the forest, and that's their.
Right. Imagine how much your parents care when you're the third kid.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
6 years after the second kid.
Yeah.
My
My
parents didn't
parents-
give a fuck
Yeah.
what I did.
They're just wondering when you're gonna get a job.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit.
Yeah, my grandmother was the 10th kid. And so, yeah, she was the last. And it was like, yeah, well, fuck, all right, well, let's put the food bowl next to it and it'll be fine.
At
You
that
know,
point,
like,
kid number one is like dad or mom number 3.
probably, yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
it is.
It's like the Duggar family or whatever, you know, the ones that have, was
Yeah.
it 23andMe or
Yeah,
what?
minus like
Oh,
any of your
that's-
sisters.
Right, there was a lot of
Yeah.
other
Minus the
implications to
incest
that.
and the
right?
sexual
Yeah.
assault.
Do you know, like, one of the older ones of that group already has, like, 4 kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
I mean, because they're old as fuck. Like that mother of the Duggars have been having kids so long. Her
Yeah,
oldest
yeah.
kids have kids and shit. I was talking to my mother the other day, and
Ooh, I like this.
oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, I got it from a fan.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's nice. And she was talking about her grandmother and that her grandmother, she basically like her grandmother's life was she got married, I assume at like 20 or whatever. They had, I think, 10 kids, 10, 11 kids. And then by the time she stopped having kids, her oldest children were basically having kids. So then for the next like 25 years of her life, she lived with each of her children for like 3 years to raise their kids.
Wow.
So it's like, that's your life. You know what I mean? Like you grow up, then you have kids for 20, 25 years, then you raise your grandkids for 20, 25 years, and then you're dead. That's it.
Clearly she likes
You know what
that.
I mean?
No
no,
retirement.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully
it wasn't like imprisonment or something.
No, she
Well,
seemed
hopefully
pretty
she
much
doesn't-
like that's what she did.
I hope she
Get
had,
back
like,
in the
a-
room,
She
Grandma.
must have like a really nice nursing home though, because she raised so many people that
fucking
feel
better have.
responsible, you know. So,
I was like, that's nuts.
That's
just
the plot of Follow the Bride 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
I can't attest to that.
Jeremy
Who's in Follow the Bride?
Hmm.
Who's the main white comedian? Who is the?
You're really going after him like this is.
I just want to know. I just want to know. Follow the Bride.
His white hair.
Yes.
White hair.
He's looked the same
Oh,
since the
There's a lot of
70s.
banjo now.
White hair comedian.
White hair,
Wait,
banjo.
what were you about to
Oh,
do? with your mouth,
banjo.
too?
I was talking about.
Kind of a jerk.
what's his name?
he-
Like Rob
Now
White.
you're just-
Isn't that a comedian?
No, that's not gonna help.
What's his
it.
name?
Who'd you
Ron
say?
White.
What's the name of that comedian with
From
the
the blue collar
cigar?
comedy.
That is Ron White.
Ron White.
Ron White.
Not.
That's a white-haired comedian.
Nope.
He is.
No, his
Yeah.
name is white.
I mean, you're right, but
He
that's
has white
not-
hair and
but
he's a
that's not the
comedian.
one.
Steve-
The arrow through the head
Steve-
joke.
Steve.
King
Harvey.
Tut.
Tyler.
Steve Harvey, the white comedian. Steve Harvey.
King Tut.
God.
What host the Family Feud?
Didn't catch it. I didn't catch it.
Steve Marr.
Hey, there he is.
Mark, oh, picture of
Look at
him.
that sexy son
Oh,
of a bitch.
hey,
Who
he's
is that?
Steve Martin. He's
He's a
all right.
good-looking man.
I guess
Yeah.
I thought if I think of Steve Martin, I guess he is a comedian. I was thinking actor more.
Jack's head just blew
I
up.
guess he is a comedian.
That explains
No,
it.
no,
One of the
I'm
best
curious.
comedians
I'm curious.
of all time.
But it's like,
No, no, no,
Like,
name
if you
us-
were talking
name us-
about-
Jeremy, I'm in my first fight right now.
But, like, you were talking about like Robin Williams to me. Like Robin Williams is a comedian, but
Yeah.
I think of him more as an actor. It's the same
He
thing with Steve
transcended.
Martin.
Well, that's what I was asking you about in a movie.
Yeah, that's true. You make a good point.
Yeah.
He's also a comedian. I was thinking of people who are primarily comedians.
You
That's
talking
all
about
it is.
stand-up
I
comedians?
mean, you're
Yes.
also referencing
Like
The
Bill
Father of
Burr.
the
He's
Bride
still
2, which is out
primarily
like
a
2
comedian.
decades ago.
It is
How
old
old is
as
that
fuck.
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other,
It's not a recent
what
movie.
other Steve
No.
Martin movies?
Also,
do you know?
I
I think
don't
there's
associate him
three
with the
in that
banjo.
series, isn't there? No.
I
didn't know shit about the band.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
banjo.
I didn't.
Banjo threw me off.
Yeah, no, he's he's really gone
Bluegrass.
through another thing.
He actually
Yeah.
has CDs. He has like
Yeah.
music
They're
CDs.
really good.
And he tours like he
I
tours.
did not
Now
know
he's like
that.
a musician slash writer.
Broadway too.
He was in
Yeah.
that
do that.
awesome movie with Queen Latifah.
House. No.
Pink,
House.
Pink Panther.
No, not Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Bowfinger.
Taxi.
No, that was Jimmy
He was
Fallon.
not in that, but she was.
I was gonna ask what Steve Martin movies.
Chicago.
You know, and there we go. Pink Panther done.
Have you seen
I'd
Logan
actually
yet?
be hard pressed.
Saw it last night.
What'd you think?
That was beautiful.
All right, I'm seeing it tonight. I'm excited for it.
Wait, so
Beautiful.
what?
Logan.
Oh,
Logan.
shit.
Everyone's been saying
Ever
good
seen
stuff.
Everyone's been
Yeah.
crying. A lot of manly tears. is what I
Who,
hear.
is
so.
everybody already going / had tickets?
No.
I'm seeing it tonight. I'm going to
don't
the brand new
have
Alamo.
tickets. I wanna
Actually,
go
the
this weekend.
Mueller
Oh,
location.
you're going to like
yeah,
the preview?
There's like a friends and family thing that I managed to worm my way
tickets
into.
for it right now.
So.
Yeah.
Pretended
You
to be a
got some
friend.
Tim League on you.
Do you
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
movies very often?
I wish, dude. That's like this cash coming off. I'm like, oh my god, all this money.
Ryan doesn't go out. He just hangs out with his family in his house.
I will.
Loser.
I'll go out.
Family.
Ryan doesn't go out. He just hangs out with his family.
Stupid.
Future.
It is.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited for that. Dude, there's a lot of good movies coming out pretty soon. The new Power Rangers movie's coming out in a couple weeks. That's
Go
exciting.
Yeah.
Power
I'm looking forward to it.
Rangers.
Yeah, it really can't disappoint
What was
me.
that
Yeah.
song?
Go Power Rangers.
Okay.
It was the slow, mournful
I
version.
know. It was like Power Rangers in minor.
It's got that-
That's when they
Power
die.
Rangers theme.
That's them going.
They replay in a sad tone.
Ascend.
But Bryan Cranston, Zordon, and then they
Oh,
got
I could see Logan or I could see Beauty and the
Bill
Beast.
Hader. Oh, Beauty and the
I'll-
Beast isn't out yet.
I'm gonna see that too.
The robot looks all fucked
Although
up.
I do
Right
not
there.
have high hopes for
Alpha.
Beauty and the Beast?
Is that it's
Alpha.
Alpha?
It's
No,
Alpha.
his name? Alpha. Yeah.
What's
Alpha's
that robot
something
in
though,
Power
right?
Rangers?
There's more
Alpha.
to
I
it.
don't know.
Yeah, I think
But
it's
that's Bill
Alpha.
Hader, and who?
Rangers.
Bill Hader's like
Yeah.
Bill Hader was also BB-8 too, which is wild. So
Yeah.
Or
He was
him-
like- he
him
was
and
like
Ben
part
Schwartz.
of BB-8.
Yeah, him and
Yeah.
Ben
Like
Schwartz
6
were
people.
BB-8.
Yeah.
So
And a soccer ball.
yeah, man. I don't know. Yeah, so we got Beauty and the Beast. Kong Skull Island looks fun. I'm excited for that one.
I mean, fun is the best way to describe it because it looks stupid as shit.
doesn't-
But,
But it-
I can give you fun.
doesn't look
But yeah,
good.
but it's
It
got
definitely looks fun. I'll give you that.
John C. Reilly at the end, like, oh, you're a bunch of good guys. Like, we're all gonna die together, but this is gonna be fun. It's like, oh, that's great. Like, they're not taking it too seriously.
It's
They're
the only way they
definitely
can
not
approach
doing
that
Kong
film.
is huge. Like,
Yeah,
he's so
it's
big.
He's
absurd.
pretty big.
Well, they're setting up where it's gonna be Kong
The big
versus
monkey.
Godzilla. Like, that's the ultimate goal is to have the two of them fight. So
What universe
Sure.
of Godzilla is he gonna fight? The one that
the
just
new
recent-
one, yeah, the new one.
The one with Bryan Cranston,
The one
but
with
not Bryan
the
Cranston.
one with Kick-Ass, yeah.
Okay. The
So-
one with Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
So-
He got big.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
get
What's his name? Aaron Johnson or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He's the one who's married to like a 50-year-old
director,
woman
yeah.
in England or something.
Wait, what?
He got big.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny. My favorite fun fact about Kick-Ass
Is that your drink for movies?
is that Aaron Johnson and then his friend from Kick-Ass, who became Ass Kick in Kick-Ass 2, they both ended up playing Quicksilver. Like Aaron Johnson was in the
Yeah.
Avengers, and then the other one's in the X-Men movies.
That's funny.
But the two friends in Kick-Ass ended up both.
pretty
playing-
different in Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which do you like better?
I like the X-Men version of Quicksilver better.
Thank you. I agree.
I mean, he's definitely,
but it's a different.
It's got more comedy.
Yeah, it's a different character too. You know, it's like because they can actually talk about Magneto being his father and everything, and like whereas like they had to talk about the special people, like the special twins or whatever.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Am I wrong in thinking that the comic book iterations too? He is like a smarmy asshole.
He is.
But he's a piece of
He's
shit,
like-
isn't
yeah.
he? Quicksilver? He's a cunt.
Well, I mean,
But
he's
isn't
got like
Quicksilver a
serious
villain in
daddy
the
issues,
comics?
and he's such a prick because of it.
I don't know if
I
he's
feel
like
like
a
he's an
villain, more like an
anti-hero.
asshole.
Yeah.
but
You know
I
where
don't-
I
I don't know.
associate-
He was.
I don't know enough.
No,
At one
he
point.
floats. Occasionally, he's associated with the Avengers.
My
He's an anti-hero.
most of my Quicksilver knowledge is based on the like 2000, early 2000
they
X-Men
are.
animated
Yeah, hey.
show.
Look at Quicksilver
I can't
and
remember what it was.
Quicksilver.
Yeah. That's exactly where I get Quicksilver from.
That's
He was-
hilarious. I never realized that.
Are you talking about the show where there was like
That's when they're like
four-
teenagers.
There was like the 4 teenager villains, and it was Quicksilver, Blob, Toad, and then
Yep.
the
Are
and
you
then the
talking about
Earthquake
X-Men
guy. I
Evolution?
forget.
X-Men Evolution. That's what it was.
What's the name of the guy who made the? He was like the leader. He like made shockwaves and earthquakes and shit. What was his-
Richter?
Was it Richter? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like
Oh
those,
no, Avalanche.
Avalanche. That was it. It was
Let's
those
just call him
4.
Rubble Pack.
I know, like the first episode. It was the first
Dual
or
Shock.
second episode.
Static Shock.
Blob got mad because Jean Grey wouldn't date him, and Scott had to come save her ass.
And I just remember Rogue went to like grab
Fat
Blob
shaming.
and use her
She
powers,
did.
and she was
She
like,
kicked the shit
she was
out
like,
of him.
I'm gonna feel real fat and stupid after this. That's what she
She
said
was
when
also
grabbed Blob.
Damn.
she was Southern as fuck.
Yeah,
She's
she
like,
was.
I'm gonna feel real fat and still. Alright, she wasn't
Yeah.
that Southern, but she was.
Like, my Lord
Wow.
Jesus said not
Yeah.
to do this.
Full trailer.
She was
park.
like, no, she was
gay.
like Rogue in that show was basically, which is actually funny. I didn't even plan on this, because she played Rogue. Is like full on Sookie Stackhouse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's like Southern as fuck.
But the voice actress who did Rogue in the '90s one was also
Music
very
video.
Southern.
Yes, I'm just
Hi,
saying.
sugar.
Yeah. She was older too.
Anna Paquin was just like, fuck you, I'm Rogue.
It's a little different between Southern and Louisiana Southern.
Yeah.
It's very distinct.
I'll leave that to you.
I mean, everyone knows.
Well, look
It's
at
all
It's just,
Southern.
it's just down there.
New Guardians
No,
Galaxy.
no one in Georgia's like in the bayou.
You are like that all the time.
Dude, you see the New Guardians trailer? New Guardians Galaxy 2 trailer?
I heard you watching
I
it.
don't
looks
like
awesome.
Put the in shot in there.
I mean, if you've heard anything about casting, you knew that was
I
going to be in there.
did.
Which
If
is,
you
I've
have-
heard
if you
this
have-
exact conversation
If you haven't
already.
seen the
Now we're
trailer
sharing
yet,
it with them.
there's a pretty significant kind of, I want to say, I guess it's a spoiler, in the trailer that's going to be a big plot point in the new movie.
He's an actor, but he's not
As
a
far as
comedian.
we know.
But the director's come out, James Gunn has come out and said that like everything you see in the trailer is really inconsequential and it happens in the first 15 minutes of the movie.
That seems pretty consequential, even if it's unless it's just like ha liar.
Well, I mean, okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited for that one. I'm excited for all the Marvel movies coming out this year. We got the new Guardians. We got Spider-Man coming out.
Yeah.
I'm pumped for Spider-Man, and then they're working on Infinity War Part 1, or I guess Infinity War, and then it's going to be Avengers sequel 4 or whatever it's going to be, because they're not calling it Infinity War 1 and 2 anymore.
No.
No, they've changed it. It's Infinity War and then something else. The second one's going to be something different.
I.e., the end of Infinity War.
Yeah.
Basically,
Just not calling it
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Infinite PTSD.
But no, what's the third Marvel movie coming out this year? It's Thor. Yeah, the Ragnarok's
Ragnarok.
coming out this year.
What about
Taika
Black
Waititi's
Panther? Is that coming out
directing
this year?
Not, I think that's next year. Yeah, Ragnarok's it's coming out. And Taika Waititi, who did What We Do in the Shadows and Hunt for the Wilder People, did that one, and I'm excited for that. And yeah, it's gonna be a good year for the MCU. So
I love the Marvel
if you ever want me to
movies.
talk about MCU on your show, John, let me know.
Okay.
I'd be up for that.
We're
So,
gonna do Logan next week if you want to come on the show.
I'm gonna be in Boston next
All right.
week. So
What's
When do you
going on
film
with
it-
the
when do you
DC
film your
universe?
Filming on Thursday.
Thursdays. Okay.
I'll be.
You want to
going.
come be on the show?
No,
sometime?
I said this to Michael
Fuck
the other day.
no.
I'm the worst person in the company you can invite on.
I understand that. If there was if there was a genre or movie that you're an expert on, what is it?
Wrestling.
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of wrestling in my time. But that's not movies.
Over the top.
So a Hulk Hogan film, is that what we
Nope.
need to No.
Nope, just Raw.
You got a boo-boo. What happened?
Do I have a boo boo?
He has 2. He's got like 2 scars.
Is that just scars? I've never noticed those
Oh,
before.
what here?
There and then under the eye.
Oh yeah, scar there, scar there, scar there.
What's the
I have a
story of
scar
this?
under my mustache
You
too.
fight-
What's the story of this?
I'm an idiot. Like all of them were just me being an idiot kid. Like I have 4 times I've gotten stitches on my face before I was 10.
I guess I don't stare at your face enough.
Well, when I was 2, I got this one, and I just ran into the room being a stupid toddler and just ran into a coffee table. Stitches. This one, on the same coffee table, I was jumping between it and my couch, and I had my socks on.
So watching
So I
you
jumped
try to
onto
do
the couch,
backflips.
slipped, fell onto the coffee table. Stitches.
Nice.
This one, I got hit in the face with a baseball. Like, I was playing catch with someone, and there was someone playing catch behind me, and then I had to go up to bat, and they were like, all right, Dooley, come over here. And I turned around as the people behind me, like, tipped the ball off his glove, hit me in the face, stitches. And then I told the story of this one before where I hit a Beanie Baby with a baseball bat in my basement, and it went up and hit the light fixture, and the light fixture fell and shattered and hit my face.
Wait. Which Beanie Baby was it?
I think it was the sheep.
Real quick, talking about light fixtures, one of my favorite things I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes in my life is I was having lunch one day at this restaurant, and it was like a buffet thing. And the guy in front of me, it was a pizza buffet, and he got like a buffet for him and his kid, probably about a 4-year-old kid, who's walking around and stuff, but real short. And they went down the line, and the dad went to go pick up his child to put him on his shoulders, and above them were these lights that were like kind of like cones that kind of went down and had a bulb inside of it. Fuck. The guy picked up his son and put his head right in the middle. It was like, it hit it square and the bulb shattered and the kid started screaming. The dad's like, oh, he took his son and like shook him out.
That's awesome.
And then the kid was just screaming, like shook out the glass, and he was like kind of rubbed his, and he was like, all right, you're not bleeding. He had like really bright blonde hair, so he wasn't bleeding or anything, but it was like he hit a mark so perfectly. Like he couldn't have planned it better. Just literally just went wham and shoved his kid's head into a bulb. It was awesome.
In my mind,
don't do that with
the
your
kid
kid.
Comically stuck there for a second, going.
Yeah. I can see his bones.
You can see his skeleton. Yeah,
Also,
flashing.
Michael's gonna be like, all right, look, aim for that light.
It was awesome. Sorry, continue.
Dude, if we can get our kid through the $100 hole,
that's it. That's worth at least.
You can go get all the other shit we have up there.
If I push,
You have to use the bat.
if I push really, really hard during delivery, can we have kind of like an Ace Ventura
All right.
situation?
Probably
Like,
unlikely,
go for it.
but maybe if they use a
or
lava
like
balloon.
or like Big Fish.
Yeah.
Sliding down the fucking. Everybody's like, oh, they're trying to catch the sliding baby, but it's just sliding.
That's one of Michael's favorite movies.
Because it's a great film.
Big Fish.
Really?
Yeah.
I
And
should have him on
Stardust.
your show to talk about.
Big
We'll
Fish
talk
and
about
Stardust.
Big Fish episode. Big Fish.
Stardust is a
Logan.
seriously underrated film.
Oh, Stardust is amazing. I
great movie.
showed it to her. She watched it, didn't like it, and I berated her for it.
Neil
Watched
Gaiman,
it.
didn't
man.
like it.
For the first time. I watched
For the
it again,
first
I was
time.
like, I
Then
was
she
wrong.
watched it like a month later, and she's like, "This is really good."
I was
And I'm
wrong.
like,
I was totally
got
it was
wrong.
like it was like a month ago.
Maybe I was
yeah.
just in a bad mood. I don't know.
It's got Daredevil and Superman in it.
Yes.
It's got Robert De Niro and
Dude, Robert De Niro's fantastic in it. Fucking Ricky Gervais is in it.
Claire
And,
Danes.
Claire Danes looking fantastic.
Claire Danes.
It's got what's his name? The Eddie Izzard's in it as well. He's great.
Eddie Izzard is in it.
fucking.
It's got every British actor on the planet.
Fuck is her
Michelle
name?
Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer.
There you go.
Pfeiffer.
Yeah,
Jeremy,
she
what
also
movie?
looks fantastic
What
in
movie
it.
have you seen more than 3 times?
Not
I've seen
Jurassic
several
Park.
movies more than 3
You
times.
had, you
got a
had, you
couple
had
of
one
them.
of them that was like outrageous. I can't remember what it was that you said you saw like 10 times.
Brink.
Dazed and Confused.
No, that it was like a
you seen
terrible
this?
piece
Face
of shit.
Off.
movie. That's what it was.
Face Off is a great movie.
I mean,
You're like, oh, I've seen it a million times.
Here's why, because
Great movie.
one of my friends' houses.
The movie you need to see.
When I was in
great
high
movie.
school, I would go, like, me and my buddies would all meet up at one of my friend's houses in his basement, like, almost every night and play Halo or Call of Duty or whatever. And we'd, like, leave at, like, 6, 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
We'd just play all night and then go to high school the next day. And lots of times, like, before we started playing, while we were waiting for people to show up, whatever movie was on TV, we would watch, as long as it was something that we knew we liked. And so for us, that was either Face Off, like he was saying, Animal House, Dazed and Confused, or like fucking like Mrs. Doubtfire, I think was one that was on a lot. And I think it was just there's Face Off.
That is the
Face Off.
poster.
Is the poster.
Why is Luke Cage's eye so much bigger?
His name's not Luke
Luke
Cage.
Cage, huh?
Yep.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
He's black.
I think the half
Nicolas
face
Cage
messed
and
me
John
up. I got half
Travolta.
the name right for half a face. Come on.
But, like-
give it to me.
So that, yeah, that was one of the movies that I've seen like a million times. And yeah, I don't know.
What's your favorite part?
When,
they take the
when the
face.
face comes off. Yeah.
Yeah, because my friend, we would all just
I'm
sit
Castor
there.
Troy.
And none of us-
I'm Castor Troy.
None of us would say anything, but my friends and I would all
You
just
look
sit there and then
extra
just
crazy
go
while you do it with this hair.
Yeah.
on that scene. That was it.
Have you still not seen Jurassic Park?
I've seen.
The first one's the only
Seen
one that
part
matters.
of it. He's seen the dinosaur.
No. I've seen. I'm just trying to think of which ones I've seen.
Super cut of just the dinosaur.
I've seen all the Jurassic Parks except the new one. I haven't seen World.
Jurassic
Okay,
World.
that's
Oh,
fine.
that's fine.
I was underwhelmed.
You've seen 3 as well?
I've seen 3. I rented
I've never
3
I've
from
seen
Blockbuster and watched it.
seen 3.
3 is only good because Sam Neill's in it. That's it.
true.
My cousin and I used to play
not good.
Jurassic Park when I was really little.
Marissa
We
Tomei.
would-
Not Marissa Tomei.
For like 1 second, we had.
This is how we play Jurassic Park. It's a lot like Charlie explaining Nightcrawlers.
Laura Dern. Is that what you're talking about in the beginning?
She's in it. No,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of who's it's William H. Macy, and then who's the woman who was in 3?
Who cares? How do you play Jurassic Park?
Yeah, I'm
Here's how
more
we play
curious about
Jurassic
that.
Park. Here's how me and my cousins would play Jurassic Park. We'd go into my basement. We'd
like
turn
night
off.
crawlers.
We turn off all the lights. It's exactly.
That's what he
like
said. He said it was like
That's exactly like Charlie said.
Spaced out.
Nightcrawlers.
Tia Leone.
So you go into the basement. You move the couch, like you turn it around so that you can hide on it. Turn out the lights. You turn on Spyro 1 and you hit pause because the pause screen is green, so it made the room green, which is very Jurassic Parky.
All right. Night
So
vision.
yeah,
so-
right. Remember, Jurassic Park's all in the green filter the entire time.
So now you're in a room that's really dark but has this green light to it, and then 2 of the cousins hide on the couch with Nerf guns, and the rest of us like go around different points in the basement because there's all shit like tipped over that we're hiding behind shit, and then you pretend to be raptors.
So what you're explaining is basically the gameplay of like Area 51 or any of those old arcade games where you
Yeah.
stay in one spot while the enemies
And
like
they're
appear
waiting, and they
around.
don't know where you are because there's the trust rules that you have to do this, and then you come up with the guns, and then
Trust rules.
and then the other cousins that are now raptors you got to do that, and then you're hiding behind the things, and then you got to run out and you got to jump feet first.
So how do the Raptors win?
You gotta
get them both.
wait. You gotta jump kick them.
Yeah.
He doesn't get rowdy. I don't get rowdy. Jump kick him.
That's where his 5th scar came from. Jurassic Park.
You should see all the scars on his feet from
Right.
kicking his cousins in the face.
We're
I have a
playing
lot
that
of
too.
In my
scars on my
head, it's
head.
just like I'm reliving when you did that to the nose.
I have-
feel like all of a sudden
my
you were
God.
just getting some raptor
Yeah, but you
out.
didn't. You don't drop kick. You raptor dive. You're like,
Yeah.
It's very
You
different.
still like
Right, yeah.
reach with the
It's like
the toe
cannonball.
claw.
But having
Scrapping
Spyro
with your
1 loaded
toes.
and paused was very important.
see.
I had I played a lot of like make believe shit when
Oh,
I
yeah.
was a kid. You know, a lot of like action figure stuff and like scenarios and shit. But I remember specifically one Jurassic Park outing I had. I had a little tent, which was like it was like for I don't know, like ages 6 to 10 or something, and it was literally just like a bunch of plastic bars that just like snapped together. It was super simple, and then you draped like a sheet over it, so it was like, you know. They have those little Barbie houses. It's like enough for like
Yeah.
2 kids to go
Yeah,
inside
yeah,
of,
yeah.
and you just, you know, this is just an indoor tent. So my parents got me that, and I set it up in the kitchen. And I remember I was doing the scene or something where it's raining, you know, and the T-Rex is busting out and shit.
Classic.
I don't remember how old I was, probably around like 6 or something like that. And I was like, oh, it's gotta be like a storm. It's gotta rain. So I was in the kitchen, and I opened the cabinet right next to me, and I just grabbed the first thing that could spray, and I remember I just like sprayed it all over the fucking room, everywhere, like all over the tent, like all in the air and shit. And I'm fucking around in there for like 5-10 minutes, and then my mother walks in and starts fucking freaking out because I sprayed Pam everywhere. It sounds like the entire floor is all like greasy and just like everything's just wet. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "It had to rain."
And then
I
she was the
making it
T-Rex.
rain.
I was making
yeah.
it. I was making it
She beat
rain.
the shit out of me. Yeah.
See, I didn't have any like
So you
pretend games
created
with
your own
Jurassic Park.
Tyrannosaurus. And
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah,
That's
essentially.
nice.
But
Yeah.
what my cousins and I like to do, because we're weird, is every time we'd go out in public. with
Here
my
we go.
family,
She's getting out front for
usually
this.
some nice places.
Okay, we
like-
gotta
You're
stand it
off
up.
camera, just so you
Hold
know.
on, I'm crossing frame.
Okay.
You weren't. You were out of frame.
Is you would go into the restaurant like this.
You're a raptor, right? Or a compy.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Compies
my-
are, but they're like that big though.
My
I know what
parents
the
would
compies are.
apologize
Yeah.
for making me, and it was great.
Dinosaurs are one of those things that you loved as a kid, and then as you grew up, or at least later on as an adult, parts of dinosaurs got ruined for you because
Well, now
you
they're
found
all
out-
feathery and full
Well,
of
then we
shit.
got everything wrong. Like Jurassic Park, the raptors aren't that size; they're actually the size of the
tiny.
But then they
compies.
retcon that in Jurassic World because Wu, Dr. Henry Wu, went and says like, oh well, yeah, if they were what they actually existed, like they would look dumb, so we made them what people thought
That's
they were.
bullshit. They had the
Yeah.
compies.
Well, yeah, well, they had the compies in 3, but even then,
No, they had compies in 2.
Too, because
They made a lot of
ate the
shit.
whole
They
girl.
just were not sure about it.
The
and they're
Lost
like,
World
well,
had
we're
compies right at the
stuck with
beginning. They ate
yeah,
the little girl.
yeah. But I mean, they talk about because like Velociraptor supposedly had feathers and stuff. They're like, oh yeah, like it would have had that shit, but we got rid of it all to make him like what they wanted scary and big. That's
Then
what they
even
talked
like
about before.
what was is it the Brachiosaurus or the Brontosaurus isn't real?
Brontosaurus isn't real.
Brontosaurus is 2 dinosaurs put together.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
See, whenever I was watching Jurassic World and they had that part, it made me think of like, was it the X-Men movie Days of Future Past, where they kind of fixed X-Men 3? And they're like,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. No, shit, quiet. You know,
Yeah,
it's like, all right,
I
I
like
guess
that
that works.
they made a shitty movie to fix a worse movie.
Yeah. But then in Apocalypse, they're like, oh yeah, everyone knows the third movie's terrible. It's like, come on,
right.
like that's a little too
And
wiki.
then Apocalypse was terrible.
Yeah, Apocalypse was not good.
And it was
Yeah,
the
but
third
that
after
scene in the
first
beginning
three.
when that guy got turned into a ball, come on. I watched that like 6 times on a plane.
Yeah.
I've seen X-Men Apocalypse like 4 times.
I mean, that's where I saw it.
I
I saw it
watched
on a
it
plane.
twice on the same trip. And Lindsay slept through it. I'm like, hey, wake up. This is the part where he turns the guy into a ball.
Why are you waking me up?
Because
for
it's
this?
just funny. He's like, and he throws him at
slams
the
him against
wall.
the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
the
wet
best. That's the
paper,
best
yeah.
part of the whole film. Is the first 10 minutes when everybody's just getting squished and shit.
Who's the actress who plays Sansa? Who's the new Jean Grey?
I don't know what the fuck her name is.
I like Famke Janssen way better.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she was
With all due
better.
respect.
They didn't like give Jean shit to do
No.
in this film. She
Yeah.
was just sort
They
of there.
totally like threw in Phoenix too. Like, oh my god,
Yeah, they
look
really
at that.
Yeah.
shoved that in.
And then
Again.
the kid, Scott, the kid who played
Yeah, the
Cyclops,
kid
Scott Summers.
Stop shoehorning in.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that kid is going to play the main character. He's going to play Wade Wilson in Ready Player One, which is Spielberg's next movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a book by a writer here in Austin named Ernest Klein. Who,
Got the Back to the Future car.
Yeah. But Ready Player One, that's coming out next year, I think, or is it this year? They shot it last year, so I don't know if it's coming out soon. But anyway, Edgar Wright's not Edgar Wright. Sean of the
Puffy
Dead.
Combs.
God damn it.
Simon Pegg?
Simon Pegg. God, I'm getting all my names mixed up today.
You
He's,
fucked today, dude. You
Anyway,
fucked up.
I'm excited for that one. It's a good book, and I'm curious. It's a book with tons of 80s movie references and video game references and stuff. I'm curious to see how they're going to pull it off. So we'll see.
I'm just thinking Michael Crichton now because of Jurassic Park. When is Westworld coming back?
Like next year, like
Really?
2019. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're taking it long.
I wouldn't be shocked if Westworld comes back after Game of Thrones ends.
Yeah.
Right? Because I mean,
Well,
this,
Game of Thrones has 2 more seasons, right?
yeah, but they're gonna do this season this year.
Yeah.
And then they have one more next year. So it's like, I would assume they're gonna end Game of Thrones and then bring Westworld.
That wouldn't
back.
shock me. Yeah.
They're not gonna. I mean, who the fuck knows? But I just assume that would make more sense than bringing back Westworld then ending Game of Thrones. Like
Yeah.
Westworld, already both with just its production value and everything like that, and obviously its reception. I mean, it's gonna carry the torch of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I mean, the HBO doesn't have another show lined up.
Well, unless
that's
you're
nearly
gonna have to
as
take
big.
2-year breaks in between the seasons.
Yeah.
Though. That's the problem.
It's true.
Like,
Hopefully though, they just have hopefully they take 2 years to get to season 2, so they don't take 2 years in between every
Well,
season.
Westworld
but
either.
maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic show.
Yeah.
Just you punishing yourself for not knowing what
I don't
talking
punish
about.
myself. I treat myself.
By the
No,
way,
he's
this-
talking about
this was
just like
full.
Yeah,
just
that was a brand new
by
bottle
not
when it
watching
This
started.
stuff is just the worst shit
Anything
ever.
connected to Michael Crichton, Ryan described perfectly. Michael Crichton writes books that are as following. You go, science, and that's it.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Wow.
That sounds like something Ryan would say.
It's definitely how those work. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember like Spheres like that. Spheres like a great book. And the movie wasn't that good, unfortunately.
What's wrong with Twitter?
Oh, or muted
You right,
like that.
Jeremy?
Keep
not-
accidentally muting
Did I get a
people.
switch yet? Is that
Muting more.
no? Okay.
So
Trying
John,
to look at that.
Yes.
Jeff's not here today.
Well, this is I pointed this out too. I asked John to be on the podcast today, and he couldn't because he had to pick up.
He
his
said no,
child.
and then he showed up.
Yeah.
Well, no. I told him, hey, John, if you've got free time,
Jeremy's getting rowdy.
Here we
he's
go.
getting rowdy.
I like that.
I
One
was
of my
like,
mods sent me a tweet and said, "I like you can tell how drunk Jeremy is by how red his face gets. I get really
Oh, you're
red.
getting
Is
pretty
this the white
cheeky.
balance? Is like how
Yeah,
much?
I get
it's-
real
it's-
red when I
it's-
drink.
It starts like right here and then
does.
it radiates.
Alcohol
Your cheeks
warms
are-
me up.
Maybe
Dude,
that's
I
why
turn
this,
red and I start sweating.
You should fucking see Andrew, dude. That kid is like a tomato.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's red as shit. He's like Jack's shirt all the time anyway. But he drinks. Holy shit.
Like the fact that he and I are the same or very similar hues right now is a good indicator because I'm also a little red faced.
yeah.
And I'm normally white as fuck.
Which is also Lindsay.
I tan
like
like, a
albino
lobster.
white.
I just
Yeah.
fucking turn red, dude.
But anyway.
Anywho,
There he is.
the
Yeah,
red
there's
face
look how
one.
fucking ready. I mean, that's a nice new photo. It's like 6 years old.
He's
that
like what,
photo.
12 there?
Jeff's not here.
Jeff's not here, so I thought I'll invite John on. We'll have a John Risinger appreciation podcast.
Appreciation.
I appreciate it.
You
And
should have
then
a
he was
shot.
like, I have a kid. And I'm like, fuck John then.
Oh, okay.
No, you were actually very nice. I said.
But I thought that.
Okay.
No, my text was nice.
I
should've-
didn't.
you
The
should've
text
heard
was
what he
nice. The
said.
text was if you have a chance to stop by, you should stop by. So.
Who's on the spot today?
Bernie and Blaine, and Lindsay and Maggie.
Yup.
Oh, I hope your team wins.
Thanks. We will.
So anyway, you're in a safe
how
spot.
scripted
If you
this
want
I'm in a safe place.
if you're in a safe place, if you want to rebut Jeff to any
I don't
degree?
even know what was said.
It's funny enough, I don't know either.
Yeah.
I watched it last night for the first time. I saw
It was all lovely
it was
things.
Don't watch it.
Yeah, actually, what happened was here's actually something that happened was that I texted Jeff that day. I hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen what was being said, but I was on Reddit and someone had posted a picture of his kid at the Senate.
Millie.
Right.
Millie.
Yeah, she was at the
a
Senate,
page.
and it reminded me of a thought that I've been meaning to tell Jeff was that I just wanted to tell him this is me being nice for no reason whatsoever, so
Yeah.
out of character completely. But I sent him a text and I said, I just want to let you know you've done a really good job with Millie, and she's an awesome kid, and I don't think dads get told that enough. And he was like, hey, thanks a lot. Hey, did you watch Off Topic today? And I was like, no. He's like, we said a lot of really nice things about you. And I said, you know what? Because we're such good friends, I can trust you with that. And he
Nice.
said, yep, that's the basis of our relationship.
Don't read the internet or
Yeah.
any transcripts or look at Tumblr.
Internet tries to tell me.
I mean, it was all in good fun.
It's like 20 minutes.
Of
positivity, of love and affection.
I remember
just imagine
not the 20 minutes, but because I wasn't alive during
Yeah,
that part
Michael
that
was
you're talking
gone.
about. But the beginning, Jeff quote that sticks with me that I really enjoyed was, "If a tree falls in the woods, why does John still work here?"
Yeah, that was rough. He didn't even say it right.
Because
either.
he was saying you should have gone on to bigger and better things.
He said
by
wood.
now.
You're doing a really
make
good
like
job.
a tree.
Are you
He said if a
just
tree
PR?
falls in
I
the
mean-
wood.
Yeah, why are you wallowing with us?
I'm just-
To be fair, I was
Yeah,
barely
I wasn't.
alive.
I wasn't participating.
That was the
on
beginning
the
wasn't
show.
even-
Were you on that
I was
episode?
not.
You know,
on
you
the
know
show.
who's really to blame for that whole thing?
Bruce.
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 Bruce Green,
Fucking
really,
Bruce
he really.
Green.
If I know anything about Bruce, it's that he hates my guts.
He
He
does.
hates everyone.
Really does.
He's actually a very malicious person.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who's really at fault is
Sorta.
Mark, who sent that gold.
That is,
stuff.
it is
It's
actually
fucking
Mark. It's actually Mark's fault.
Mark?
Mark.
sent the
I almost
bottle
made the same
of the bottle of
Goldwater,
gold
whatever it was.
Wasser
Goldwasser.
that I drank the entire bottle of. So it was his fault.
Speaking of drinking, you should have some of that.
Also, is it Wasser or Wasser?
I don't fucking know.
It's WASS.
ignoring
Goldwasser.
I haven't had
Golden
anything.
pasta.
Goldenwasser.
I
No, I
know.
love Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff and I are good friends.
Really?
This is also
You sure on that one?
It's no.
kidding,
It was
I'm
like
kidding.
it's like a roast.
Jack,
Put the positive.
It was like a roast.
Your
It was like a
friends
roast, and I didn't
cut
feel
the
like I
deepest.
needed to prove to the audience that we're friends with John by having him on the next week. But I happen to have him on the next week, so
Isn't a roast the person supposed to be there to like?
No.
Well,
no.
sometimes the better ones,
The
they're
best
not,
roasts
yeah.
are behind their back.
Yeah,
True.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
It's when
well, I
you-
wouldn't
when you
count
have
on
a
the
tight group of
podcast
people
behind their back.
who know
They
the
can watch it
person
whenever they
gathering
want.
Well, that's
together.
why you invited John
away
back
from
on,
them.
and he's like Michael Scott coming back into the office, and he has the list of things that he wants to roast us for. So if
Yeah.
you want to lay it down on every person,
Oscar,
go for
you're
it.
gay. Roasted.
We're like,
Boom, roasted.
That was actually a really good episode. I remember that one. That was fun. I don't have anything mean to say about you guys. I love you all. You guys are just fantastic.
Michael, you're loud. Boom, roasted.
God, it is.
I can't say that about Michael. I'm loud.
Go
all the
for
time
it.
as
You're
well.
short. Boom, roasted.
Jack, look at yourself.
So many people have been posting that picture of Jack with Blobby. So many, dude. They just want you to
Here he
address
goes.
it.
Here
Also,
he goes.
that's Jen, right?
Yeah.
Jen, come here for a second.
Oh, hey, Jen.
Come here for a second.
I don't know if you
How
were.
did you identify?
I don't know if he was double checking that was her or that was her name.
She was
I
in the
couldn't quite
shadows.
tell. You're
got-
Jen, right?
I got a story.
Oh no.
The AH rap battle.
Yeah.
That people are all freaking out about.
Oh
now.
yeah.
That whole thing, the rap battle is taken off,
That's
wouldn't
horrible.
happen without her. This
Why?
was Tex, because she played Tex
Oh,
when I did the rap battles
I'm a
earlier.
badass.
Jack.
There we go.
And Cat was Ruby.
Fucking-
And
Yep.
Kat was
Yep.
Ruby. Yeah, it was Ruby versus Tex, so it was Kat and Jen. And now,
Yes.
she was low Zelda on the site, so now she's.
I mean, she
Ah,
still is,
okay.
right?
Yeah, it's like I still am. Wait, what do you mean? What?
No, you're dead. Shut up.
Did I,
Okay.
What
The
I
hair
mean
makes
is-
this.
He's literally wearing a Zelda shirt at the
I
moment.
look, because Zelda comes out today, and it's in my name. I got.
Did you get this?
Zelda
Did you get the
socks.
Switch?
I did not get
Zelda
the
coming
Switch.
out
I didn't
today?
get fucked
Yeah, I
either.
know.
Yes, Blobby.
I got Zelda though.
Good.
I don't have the Switch. I got Zelda.
Yeah,
How do you
I'm
get
getting it for the
digital?
Wii U, so it should be.
No, I mean
It's
it's in
It's
stock. I
delivered
bought
right
it.
now, so I'm just kind of like
I might buy it.
slowly losing my mind while I wait till I
After
can go home and
everything
play
you
it.
did for them, how do you not have one? Come on.
Goodness.
It's a real shame.
You ordered the amiibos too.
It's on a boat.
I did. I bought all 5 amiibos.
What did you do for
already, too.
Nintendo?
Oh,
Some
I
shadowy delight.
I may have been directly promised to get one. You know, I'm just saying.
You know that Switch game where you eat the sandwich? Michael
Yeah.
was like, just
Oh,
put
that's
your
right.
dick
You
right
did a
here.
bunch of stuff on stage for the Switch. Oh yeah. I wonder how many Switches you sold with your performance.
I mean, probably none. Listen, this isn't. To be fair, I don't care about
Stop
getting.
pushing alcohol on everyone that steps
Now
on
that's
the
fine.
set.
Push
I'm
alcohol.
done running
Push
my
alcohol.
errands today, so.
I don't care about
Cheers,
not getting a free
everybody.
Switch. I care about not getting a Switch on day one. I was like, I'll pay you double for
people
it. Can I
drink?
get it? And she's like, don't even worry about it. No problem.
Oh, so you were
You're good.
You were banking on it.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was told.
Oh.
But it's fine. I'll get it by
No, I'm
Monday.
good.
Nice.
I got a backup plan. I just have to wait. I already told the story, but I don't know if you saw Andy. Fucking genius. He primed out it.
Did he prime now the Switch or just the game?
The
So he-
Switch.
The Switch.
Wow.
He didn't get
Bro.
it yet. It's getting delivered tonight, but yeah.
You're so loud. I love it.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna fuck up off topic after this. That's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, we've already
You're on
lost-
off
yeah.
topic.
This is off topic.
On the spot.
Take two.
Every time.
Someone did that
We
as
talked
well
about that on a
recently.
podcast.
I mean, I do shit like that all the time.
On the always topic.
Like someone made some reference
And then
to
fucking-
on the spot and
And we
wrote off
decided,
topic.
no,
And then
we
it's
decided we
like-
would call it Off the Spot and blend the two shows.
There we
That's
go.
what we decided.
And then fucking
don't
a spot of
brag on
science shows up.
Spot of
It's
science.
like we need another
Oh, yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
So many
a lot of
spots.
spots.
Off this spot of science.
We're a diseased company.
How far into this are
Dude,
you,
I'm
buddy?
so glad
this
that
is-
this
this
is
was
you
new.
this
That
week,
was
not
full.
me.
Is that all you?
But to be fair,
You're
to
not
put
the only
put
one
that
who's
in
pushed a
to
drink
put that
on.
into
Fair
perspective,
enough.
like that the fucking gold shit I had last week was also almost full.
Yeah, Mike
Yeah, but let's
Empty.
it.
but let's put
God.
Jeremy into
Started.
perspective with a little bit of that.
Yeah.
So this will be the third day in a
you
row
got it.
I've had a stupid amount of alcohol.
We're two past rowdy.
Jeremy,
Podcast
you're
a little
drunk.
bit, though.
Boom, roasted.
There it is.
What's the next stage
got
of drunk
told,
for
man.
Jeremy?
Are
if
you
he's
doing
loud?
don't you have a meeting after this or something?
Is it a
Two meetings?
important one or
Yeah.
just like a show up and sit there meeting?
Who gives a shit?
All right, good. There you go.
Probably the
at this
people in the
point,
Meetings
meeting.
Here's
are
what-
probably
people in the
more
meeting.
Whenever
alcohol.
someone invites me to a meeting, it's Jeremy's gonna show up and be at the meeting. You're welcome.
Should we introduce
Yes,
it all?
Jen? We did.
Yeah, that we did.
So,
Like,
You know, Jen's here.
Jen,
Yeah, Jen's here.
I mean, just for the people that are watching, that just person
this
walking
Everyone
off
knows me, Ryan.
Okay,
Come
look,
on.
I mean,
That's
Yeah.
wander on, right? Jen, who are you? Why are you here?
I'm here. I'm actually working on day 5 right now.
There you go.
So that is why you've seen me floating around mysteriously.
Doing what?
I'm a PA.
Aren't you like a super smart scientist person?
I am. At least I like to think so.
There's probably better jobs for you, right?
well, we said the same
Wow,
about
Ryan
Trevor.
doesn't want you
Thinking
here.
like, no, I want her
I think
doing.
you're trying to make me leave.
No,
and
I want
I'm
you
really
to go.
deeply
Look,
offended.
here's what I'm
Aren't
thinking.
you like a super smart dude
That's
who
what
has a different
yeah,
background than what you're doing right now?
Whoa,
Yeah, but he's not nearly as smart
theater
as her.
degree. Physics?
Physics
knows,
and
like, some
chemistry.
Physics and chemistry. There are important things going on in the world that you could be
and
fixing.
Also-
other people are taking care of them.
And I can, the best that can be said for me is I can fix your computer and then play the other nerdy
You
scientists.
can animate.
Well, you
Do you know how many times I fixed our printer, though, that nobody else has been
I'm
able
just
to
glad
do?
someone else is doing it.
you say that, but also Trevor. He's like a
Trevor
little,
is super smart.
I
he's
know.
like a
why
little
do we?
I don't
rocket.
believe that.
He's like a
rocket kid or
legitimate
something.
rocket scientist.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. Well, he
I need
ain't
to
that
talk to
smart if
Trevor
he's
more
working
then.
here.
Why do we keep
Idiot.
He has
mucking
an
up the
engineering
future
degree.
of the country by
Yeah, and
hiring
he's
these
working
people?
here.
Trevor
Stupid.
and I need to have a science
He's
off.
running
I think.
this
You need to
place.
get out,
Yeah.
really. Yeah, you need to go find a science
How else
job.
is Age gonna get to space?
Look, you don't get to drink on the job when
I'm-
you're a scientist.
Why not?
Sure
Maybe
you do.
you're a chemist. Brew your own ethanol and go for it.
Look, I may or may not know how to do
Doing
that,
some,
but it
farmer
doesn't
job?
mean it's a good idea.
You're
So-
it's next season
about
on
it.
Moonshine.
Oh yeah. You gotta get the feet.
I feel
on
like we
the
should
table.
explain to the audience too. A PA is a production assistant.
trick.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd probably say that. Yeah.
Helping
Yes.
out, coordinating.
Coordinating
gopher.
lots of yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I feel good.
It's a you don't use that degree.
But
Go
then,
get
so
me a
what
coffee.
about a personal assistant? That's a PA as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all kinds of
Yeah.
PAs.
On a
yeah.
film set, it's a production assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what
A
I'm doing.
penis assistant. That'd be a PA.
I
Would
really hope that
Penile
does not become
assistant.
a
Penile
part
assistant.
of
I-
my
PA,
description.
Pennsylvania.
I almost.
Also, I am
Would-
not
would
that be-
Pennsylvania.
No.
Yeah.
Would that be a fluffer?
Well,
A
that's,
penile assistant?
Yeah.
I heard those are a myth.
Can you?
Yeah.
I heard that as
Yeah.
well.
Wait, can you fluff females on porn?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a
Is that-
squirt bottle.
Honestly, why not?
They call it a muff fluffer.
I need the merkin, please.
A muffler.
a muffler.
I almost, to be fair, if Lindsay wasn't,
Yeah.
you know, my wife and on set of Laser Team, I would have needed a penile assistant because when I did the mooning scenes, when I had to throw my cheeks up on the window, they were adamant that
Did
like
you have to pull the everything
you-
up?
there was
You have to tuck screw.
there's like a
opposite.
scrote blanket basically, so
Like a
like
little
the
hammock.
because
Yeah.
like they're like, listen, butts are funny. balls aren't.
Can't have your balls
hilarious.
show.
That's not funny.
We
gotta
just
cover
did the
that
cheat.
shit
Very
up.
true.
No bat
So like,
winging.
Balls can be kind of funny. I've seen Step Brothers.
That's the goat.
Yeah,
right?
but
When
that's-
the goat is when you
that's
get
a
the balls
movie,
between
you know what I mean?
between the legs.
You can't have
It's
like
a reverse.
PG-13 and then
doesn't the
balls.
dick
then
have to
balls.
split them?
I don't know about
Is that how
that.
that worked? I don't know.
But
So yeah, your ball handler.
Well, they were like, because all of wardrobe is like people just like jabbing at your genitals and like doing this, and you just stand there
There's
and
no
just get
personal
got.
space.
And it's like
All right,
whatever.
that's a
Is
job
that
I
what
want.
wardrobe
Next
is?
production.
Yeah, it is. And they were like, listen, so you need to cover your ball sack with this. If you can get your wife to do it, that would be great.
Why couldn't you do it on your own?
Because we don't want to.
And you were like,
Otherwise-
It's just like it's kind of
Otherwise,
like a
an
whole thing.
underpaid intern is
Yeah,
gonna
no,
have
I
to
said, bring me
grab
the
his
director.
throat.
Oh no, they were like,
Where's Matt?
They were like, I'm gonna do it, and I don't want to. So it'd be great. I'm like, I'm sure I can get this handled. So then I was like,
So I
Lindsay, do it.
reluctantly helped.
And then like a cat, I just
Did you
went
get
like
credit?
this.
There you
No,
go.
I
the
should
film
have.
for that?
Why did I not get credit as ball?
Because you're stupid.
You could
should have
been
asked
the
for
penis
it.
wrangler.
Yeah.
You could have been a PA. No, a
Damn
penile
it.
assistant. That's
I
coming
feel like
full
we need to give it a
Full
new
circle.
something to separate it.
No,
Before I
that's-
accidentally get roped into handling somebody's balls, I'm gonna peace out. So
Okay.
Bye,
Jen.
Jen.
Bye.
Real quick, you have some zipper on you. Oh, it's gone now.
Zipper as in your
Whoa, a
cat.
cat
By the
hair?
way,
Not-
she's
not a
keeping
zipper.
that.
I was confused.
That's
by that.
going
Yeah,
into
this
her
is
love
cat.
journal.
Yep.
I said I mentioned
Yeah,
the other
it
day
is.
that Zipper is allergic. He has allergies.
Oh yeah.
Just like
He is
In a
allergic.
weird twist.
I
he's
was gonna say
to
allergic too, but I'm not exactly sure what he's allergic to.
Like
Just like
people.
Yeah.
just like the same thing we're allergic to, I guess. Like we
Kittens
took him to the
sneezing,
vet because
adorable.
he keeps crying out of one of his
usually
eyes.
means that something
Kitty
horrible is wrong.
tears.
Yeah, but it's
So-
still cute.
Yeah.
Sure.
So he sneezes every now and again.
You know what
and
a
he has one
cat
eye
sneezing
that
usually
cries.
is? That's normally a tumor.
So he
I've
just
heard that.
fucking
Jack,
terrifying.
don't laugh.
It's
Jack's
the Mr.
laughing at cat
Blobby
tumors.
face.
Don't laugh at the tumor.
No, I'm sorry.
No, he's
I'm
laughing at yourself.
I'm
You
laughing at
piece
the
of shit.
photo
He's
of
sorta
me
laughing
as
at a
Mr.
tumor.
Blobby. That's terrible.
Mr. Jackie.
Oh yeah, I look like Diglett.
You
'cause,
look like
it's
you look like you could host a late night talk show.
I really did.
Good.
I look like Eric Andre.
I
or
wasn't
something,
too
I
mean
don't
to
know.
Jen, right?
No,
you were
Okay,
super mean.
good.
to Jen.
I think she left because of you.
I just
She had a
wondered.
good point though. You're in the same
She's
position. You've
so
got the
smart.
You were
He's
trying to
not- he's not in
compliment.
the same position.
And you're an achievement hunter.
No, I'm definitely not.
He's really not.
No,
Are you saying
I'm
her
not.
talents are underused? Is that what
Yes,
you're saying?
that's
Oh,
what
absolutely.
I'm-
agree with you.
I just remember that I definitely said to Jen at one point, you should come to Off Topic so that I can pull you on and say how awesome you are. I was probably drunk because
So,
that's just been me the past couple days.
Does that mean you remember it better now, that conversation, because you're in that same state? Or
Yeah, it's
Well,
like
that's how that works.
Is that
it-
two
yeah,
pockets
it's-
of memory?
It's
Could
like
be.
Dr.
No, it
Jekyll
works,
and Mr.
right?
Hyde.
So
like
if I
it's-
get blackout drunk now, I might remember last week, but
That's
only
it.
in that.
did you black out or did you brown out?
No,
No, you
I
blacked
blacked.
out.
Ooh.
Last week hard.
Yeah,
Usually
I
I
said you
brown.
woke up at your house.
Usually I brown. I'm good for like, oh, this happened, and perfect actually segue.
Perfect?
Perfect segue. That theater mode we did.
Yeah. Oh, that
It
was
would have
terrible.
been. It would have been this week, but it was so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
It was so good. We're saving it for
Oh,
this.
that's right, we
for
did
this
that.
run.
Yeah.
We're putting it as the last episode. It's going to be episode 8.
So this is episode
Um,
8 of chapter 4
yeah.
of volume 1.
Yeah. Well, this is 7.
tired of
Because
not
8's
getting the one
No,
that was
next
so
week.
good that we bumped them to the
Is
end.
No,
this
no, no,
7?
no, no. I'm saying this is 7.
Oh, this is a fucking terrible one.
This
I
is an awful one.
apologize.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
So
apologize
we
in
shot
advance.
7, but they made it 8.
So, yeah, okay.
But I'm just saying that episode, I browned out. I was like spacey, and I was like, shit, I don't remember that. And then Lindsay pointed something out because she was like around for that whole theater mode, and she was like, yeah. And then Jeremy got the ladder, and I had a lot of like, oh, that I remember that. Like
It
I
felt
remember
We
that.
were in
Yeah.
the notebook, and I was like, "Remember this?" And you're like, "Oh my god, yes,
That's,
I do.
that-
Thank you."
That's exactly what happened. Last
Gosling
week's
showed
off
up.
topic, I'm like, listen, Bruce, thanks for
It
being
came back
on.
to you for a little while.
I was like, thanks for being on.
I love that drool line coming
Yeah.
off your
That is 100% legit. I was sitting here at this table doing the podcast, and I woke up in my bed. I have no memory of the post show.
That's
I'm
awesome.
impressed.
In
You were
any
pregnant
way.
You
and
were rolling
took
around
care
on
of
the floor
that.
a lot. Did you watch
I
it?
was told that. No,
Taking care of
oh
the
god.
baby.
Oh, no,
Jesus.
there, you know what? You did stumble into a Hitman video, so there will
Nope,
be some.
Gavin
Oh
told
my
me about
God.
that. Gavin told me all about it because
That
I
was
shot.
the worst.
Well, that was the best part because we shot the fucking
Yeah.
50-turn Mario Party the next day, and Gavin and Meg were both amazed that I showed up, that I was alive, and Lindsay was like, "Yeah, he was up at 7 a.m. cleaning the house." So
This fucking
He's
Hitman
good.
video, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
because it was the elusive
It was
target.
elusive target, yeah.
So Gavin was explaining like, once it starts, that's it. You only have one chance, and I like busted in right as he like killed the first guy. So it was happening, and Gavin said he was like, "Oh my god, oh my god."
I have the full story of this, but I think before we get into that, we should show the trailer.
We should show the trailer for. Okay, so this is episode 7. Initially, it was episode 8 of this run.
Thank
of theater
Christ
mode.
it wasn't.
But episode 7 was such a good one, and I guess 8 was such a piece of
8
shit.
was so
they
bad. Not
swapped
great.
it. So Jack, you were on this one.
Yeah. Don't expect to hear any audio at
What was it
all
called?
from the movie. Bullshit, terrible movie about
They
Nazis
said it,
and
but I couldn't
zombies.
hear it.
Deadwalkers?
No, it's not.
Rise of the Fourth Reich.
Yeah.
Deadwalkers, Rise of the Fourth Reich. Is that right?
It should be
All right.
Dead Mumblers.
Yeah, like they didn't bother getting any sound recording equipment for it, so it's just everything has it's just watch it.
Roll the clip.
Jack.
Somebody there.
Yeah, there was a guy already in there.
That's Gavin's school.
Ay, ay.
Really sneaking up on the plot here.
They're gonna catch it off guard. For sure. I'm gonna drink for boredom.
All right, I want to do something real quick. I'm gonna go back.
Please do.
You're gonna go back? Why would you go back? What's wrong with you? Because Ryan, you know me. I love doing this shit.
We got an hour left. Now it's an hour and like 5.
Ryan, I want you to play along with me here.
God, how? All right, what?
Still rewinding.
Why?
Lewis wants me to call him after theater mode. What if I take a break right now?
Okay.
That was the slowest walk sequence
Ryan,
ever. Yeah.
You're gonna count along with me on this one.
Okay.
After this shot, this next scene, as these guys are backing up around the side of the building, I want you to count the number of cuts there are.
Okay.
You ready?
It's like a Taken 3 jumping a fence amount of cuts.
Here we go.
I've noticed that as well. 1.
Okay. There's the first one.
Leave this to Ryan, actually.
2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. About one a step is what they're averaging. There we go. They're good now. There's no way they could insert another cut. A zoom! They just did a zoom instead!
That was amazing. I love that.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, some theater modes can be real turds.
Yeah, that one. You can see there's no dialogue in that scene because there's no dialogue. I mean, all the dialogue.
No, there
you can't
probably
hear it.
was, Jack. We just couldn't
Yeah,
hear
that's
it.
true.
What's shocking me is that was such a bad one, and it wasn't the group of me, you, and Ryan.
Oh, no, I was still
That's such
there.
a classic horror.
Fuck, I'm the common element.
It's you are. It is you because I've got plenty of good ones.
I wasn't in the Thanksgiving 3 though, which is supposed
Thanksgiving 3 was pretty fucking atrocious. It was pretty life-ending.
How many Thanksgivings are there?
Two.
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 Thanksgiving 3,
yeah.
they destroyed Thanksgiving 2 in Thanksgiving 3.
The plot of the film is to find Thanksgiving 2. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's all there. It's like 90%
Pretty goofy.
puppet.
But it's
based.
called Thanksgiving.
Can we talk about that thing we're doing next week, or is that? Do we know if that's
No.
public or not?
What are we doing next week?
Here's
I don't know if we can or not.
the story.
I don't know what you're talking
I know
about.
The thing with the movies.
The theater mode thing?
Yeah, yeah.
I have
No,
no
the other
idea
thing
if,
that's
if-
not.
I don't know if we
right
can't
here.
talk about that. Yeah.
if Jeff mentioned that.
The thumb drive thing.
Let's just avoid it.
We'll avoid it to be safe.
Theater mode's a show that
Okay.
we do.
Yeah.
So here's the post off topic last week story. So
Right.
Gavin busts in first because I don't think he stayed for the post show.
He was not on the
No,
post show.
he fled.
I don't remember this, but I was told.
So he walks into the office and he's the first person to come in and say, "Heads up, Michael is hammered." And he's like, "We need to record something now."
Which is funny because he told me that, and he said that, and Ryan went, "Oh no."
Yes, he did. Yeah. He literally came in. Michael had a ton to drink. And Ryan was like, "Oh God!" And Gavin's like, "We gotta record something now, like before he's here, and like otherwise it's over. Like our day is over." And I'm like, "All right, so we gotta record something." So
The clock has begun.
it
So
really
basically,
was.
where we are right now is we are at that point in Day After Tomorrow where the winter is now
It's
chasing.
really
people.
bad. It's like we know he's on the post show and he has
Yeah.
the YouTube read, so we've got time. So we get to Ryan's computer, we turn on Hitman, and we start recording. It's just me, Ryan, Gavin, recording it. About halfway through, it's the elusive target. Gavin kills the first guy, and Michael busts in and
Immediately throws 2 or 3 things.
well, like
together.
straight over to us.
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you doing? Doing Hitman? What is that? That's cool!" And like yelling at us and stuff. Walks over to Jack's desk, grabs something, and throws it past us. And Gavin's just ignoring it. He's like just trying to stay on the Let's Watch. And Michael walks back around to his desk, picks up one of the clips from the Nerf gun.
Sure.
Like the extra
plastic
clip,
tube.
the plastic
Yeah,
tube,
yeah.
and you pick it up and you just whip it across the room, like over towards where the Sandra Bullock door is, and Gavin goes, "Stop!" Something like while he's playing, he just yells at you.
Hitman is a very serious thing for Gavin too.
Yeah.
Well, no, but
And
again,
also-
in the elusive target.
I forgot before you came in.
You get a one chance,
that's it.
yeah, like the Gary Busey one.
Before you came in, Jeff came in, and he sat down in the back of the video, and he's like, "Guys, I just want to warn you that Michael is gonna bust in here." Like two people
was
warned
warning
us.
too.
Like Michael's gonna bust in here.
All we
It's gonna
needed
be
was
bad.
a witch and a cauldron in the Ides of March.
And like, so Jeff's sitting in the back. He's like, "I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know it's gonna be bad." And we're like, "Okay." So then Michael does that whole thing, busts in and everything. And actually, besides throwing a couple of things, wasn't really bad. The real issue came when
Yup.
then Jack and Bruce
Yup.
bust in.
Yep.
Oh my
I
god.
heard about this too.
Jack fucking walks over behind us and sits down the table behind the Let's Watch and plugs in a mic so that he has a microphone. And he's sitting next to Bruce.
I heard there was a lot of singing.
And all they did was try to overpower our conversations with talk about ska bands.
Yeah.
And so Bruce and Jack are talking about ska bands as loud as they can. And then they just start singing Real Big Fish or whatever, like as loud as possible.
Not all about that. Oh my god.
See, that's a classic brownout moment.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh right, I
Yeah.
got none of
Gavin
this.
just shut down. Like he like couldn't handle it, like trying to do the Let's Watch. It was bad.
Gavin said he went into like ultimate, like must complete this, must ignore everything.
He powered through it and then fled the room.
Yeah. It
Or
was like
he was gone for about 20 minutes.
it was such a shit show, but it was
That's
so
awesome,
funny.
I gotta watch that one.
Yeah, that's gonna be a funny Hitman when that comes out. All the Hitmans have been like, there's been this subplot going on. Like the last one was Gavin like missing the podcast.
Yep.
Like, you know, being late for it because he wasn't paying attention, and now this one's gonna have all of that. And, like,
That was legitimately funny to watch the cut.
It's interesting because
Gavin like realizing
like jumping into it. That was really funny.
that's two podcasts that have direct interactions with a Hitman video.
Yeah.
They're dangerous. Podcasts are dangerous.
It's by far the
we
best Let's
should-
Watch we have. Though.
We should
I love Hitman.
intercut fucking like seconds of you from the off topic as you get progressively more hammered.
Oh, we
it's
should.
like the shark
We
approach.
should totally
Like,
do that.
dun-dun.
I mean, that's exactly what they did with the other one. They should totally do that.
That would be really funny.
Like literally, when you're like, guys, Michael's coming. You can like cut. The
I think
video,
Jeff's.
like,
I think it's in the video. I think Jeff's
Yeah.
warning is in the video.
And the part of the Jaws music too, where it goes, "Bleh," it should just be Michael going.
Little did we know it was gonna be Jack and Bruce that busted in and fucking annihilated the
I like
video.
the difference in drunkenness too. It's like Jack and Bruce decide to have a fun ska
Yeah,
musical
we're
moment
singing.
of happiness.
It was not
and
a fun.
joy.
It was. It was.
fun
Let's
for
watch
me.
Jack. Let's watch Jack is the captain of being like, this is on the rails. It's coming off.
Oh, yeah.
Like, fuck that.
No one wants.
Yeah.
No one wants a nice, peaceful train ride. You want to have some
Yeah.
excitement.
On the opposite end, you have Michael who comes in like a high school bully, like, you playing games?
This is
fuck your
this,
games.
yeah, this is
What are you
my
killing
fucking
people?
nerds.
Nerds?
This
Yeah.
is Hydron. Yeah. Oh, you fucking killing a guy, Jeremy?
Pretty much. That's
Idiot.
exactly what happened.
I moved my computer. It was in the post production room, and I moved it to the main room now. But Michael didn't remember that he came in after the podcast and licked my computer like all the way across diagonally. So he came back in Monday. He's like, "What's this? What's
That's
on
not
your screen?"
true
Like,
at all. You're a
slobber.
liar.
Your
That's
slobber's
not.
on it.
You're a liar. I did not.
Fake news.
That's fake news. That's fake news.
Alternative facts.
Ryan, what are you getting?
I did not point and
Ryan,
look at it.
What are you getting? Yes, please. What you're getting?
Probably
Thank you.
Diet Coke.
I'm gonna guess the Diet Coke.
Yeah, I like that.
What
Coke.
happened was I was talking to Lindsay. She pointed out the lick and said, "Hey, do you remember this?" And then told me.
Thank you, baby.
I just want
Either way,
to
you
crush these rumors.
doing-
Where I
we're
went,
doing
"Hey,
another
what's
bomb.
that?" And then
I
you
want
said,
another
"Funny
bomb. I'll do a
story."
shot.
That didn't happen. You fucker.
You left the snail trail.
I mean, that I totally did.
I'll do a shot along with your bomb. I'll chase it with a little Red Bull, but I don't want to do it.
Remember when you said there was too many Red
I like
Bulls?
that he doesn't want the Red Bull.
I mean, he's not wrong though. The Red Bull is probably worse than
It's
the alcohol.
way
Yeah.
bad.
It causes tummy aches. It's like liquid poison.
Here's the thing. I
The
used
Red
to
Bull
be,
gives you tummy aches, but not Jaeger.
Yeah.
I used to be a fucking animal when it came to energy drinks, like in a really bad way. Like I would drive to high school, and right across from my high school was a gas station. So I'd stop in there every morning. I'd buy 2 Monsters, and then I'd go into high school and I'd drink.
Crush that shit.
And I would drink them both like in the first, couple.
what one does with
like
monsters.
what do they call them?
Yeah.
Periods? Like in high school,
that's
separated.
what they
So
call
like the first couple periods, I would drink like both of them. I would just slam them.
Or blocks.
Like to the point where I would walk in and I just go up to the counter and the guy would just pull out 2 monsters.
That's awesome. You had a usual.
And but I think I might have told the story before that I went in one time to get the energy drinks, and the guy gives them to me and he goes, "Hey, like you love these things. Snickers just came out with something. It's called a Snickers Charged bar, and it's a Snickers bar with taurine in it. They don't sell it anymore for obvious reasons. But
that was in Four Loko, taurine?
I mean, that's
It's
what's
in Red
That's
Bull.
why it's called Red Bull.
Energy,
Taurine,
energy,
yeah.
it's
That's the poison part.
Pretty much. So they're like, it's a Snickers with taurine in it, and he's like, they just released them. He's like, you want one? I was like, sure. So like he just gave me one, and so I was.
That's how a good drug dealer works.
It was exactly like a drug deal. Like it was
If you like it, come back. Yeah.
So
This guy-
I was in like my fucking chemistry class, which I was notorious in that class for being like, she was really happy when I wasn't in the room.
We've
like,
heard stories.
yeah, I used to light shit on fire and pretend to hang myself in
Ryan.
in the teacher's chair and stuff. So I like drank one of the monsters, and then I had this Snickers bar, and hi. And
Sorry, the camera dude is just like waving his hand on the ground. I don't know what the fuck you were doing. I thought you were trying to flag us down.
So
Sorry.
I had the monster, and then I ate the Snickers bar, and it was like my vision went like that, and like my heart.
You were a cyclops.
My heart just kept beating like really fast. I was like,
That's
That's why he gets his mutant powers.
I was like, I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack right now. Like I literally just felt like I couldn't sit still. I was doing this like in my chair.
Not good.
And my chemistry teacher obviously like would have loved it if I just died. So she's like looking at me and she's like, "Are you okay, Jeremy?" And I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. And I just stood up and I just walked up and down the hallway in my school.
Just trying to get it out of your system.
I didn't want to go to the nurse and be like, something's wrong. So I just walked the hallways repeatedly, like until my heart rate started to slow down.
How awesome
That's
would it be if there
what's
was
great
like
for,
if there was a footage from a security camera of just Jeremy doing
Well,
just.
because I was never in my chemistry. I used to leave my chemistry class almost every day, and then bust into my history teacher's class, like while she was teaching some other group of students, because like some of my friends in the class, and she hated me too. So I just bust in the door and be like, I would pretend that you had like a free period every day where you could, it was called study. You're supposed to actually do work.
Was it command?
So I told her that was my study period, even though it wasn't. It was chemistry. And so I just bust into her room and disrupt her class.
Would you run it? Would it at least be historically topical? Like, the English are coming! Or...
No, she was like a real stickler about recycling
Germany invaded
shit.
Poland.
Like, she loved that people recycled. She had a big recycling bin next to her desk, and if you put like a bottle in there or whatever, she would give you like a piece of candy. And you'd be like, hey, you did it. And it was like this jar of like lemon balls. So, just one time I just busted in and grabbed the bin and ran away. And like, and the thing is, I had my best friend, who was the best man at my wedding. He was in that chemistry class too, and he'd come with me, and we'd both like go in. And
a
like
couple of bandits.
he would distract her while I'd get the bin and run away, and then like.
How did you graduate?
What's happening? There's 2 of you. I don't. Oh no.
No, really. And then like we were in the same history class with her together at a different point in the day, and so we would sit in that class, and like I had gone around that morning to a bunch of classes and just took bottles out of their recycling bins. So I had a bag of them and dumped them all in hers. And I was like, I mean, that's like 30 pieces of candy. I mean, like we gotta. And she's like,
Transaction
she's like,
needs to
I
occur.
know you took these, so like I will give you 3. And I was like, all right, fine. And she like gave me the jar, and she like walked up to the front, so just poured like that many into my hand and showed them all in my mouth. But they were like lemon drops, which are really
Sour.
Yeah.
like tart and sour. So she starts teaching, and I'm just sitting at my desk like this, and she's like, Jeremy, are you all right? And I looked up, and I was just crying. And she goes, you took more than 3. And I was like, mm-hmm. She goes, have you learned a lesson? Yes, I learned a
You say
I
yes,
learned
but
a
the
lesson.
answer is no.
'Cause you're here.
You then
Did those
did the
sound-
exact
Right, no.
same thing
You
and
melted a
scarred
hole.
the
You
inside
acid
of your
burned your
mouth.
mouth.
They just all hated me so much.
I
wonder why.
We had a group project where we had to like split into teams in that classroom and I don't know, make something. I don't know what the fuck we were doing. And then this other
sounds like a
history
great
teacher,
project.
this other history teacher that I had
Learned
the
a lot.
previous year was supposed to be the judge, and he would judge all the groups and be like, "This one went." And he literally walked in the room and he looked around and he saw me, and he goes, "Jeremy's team loses," and we came in last. He didn't even look at ours.
I
We
love
just
it.
lost because I was on the team.
Do you feel like your project would have lost anyway?
No, we were awesome. I just cost it for all my friends.
Did any teachers help
Jeremy's
you with your?
turning into Charlie.
Did any teachers help you with your like wanted vision when you had the energy drink mishap?
No, they just left me to die.
Did you try?
Oh,
yeah.
wanted vision.
If you're watching the video version of the podcast,
There's the sour balls.
This
Yeah.
is Jeremy burning a hole through his mouth. Literally burning a hole through his
That
mouth.
looks terrible.
They showed me a picture of it the last time I went to the dentist.
Oh, yeah?
How's it looking?
It's there's just a hole there. It's just a scar.
Christ.
Yeah,
I don't.
on the inside of my mouth.
Hey, we got that bag of Jawbreakers.
Oh, yeah,
did.
that's true.
Big
Just
we
guy.
did, and they
FYI.
said in the note like, make Jeremy eat as many.
Shove
as
him
he
in his
can.
mouth or whatever. Do whatever you want.
Put the
Put him in his
wasp in his
butt.
mouth.
Let the
Put
guy- let him go
in his
nuts.
butt. I don't care.
Let him
Yeah.
go
It'd be funny if
nuts.
he choked
Kind
at
of
that.
weird
We
that
have fun.
candy makes its name off of just being super hard.
Yeah, it is. I was never into Jawbreakers.
You know what
as
you
a
do to
kid.
make them softer is you put them in the microwave. And let's put them in there for about a minute and then just chew it. Just bite right into it.
That sounds like a
assume that-
bad idea.
Yeah, you'll just burn the inside. You'll melt the
it's-
inside, right?
Yeah, what it is, it
Probably
actually
much
turns.
worse.
So they have those giant Jawbreakers. If
Yeah.
you do that, like people are like, oh, put it in the microwave to
Turns into
soften it.
plasma.
The inside becomes like molten.
Like a Hot Pocket.
Yeah, and because it like absorbs all the heat and just bounces
That's
around.
what I always consider a jawbreaker. I don't consider those things we have. I guess are they technically called?
They're
jawbreakers?
just different size.
When
Maybe-
someone says jawbreaker to me, I think the ones that are like that.
It's just
Maybe
different
these are-
size.
maybe
No,
they're
they
just
make small
toothbreakers.
You put marshmallows in the microwave before, yeah? For anyone here?
No, like the
Yeah.
microwave
Okay.
freaks out, right?
Expand.
It's like
Also-
when you
No,
put
they
a-
get bigger.
You do it with a
okay.
They
peep,
get bigger.
Yeah,
right?
you do
Because
with the
then the
peep
peep
and it
becomes
gets
enormous.
Yeah,
and
I've
then-
done that before.
What my friends and I decided to do
Godzilla.
is, okay, if it expands, then what would happen if we shoved the entire microwave full of marshmallows and tried to see what happened, and we
Well,
broke my friend's
fuck the microwave.
Yeah,
Hey,
That's
hey
awesome.
broadcast,
But
we
when
need
we
a
opened the door, it was
microwave on
awesome.
set.
we need a microwave and a bunch of peeps. Go.
We won't be here next week, so
Sounds
or
like
at
the
least I won't
intro
be
to
here.
an episode of Keenan and Kel.
We'll be here, Jack.
All right, if you
There's
guys
me a
wanna go-
microwave, a bunch of peeps, and meet me in the alley.
And get
Ah, here it goes.
Get stickly over here.
Get stickly in. When you hear Jawbreaker, what's the first thing you think of?
The movie.
I think of
Say it.
Ed and Eddie.
Yes. That's correct.
25
answer.
cents, yo.
Ed and Eddie, dude.
And that's
Order-
and I'll tell you this, the reason especially for that is again because I don't give a shit about Jawbreakers, never ate them, never cared about them at all as a kid. To me, they're more of an Ed and Eddie thing than in real life.
Yeah.
Like I don't get people
And you eat them, they're like that big in the
Jawbreakers.
side of your face.
Yeah.
It's like
they
a
make your
tumor.
head. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like oh go to the Jawbreaker, and then can you believe like later in the show, Kevin's dad works for the Jawbreaker
God,
factory.
what a twist.
And he's just got Jawbreakers like and he's handing them out.
Everyone
but
gets Jaw-
He
even
never
Ralph.
gives them the Ed and Eddie because they're assholes, and then like why would he
I think
give
even
them to
Plank
them?
got
Piece
one.
of shit.
God.
They suck.
By the way, whoever's trying to steal my Mojang account, please stop.
There you go. There's the shot right there. There's Ed
are.
sucking.
Hey,
Ed
and
Eddie
then
sucking
they all
on,
got Jawbreakers. Yeah, they all have
Jawbreakers.
different colored tongues. too, which
Quite
is weird.
large.
Weird the tumors were that
Yeah, Double
consistent.
D had a blue tongue. I think Eddie had a green tongue,
I think you're right.
and then I think Ed had a red one. I think
Ed was
did.
real dumb.
He loves chickens.
Is one of the right finger banging a donut?
Probably.
All right.
Who does
that?
I finger bang donuts. Michael, what you got over there?
Did it this
I've
morning.
just got another
Donuts was the
ad
name
read.
of his cat. Oh.
Glad you got that out of the way.
He keeps a picture of it on the fridge.
Yeah.
Oh man, speaking of delicious food.
In fridges.
That's what it was. I was trying to think of a segue. I couldn't
refrigerators,
remember.
yeah.
No, that's all right. Next week, man. If you're on it though.
It won't be.
Wow, boy, did you know that this episode of Off Topic is sponsored by the amazing Blue Apron because it's so delicious. Not all ingredients are created equal. Fresh, high-quality ingredients make a real difference, so it's important to know where your food comes from. For less than $10 per person per meal, Blue Apron delivers seasonal recipes along with pre-portioned ingredients to make delicious, home-cooked meals. Choose from a variety of new recipes each week or let Blue Apron's culinary team surprise you. You!
Me?
You, John!
You!
Recipes are not repeated within a year, so you'll never get bored. Blue Apron's freshness guarantee promises that every ingredient in your delivery arrives ready to cook, or they'll make it right. Customize your recipes each week based on your preferences. Blue Apron has several delivery options, so you can choose what fits your needs. And there's no weekly commitment, so you only get deliveries when you want them. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/offtopic. You'll love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/offtopic. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. food at your house. So they send you the food, right?
Yep.
You cook the food.
Yep.
Then you eat the food.
Yep.
Last week.
Delicious food.
Last week was my first week using Blue Apron. I finally got. I decided I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna get Blue Apron. We talk about it all the time. So fucking good.
It
Because
is.
I've
It's
tried.
good.
It really
I've
is
tried
good.
other ones too, like other.
Ready.
What would
Those
you
that
call
we shall
them?
not
Big
name.
Apron.
Well, like, you know,
like
just,
whole
food-
food service,
Food
food
service.
delivery service.
I've tried other
Blue
food
Apron,
sure.
service things like Blue Apron, and Kat and I really didn't like it. And then like we tried Blue Apron, we're like, we love this. We got tempura fried cod. We got like.
Did you guys make noodles too? Was
Yes,
that Blue
yeah.
Apron?
The last one we did was udon noodles.
Yeah, I saw
That
you
was
tweet.
Super good.
I saw you on the social media talking about it.
Yeah, I tweeted Blue Apron
Dude,
all
you
the time
saw
because
him?
I'm
He's
like,
not verified. That's
I know. No,
I tweet Blue Apron all the time
I
because I'm
watched the
like,
little
Blue Apron,
people.
please send me more stuff because I love Blue Apron.
Yeah, I'm not either.
And then
You're not.
and then blood orange chicken.
I think I'm being punked, to be honest.
Shenanigans.
I assume that it, yeah.
Yeah, Blue Apron's
Blue
awesome.
Apron's the only reason I learned how to cook. So thanks.
Blue Apron, please send me like 18 meals every week.
I'll take 20 meals.
Oh shit.
A million meals.
30.
Send me Mr. Apron.
I'm really sad actually.
No,
Bring me the
send
hand
him
of the Blue Apron.
the Blue Apron.
Yeah.
Send us the apron.
I want to
Oh,
wake
okay.
up and be like, Apron, I'll have a Western omelet for breakfast.
yes,
And
Yes,
they'll be
Mr.
like, sure.
Jones.
I fucked up though because my next Blue Apron shipment comes in on Wednesday of next week, and Jack and I fly to Boston on Thursday.
You did fuck up because, as I just pointed out, you can schedule when you get your food. It's
True.
No, and I
could
did.
be like,
and
whoa,
I
hold
did. And I
off.
totally fucking forgot, and I
Yeah.
might be able to reschedule.
I did that
still.
with Australia.
Like a week out, you probably could still.
I think I can still do it.
It's like 10 days. It's like a week to like 10 days. 'Cause, you know,
I might be too
they
close. then.
prepare them.
Whatever, Kat can eat it though. That's fine.
Make her eat
Oh,
it.
she's gonna be home. Then yeah, she can make the food.
Yeah,
But Jeremy's
but it's
talking
food
about
for two.
him.
But
you know,
okay, well
he's
the food
the man,
you
John.
can put in. What's that got to do with anything?
That's the
Here's the
man
other thing.
picture.
Here's the other thing with my life.
Katie over. Katie
the
can eat
man
it.
counts for nothing.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing with my life.
Behind
I like
the cat anuses is a refrigerator.
I like about 10 times more things than Kat does. Like food.
Okay.
Like she's way pickier.
Do
than I-
you have
You
a
normally just sit there
refrigerator?
eating the food in
Yeah.
her face, like, if only you ate
No,
things.
dude. Okay. Here we go.
Here we
So,
go.
Let's explain it.
There we go.
This is
No,
Jaeger logic.
Dude. Go
And
ahead.
then
bro.
I
This is
stole
not,
a recycling
This is not
bin.
Jaeger logic. This is just
Dude.
in my house.
In your house.
I do the cooking
man's
cooking
house.
like
Middle of
95%
your
of the
street.
time. Like I
keep
always
missing it.
I'll do it.
in my
Get him.
Yeah.
Another Jaeger bomb.
in my
These
house.
guys are fucking shit faced.
I do the cooking like
Oh, we're not
95% of the
doing
time.
this.
Okay.
Like because we work right near an HEB. So
A heb.
Grocery
a
store.
heb, a grocery store. Right. Good point.
real nice.
So I just go there.
ShopRite.
I never refrigerate meat. I just get what I want to cook the day of.
Smart.
That's what I do. Because I like whenever I freeze meat, I'm always nervous when I take it out. I'm like, I know it's probably still good.
I mean, it's definitely good. It's
I
just
just have
not
to worry about
as
like
good.
thawing it out.
Yeah,
and
it's
then, like,
Fresh meat is always better.
I'm like, fuck it. I just buy it the day of. The unfortunate thing is, Kat only likes steak and chicken, and then that's it for meats.
in the meat
So
world.
no-
in
What
the
about
meat
turkey?
world. She doesn't really like turkey.
We're really curious about that.
I mean, well, turkey's a good, like, in between.
and to be
Right.
fair, women love turkey.
it's a beefy
Is that a
chicken.
thing?
Yes.
That's a T-shirt,
for sure.
right?
She doesn't. She doesn't
Women
really
love
like
turkey?
turkey. And
For
and
sure.
Turkey.
Birds
her
love
reason
birds.
is she's never had really.
More so than steak.
She hasn't until recently had really good turkey. Like my dad on Thanksgiving. My dad's like the best chef I know. He's fucking awesome. And
he'll kick your ass if you say
He-
otherwise.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, he
When-
fights all the food before he cooks
like
it.
when he cooks a turkey,
Get the
it's fucking
flavor
good.
in there.
The only one she's had,
Right.
Jesus,
You should wait
it's
for them
really
to cut to
dry.
you before.
Turkey has a tendency to get
Can't
very
wait.
dry if you don't
It
cook
does.
it right.
It
No,
does.
I've
So that's
already
all
done
she's
it.
had,
Can't wait
which
for
is
it.
why
No,
she's
it's
so-
gone.
What's that?
I punched the
Rudy's-
jar.
Rudy's
Sorry,
is
guys.
awesome.
Hit it. The
Amazingly
The
moist
flavor's
turkey.
gone.
So she only likes steak and she
You
only
can't do
likes
it
chicken.
twice.
The biggest shitball about that for me
Shitball.
is that she doesn't like any type of fish.
No?
No types of fish or seafood.
Even
or
like a
anything.
tilapia, which is like
Doesn't like it.
super
Doesn't like the tempura cod that I made
I
from Blue
love
Apron.
seafood.
So good. I ate hers because she
Seafood's
didn't.
delicious.
She tried it and she's
Fish
like, I
is so
can't
good
do
for
it.
you too. Such a good healthy food.
Well, that's like my favorite thing
Dude,
to
it's got
cook.
those omega-3s.
Those fatty acids you need.
I cook salmon and I cook rainbow trout for myself all the time.
Yeah.
Like, or I'll just be like, oh, I'll get tilapia today, or they have
Isn't she from
sea
Boston?
bass.
That's how you get big and strong like Jeremy.
How?
I don't know. She
Andy's,
just
Andy's from fucking Cape Cod and he hates seafood.
That's horse shit.
Maybe you grew up smelling it. Maybe it's a thing.
Maybe. Like, you know, if I'm feeling like, oh, I'm gonna spoil myself tonight, I buy some scallops and I cook those up or whatever. But every time I do that, I have to buy something else.
Can I come over to your house and you spoil me with some scallops?
Sure.
Well, no, you just make
I'll
surf
cook
and
dinner
turf
for you or
every
something.
time. It's great.
Yeah, so I have to cook 2 meals on nights that
No
I want to cook. I want to cook myself fish or something. And so like for Blue Apron, I think next week we're getting some sort of. I think we're getting fish like 2 of the nights.
Has she tried a lot of different fishes? Or
She has. She's what I'll say for Kat is she's really good at like. I'm gonna try this, and I'm gonna attempt to like it.
That's good.
And then she'll try and be like, I just don't like it.
But
Like
I'm telling you, it's gonna piss me off.
She's starting to get okay with shrimp, which is good.
Shrimp are good gateway seafoods.
It is a good gateway seafood, and the thing with shrimp
Especially
is
fried shrimp.
you can put it with anything. Like
It's
shrimp,
the only
put
thing
it
I'll ever
pasta, put it
fried
salad,
shrimp
put it
and
in
grits
whatever.
is
It's like
Works.
crispy.
Dude, popcorn shrimp.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
almost chicken at that.
I don't.
point.
I'm not great at frying.
Which is why I eat
hard
it.
to
Which
fry
is why I
shrimp.
say I don't eat seafood.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'll eat popcorn shrimp.
Bread with a side of
Yeah,
shrimp
right.
flavor.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not a big seafood guy either, but like I like if I go to like the East Coast, go to London, somewhere where there's like fresh fish. Like okay, I'll have
Get
like
it.
fish and chips.
Get some in Boston,
But, like,
dude.
Austin, there's not a lot of fresh fish. There's no ocean very close to
See,
Austin.
I've always been like fucking chicken steak.
Yeah.
Texas is amazing to me.
Mhm.
Like the meat here is so much better than I ate my entire
You
life
got your
growing
meat
up.
and cheese covered.
I mean, that's like even buying steak at HEB. The meat there is just better. It's just better here. I fucking love living here. I love all
good
the
food in California.
cheese and fucking barbecue. It's just like, fill me up. Bend me over, fill me up.
Big cheese industry here?
I mean,
Yes, there's a
queso.
lot.
Yeah.
Queso isn't a thing
okay.
on the East Coast.
I wasn't there either.
And it's just,
Brian.
it's everywhere.
I wasn't there.
It's
The
everywhere.
queso is
though.
just like trash cheese, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
it's,
sure.
it's good,
Sure,
but
sure.
it's just it's
Yeah,
not
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no,
how
it's
dare
not.
you?
I'll give you. It's not
All right,
Wisconsin.
Look,
It's not. You know.
Jack until they can make a cheese plate with queso.
I will say that
queso is a cheese.
It's a
plate.
cheese bowl.
No, that's a
bitch.
bowl. That's a different thing.
You pour some queso.
Now
on
they
a
have
plate.
like you don't have like, oh, this one's a fine Wisconsin.
Are you bathing in queso?
it's true.
Oh, I can tell you.
But what I do.
What makes the difference between a cheese bowl and queso is
Voice in his
trashy,
face, so.
but a fucking fondue is classy? You're telling me that?
Fondue's
Oh, get
It's,
fucked.
it's
Super
the
classy.
kind of cheese you use and how you use it.
Yeah, no, look, no one has ever given a fuck what kind of cheese they put in a queso, and it's not bad. It's a cheese.
You
Queso
put
is
cheddar
good.
cheese in a queso.
I'm just
right?
saying.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, but that's
No one
that's.
gives. No one's like, I'm gonna have some classic
put
queso
Velveeta
tonight.
in a
No,
queso.
yeah,
doing
see,
it
You
wrong.
don't put
this
brie
is-
in like a queso.
There
This
you
is
go.
the thing. This is the thing about
You
Austin.
don't put camembert or
Oh my
Gruyere
god!
in
I have
like
a story
queso.
about brie.
This is the
Then
thing
it's
about
a
Austin
fondue.
is
I got a brie tail.
I don't give a shit about the cheese. It's the places.
got
You
a
know what I
brie
mean?
tail.
Like Torchy's queso,
Torchy's
fucking
queso.
Alamo Draft House queso, Trudy's queso,
Or
all
Kirby
different-
Lane
I don't
queso,
give a-
Kirby queso.
Kirby
man.
queso. I don't give a
queso.
fuck what cheese they use. I know the difference just on the restaurant. It's like Germany with beer. Every fucking restaurant ever in Austin has their own queso,
Yeah.
and most of them are delicious, and
Yeah.
they're all different.
Draft House queso good, except they put cilantro on the top.
I don't get
hate
cilantro.
cilantro.
So would
Just
you
write
say
no cilantro.
I would? Well,
Love
you
it.
say I would like the queso
Yeah,
with
sure,
no
it's taco
topping,
anymore.
and I don't put anything
Ryan,
on.
I just say no
Difference
cilantro
I know
because I don't like
so many
cilantro.
people
or
don't
guac.
like cilantro.
I don't like guacamole.
What's wrong with
either.
cilantro?
It's genetic.
I love cilantro. The only
It's
time
just
I've
like
had
grass.
cilantro that I
No.
really didn't like it, like I always mix cilantro with my queso, with salsa, with I make my own
Fajitas.
I make my own guacamole a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cilantro with that is great. Only time I had it that I didn't like it was
Cilantro's
in-
good for you too.
It was in a drink.
What?
I got a
did that?
margarita that was a jalapeno cilantro margarita.
Oh, Jesus.
I've seen
That was
cilantro in
fucking
things
It's
like
something like
mojitos.
1 in 5 people have a genetic distaste
Yeah.
for cilantro.
I think that's
like
me, 'cause I
Katie has
hate
So
that.
1 in 5 people are pussies.
No, it's like it tastes like mayonnaise or
Yeah.
something. It has a weird
Take your
taste
shirt
to it.
off. Let's do this.
Oh,
He's wearing another
Cilantro.
one.
I got another one. I always come
And it's
prepared.
tucked in.
It
That's a
is
good look
tucked
right
in.
there.
You have your tank top
That's a great
tucked
shot.
into your pants.
That's a great shot.
Shane's
Nothing but
hanging out
a
his chest
crooked
hair.
cross, achievement hunter, and chest hair.
That's like Power Girl from DC Comics right there.
yeah.
It's tangled in there,
Get your
too.
boob window there.
That's
I'm
good.
actually curious. I want to go get the test and find out if I genetically just hate cilantro or if it's just that I just don't like
I've heard
cilantro.
Just like
people
a
say that if you
spiteful hate.
are one of those genetic people that don't like cilantro, it tastes like soap.
Yeah.
People say that. It never tastes like soap to me. It just
No.
tastes bad.
Again, to
Yeah.
me, it just tastes like I'm eating grass.
Maybe I haven't
Yeah.
eaten enough
And
soap.
I hate
Well,
That's the
guacamole.
thing.
Yeah.
I hate ingredients that are overwhelming. That
That's
they
the
take
perfect
over,
way to describe
like they take
cilantro.
over like in the queso at the Draft House. You get that all I taste is cilantro.
It's a thing where like, and it's not really like an ingredient thing. It's just a quantity. But like, and I know I greatly differ with you on this. But like sandwiches, You know, like say like a sub sandwich. Like I fucking hate when like they layer on like 5 times the meat, and it's like you get extra meat. It's like, to me, I'm not eating it for the meat. I'm eating it for the sandwich.
It's protein for the muscles.
And it's protein, but it's like there's a balance. It's a sandwich is the bread and the meat and the cheese and the lettuce and everything working together to taste delicious. I hate when there's like 6 times more meat than everything else.
I love a lot of meat.
A lot of people like my father growing up was like, fuck it, quadruple meat. And
Deli
it just
meat is
shoves
not
the meat
like
in.
usually that flavorful either. It's pretty bland.
It's
so
true.
Deli meat is bland?
Yeah.
Well,
it
it depends where you go.
It's like full of sodium,
the
so it
worst
has
photos
flavor.
I've
I mean,
ever
I'd
taken in
say
my
fucking
face.
deli meat in Jersey is it's delicious, and that's why I love Jersey Mike so much.
It also depends. Well, here's what happens: is a lot of times deli meats they throw it in the fridge, and that saps a lot of the flavor out of it.
That is
if
true.
it's like we cooked it,
that is true.
Sliced it, here it is. Then
This
it's
has
much
been your
more
episode of First World Problems. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was showing
we
Jack
live in a
there.
first world
I know.
country, so this is the problem.
I
we
joined
have,
in on the
John.
cilantro debate as well. Okay, I'm
This is
in
the
there.
problems that we have.
I was showing Jack there that I got a text message from my wife saying, "Am I
That's
driving
cat?
you home?" LOL.
Yeah. So are
Someone
she?
has informed.
So
her.
then we send her that.
That's nice.
So that means does that mean
And it was
yes?
a good picture of me
So
and Jack.
does that, did she reply? Am I driving Jack home too?
Let's pick us both up. Round us up.
That's true. I mean,
I'm actually
the same fucking spot.
I'm going to the airport this afternoon to
that's right.
take my my mother-in-law and sister-in-law home. They're going back to Australia after being here for 2.5
Which
weeks.
means we're probably not recording Dick today.
No, we're not doing anything.
Because you had to
Ryan
do
said
something too.
better
don't
But I'm
you?
wasting my
I'm
day.
the only one
Oh,
that
okay.
doesn't have
No,
anything.
I don't
to do.
have to do anything.
I'm gonna
I was
bring
gonna
something
do
here.
Because you're gonna
something
do- you
because
did our
they're
topic.
leaving.
Just grab, you got Lindsay
Grab,
now. You got
grab.
Lindsay in there.
Well,
You
I
got-
have a meeting at
Well,
3
yeah,
o'clock.
she's fucking off,
there
and
you go.
also she's on.
And then on
Oh yeah, she's on that bullshit.
Nah. It's still ruined. I'm still coming to ruin it.
He's
So
gonna bust in.
I'm gonna bring this up, even though I probably shouldn't.
Uh-oh.
So I got a message from Trevor last night.
Trevor Collins?
Yeah. The new.
Oh, I know exactly what you're gonna talk
The new
about.
head
Boss.
of
You
Achievement
just say
Hunter.
boss.
Yeah.
He like my
Big
boss,
boss man.
right?
I got a text from my
Well,
boss.
That's
So
not-
here's
I
what's
would say
weird.
boss.
Yeah.
He is.
I got a
kind of,
text
though.
from the
He
boss
can't
man.
fire you.
He's
He's
not,
got
though.
basically this is.
He
It's
can't
like
fire me, but he can have a good say in it.
Jeremy, it's
I mean,
like
he
a
can say whatever
bully.
he
It's like a
wants.
bully. He has whatever power you let him have.
That's
where
not
it amounts
true,
to.
because a bully can kick your ass.
Which is here's what's
Trevor
weird because
No,
Trevor and I
that's
are
true.
really good
He's
friends,
supervising producer.
right?
Yeah.
And like so now he's like my
Okay,
superior,
you're
but Trevor and
friends.
I are still really good friends. So it's like.
I mean, technically on an org chart, maybe, but
Maybe for Jeremy.
So I mean, it's not like I'm not gonna have like Trevor come over and play Mario Party anymore. Obviously, I don't give a shit. But like,
But
I
I
got
am
a
gonna
text
bitch
from
about
him
him
last
right
night.
here.
No, I got a text from him last night that this is like the kind of shit I dread getting from my wife. It was a message from him that said, "Let's have a chat sometime after the podcast tomorrow."
Ooh.
Which-
there he is.
There he is.
Don't like those
Jeremy,
texts.
tell Trevor how you feel about that.
Don't send texts like
literally
that.
literally my response to it was, "Cool. Am I fired?" That was it.
Did he respond?
He wrote, haha, no. That was it. And
You
so
just said,
I
we're
was
not
just,
going to be paying you for about
Not
3 weeks.
yet.
So I was like, all right.
That could have
yeah,
been,
yeah,
haha,
yeah.
no,
And
it's not cool.
I sent him like all this stuff, like, all right, yeah, I have this thing after the podcast I'm gonna go to, and like all this stuff, and he goes, all right, after it is. And then that was it. That was the end of the conversation.
That's such like
Are you
supervisor talk.
Are you still waiting to find out?
Yeah, I have no
Oh
idea.
man, are
He's
you
gonna
nervous?
break up with him. That's the total girl move. So
I'm terrified
Don't
that I have to
fire
stop having
Jeremy.
sex
Yeah,
with
it
Trevor.
Don't
is.
fire Jeremy. He's funny.
We
Yeah.
need to
We
talk.
like him.
Yeah,
I've mentioned this like
I had that talk over a phone call.
Boo. I had a friend who got broken up with a Post-it note left on their door.
Oh!
door. We're like, we're not dating anymore.
I had the breakup
Is
where
that how
they
it's
said we
phrased?
need to have a
'Cause
talk,
that's
and I just asked, "Are we breaking up?" She's like, "Yup."
Damn.
There it is.
That was fun.
Yeah, the Post-it note just said, "We're done."
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Leave.
That is a bit harsh.
maybe it was like a maintenance guy.
You got a shitload of Facebook messages there.
Just
Full
saying.
happy face.
I'm
under it.
Yeah.
gonna turn that off.
paint's
Turn
done.
that shit off.
Goodness. Just thinking about Jeremy's stories of fucking with teachers too. Did you guys fuck with your teachers a lot?
I-
know
No,
you
I
did,
was a
piece of shit.
nerd, man. I was a nerd in
Did I tell you
school.
my
Give me
fucking
shit.
embargo detention story?
No.
Here's this. All right, this
I'm gonna take a
shithead,
piss.
another history teacher.
We
right?
don't even know the Bree story yet.
I've been.
Hold on to that.
Fuck, I forgot about the Bree stories.
I have a good story involving a
Fuck
fire
the Bree
extinguisher.
Bree
So,
is a classy cheese. That's what
I
learned.
had. There were two teachers in high school in particular. One gave me detention 3 times. One gave me detention 6 times.
Was this your history teacher or chemistry
The
teacher?
history teacher was the 6 times.
There it is.
The 3 times was my like homeroom teacher. Like you would go
How
to
do you
school.
fuck up in homeroom?
Let's
wasn't
not
home.
get into it. So,
He wasn't in the room.
the history teacher, he was such a prick to me. So this was my first one. Then the second one, history teacher I had was the one that like failed my group immediately. And then the third one is the one we stole a recycling bin. And then I don't know if I had a history.
It's like the Defense Against the Dark Arts
Before we
teacher,
go,
so they keep
it really
quitting.
is. It really
keep
is.
leaving
Before we get too far
every
into
year.
this, now you said he was a dick to you. Who started it?
Okay. I probably started a little
it is.
bit of
Okay.
it, but this you'll hear this story.
Okay,
You'll
no,
side
that's
with
good,
me,
yeah.
because I had already received attention probably 4 times from this guy now. So I'm sitting in the class, and he's just teaching whatever, and he said something about like and then this country made a trade embargo on this other country, and I started laughing, and I was like, embargo. It's pretty funny. He was
Why?
like, yeah, that's what he was like. Why? What are you talking about? I was like, I don't want to say it because if I say it, you're gonna give me detention. And he's like, no, I won't. And I was just like, what are you talking about? Why are you laughing? I was like, I swear you're gonna give me detention for this. No, I won't. I was like, if you spell embargo backwards, it says, oh, grab me. And they gave me detention.
What?
Yeah,
That's just a smart observation.
Yes, and that's why I was laughing. And he was like, come by after class. I was like, God damn it! I said you were gonna do it.
Come on.
That was like the 4th time I got detention.
What was his justification? He's like, that was a really bad joke. You deserve it.
I don't know. He was just like, you can't say stuff like that. You can't be laughing about stuff in class. I'm like, shut
This
up.
is a serious place.
You don't know what you're talking
This is a
about,
place
dude.
of learning.
Higher learning.
So then I just sat in detention, and then he was like, all right, we're done. Because he had to be there after school.
Yeah, why would he do that?
He had to
He's
see-
punishing
just wanted to
himself.
spend time with
Right, maybe.
Maybe
He
he
just
liked
had to
you.
sit with me after school, and then he was like, all right, like, detention's over, let's go. And he like walked out of the room, and I walked up behind him and just threw away his stapler. And like, then my homeroom
You were a
teacher-
little shit.
I was some real shit in
You
high
were
school.
just a little shit.
Like
you
after
just hated
my
you.
homeroom
As a
teacher-
student, I would have hated you.
After
in
my
school.
homeroom teacher gave me detention one time, I grabbed his apple off his desk and just slammed it on the floor and left.
You were. Oh my god.
You
That's
shithead.
amazing.
You're gonna if you ever have a kid, it's gonna be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all this karma's coming
They're
right
gonna
back
just
to you.
push your buttons
Here's
day
what
and
happened.
night.
Here's what happened with me. Here's
Yeah.
why I was such a shithead.
Yeah.
Okay? Like all through elementary school, total shithead. All I did was fight other people. And like then people would come up to me like, "Hey, can you fight this guy for me?" And I go,
You
"No,
were a
sure."
mercenary. All right.
Pretty much. They'd be like, "Can you fight this other guy for me?" Because I don't want to do it. And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I don't
He's
give
just
a
sitting
shit.
in the cafeteria with a hood over his
Yeah.
head, just smoking a pipe.
I would just sit on the swing set out in the playground. And then when I saw the target, I'd be like, "There he is."
hitman.
on the
That-
target.
And I go fight him.
Yeah. That's how
And
you gain the
Did
hierarchy.
you at
on the
least
playground.
throw down
I
like
understand.
somebody sends their regards or?
No.
No, I just beat him up.
All right.
And then
Did you give him like a manly square off period, or was it just like?
in elementary school, it wasn't too much of that because even when like those weren't happening, the whole like, why did Michael just call me? Does Michael have a card to get in?
Probably not. Thanks,
All
Ryan.
right. So even when that didn't happen, like the whole mercenary go get him, we would like during recess just fight. There was this hill, and it would be like we would all get up on the top of the hill.
Yes,
and it was-
Michael.
Oh, hey, Jack, can you ask Lindsay to come let me in?
Ryan's on his
Ryan's on
way.
his way.
Do you not have your phone?
No, I don't.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
that's why.
Thanks, Ryan.
So
Hey, thanks, Ryan.
So there was like this hill, and it was kind of like a King of the Hill situation where you would get up to the top, and everybody would try to get up to whoever was like at the top of the hill, and you would just like throw each other over your backs and hit each other and like fight to stay on the top of the hill. And that's what recess was, or we'd like throw rocks at each other and shit. So like
Jesus.
that's how I grew up.
Boston sounds horrible.
That's how I grew up in elementary
Yeah,
school.
they just used to stone each other in the playground.
It's
It was
true,
fine.
yeah. And then it was one of my best friends. He was fine.
Sure.
So then elementary school
He's got a scar
was a
here,
fuck ton of
here,
fighting. Like that was just a ton of like everyone else got taller than me at elementary, like in middle school. Elementary school I was on a level playing field. Then everyone else got taller, so it was like, did you just make a short joke about me? Fight, like instant. All through that. Then high school, I turned into an asshole, but I didn't fight. Like I was like the class clown, so like people didn't want to fight me because they were like, oh, he's kind of funny. I'm okay with this. So like there was
He
not.
amuses me.
Yeah, exactly. He
Distracts the
amuses me.
teachers.
He
He gets
amuses me.
detention,
Also,
so
in
I
middle
don't have
school,
to.
he was a psychopath. So let's not fight. And I'm like, okay, but I was an asshole to all the teachers. As I got to like junior year of high school, I mellowed out. And then I just never really fought after that, except one time in college.
See, I had obviously bullying in elementary school. We talked about that before.
Yeah.
That led into middle school where I just became an asshole like prankster, I guess, for your high school. Then high school, we had like things that should be fun or seen as fun to us, but I guess it was like psychological torture to the teachers. For example, we had a teacher named Mrs. Robinson who seemed like she was like an ex-hippie. She definitely did some drugs. Like her brain was not quite there. So
It's not a full box of crayons.
we would have a couple of other students go outside of her room and start shaking the wall or pounding on it. We're like,
Jesus.
Miss Robinson, there's an earthquake. Get under the desk. Get under the desk right now. And she'd be like, oh my
Jesus.
goodness, everyone get down. Get under your desk.
Christ.
There's no earthquakes in Texas. Come on.
In high school, I had a really bad stretch of, because one of the things I would do a lot when I was fighting before that is I like to knock people out a lot with sleeper
What
holds.
other aims are there?
I would
with
put people
fighting?
in sleeper holds a lot. So that
choke 'em
became
out.
that became an issue
You choke yourself out that way.
in high school when I kind of stopped
With
fighting.
the mounting brain
But
damage.
I was still kind of a jerk. Like I was sitting at a table in I think it was like astronomy class or something.
You
And
had
like,
an astronomy class?
yeah, we
Don't
did.
remember that one.
Okay, also the teacher of that class,
Right
one of
next to your legitimacy
one of the best
class?
guys ever.
Inoculancy.
The teacher of my astronomy class. He was fucking amazing. He also filmed my wedding. He was the guy we. Ralph
wasn't
was the
invited, but he
videographer.
filmed
at
it.
our
Was he
wedding.
filming your wedding or was he playing a
Telephoto
trumpet?
lens.
Yeah, he's filming. This is the zoom in and
He was
out.
filming. He was
So-
He did a lot of like
Yeah.
close
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm sitting in
Very
this class.
jazzy way to
and
film.
There were desks in that class. There were like tables, and 4 people would sit at a table, right? So it was a big open space. You could do, I don't know, something
Activities.
astronomy related. Yeah. So,
Astronomy activities.
Nothing
anyways,
like
one of the
lots
guys at my
open classroom
table,
space.
we didn't really like, but like, you know, we were just kind of fucking around with him. Like, you know, we would be like, we don't really like you, but we don't want you to feel ostracized because you have to sit at this table with us all year, you know? And,
We don't really like you, but we don't want you to feel left out.
it's true. It's true. Well, I mean, we're at that point. This was like senior year. This was senior year. So I was like, let's be friends, you know, like all stuff like that. And that's when I started to mellow out. But then I went up behind him one day in the class, and I did that to him, and I put him in the hole, and I was like, oh, shh, like, oh, it's okay. You know, just like, I was just fucking around with him, really.
It's not creepy at all.
No, I mean, no, but like, we were talking about wrestling.
It was fine, John.
We were joking.
You had to be there.
We were joking.
Boys being boys.
The other guy was like,
It was boys being boys.
It was fun.
Kids being kids.
We were joking about wrestling, and so that's why I did it. And I was like, no, it's okay. His name was Matt, too, funny enough. I was like, no, Matt, it's okay. And he was like, all right, Dooley, like, come on, that's enough. And you know, that's why I just kept going, like, oh, shh. And he was like, Dooley, come on. And he passed out. and like, he did something, like, I saw him go like that, and so I let go of him, and he fell out of the chair.
That's how
onto the
passed
floor,
out people act.
and then, like, got up, and he was like, what? You can't just knock people out, Dooley. You can't just do that. And then he walked out, and my teacher was just sitting at his desk the whole time, and he just went, that was weird, Jeremy. And then they called me to the principal's office shortly after.
Did you choke him out too?
And so I was sitting outside the principal's office, and we had
a trail of corpses.
He was thinking about what the best grip to use on.
The
it.
principal's
And so
actually Rowdy
what
Roddy
I,
Piper.
what I was nervous about is I was very close to graduation at that point. And I was like, God, are they gonna like make me not walk in graduation or something like that? Like my parents are gonna kill me. So I'm sitting inside the principal's office, and our school had 2 vice principals. One of them hated my guts, and one of them really liked me. So
Because he hadn't met you.
the one who hated my guts like walks out, and he's like, oh, like, you really messed up now, Dooley. Like this is fun. Like basically, he's the kind of guy like, now I got you. Like this was it. Like, we've got
I got you, Bueller.
Right.
Gotcha.
Little did
Caught
I
in
know
the
that
act.
in there they had Matt, the guy that I choked out, and he was like, he was doing a whole thing of like, no, it was all, I mean, he was just messing around. He didn't mean to. Like, he was actually vouching for me. Like, thank God. So the vice principal, like me, walks out of the room and closes the door behind him. And I'm just sitting there, and he just goes, you ding dong. And he goes, come here. And like walked to his office with me. He's like, you're such an idiot. He was like doing all this stuff with me. And so he gave me like a 2-hour detention or something.
And he choked you out.
Yeah, and he choked me out.
Showed you how
I
it
just
felt.
had a tendency to accidentally choke people out a lot.
You don't accidentally choke people out.
And all of a sudden, he's like, oh,
I did that.
It's like
hammerlock
people
someone.
accidentally kill people while they're pointing guns.
I
and
did
shit
that.
at
You
them.
Yeah.
can't slip and fall and
For
choke
a
someone.
couple of years, I was I was a counselor at a
poor kids.
at a gymnastics camp, like a summer camp for
All dead.
gymnastics.
They're all dead.
They're
Every single one.
And
of
I
them.
was there for like 6-7 years I did this. So like by the end of it, I was like I would run the whole camp.
Yeah.
And so there were like volunteers that were like my age, but they just hadn't been there as long. So I mean, all that meant is they didn't get paid for it, and I did. So they were like, we would like play a game similar to like the King of the Hill thing, where like when the kids obviously weren't there,
But a lot more flipping.
I would be like in the middle of the floor, like the gymnastics floor, and then their goal was to try and knock me off my feet, and I just kept like throwing them to the ground and stuff like that, and it was, I don't know, I had fun. And so
I had fun beating up these kids that were in my charge.
Yeah, they were lightweights. I could throw them around.
Yeah.
So then, but then like one day they got like way too like irritating with it. Like I was just kind of like, all right, we're done. Like I'm done with this. But they kept like egging me on, and so I was going out to my car to drive home, and one of them like ran to my car before me, and like unscrewed the thing off my tire where you fill up the tire, and like took that off, and I was like, dude, like stop being an asshole. Put that back on.
The cap?
Yeah, the cap.
Oh,
like,
okay.
and I was like, stop being an asshole. Like, put that back on. And then he dropped it, and it rolled under my car.
Oh, God.
And like, so now I'm like getting really pissed off because I'm like, go fucking get that. Like, I'm getting pissed. I was getting quiet pissed, and he like ran away. He's like expecting me to chase him, and I'm not a runner. I'm like, I'm not gonna go get you. But there was another volunteer relatively close to me that also was kind of pissing me off that day. So I was like, this one will do.
I'll fight you.
So, like, he had run away.
What will do?
And so I grabbed that guy and I put him in a headlock, and I was like,
"It's a bystander.
I was
suffering for your
no, he was one of
friend."
the ones like in the original
You're a part
scrap.
of this.
So I was like, you guys like stop doing this. You know, tell him to go under there, get the thing back, like all this stuff like that. And he's going like, okay. And then like I look down at him and his nose is pouring blood out of his
Jesus,
nose.
Jeremy.
And
Jeremy.
I immediately am just like, I have fucked up now. What
Jeremy.
I have
fucked
done,
up.
what I have done is I have fucked up.
You fucked up.
So that was one of the
damn.
worst I had ever felt in a long. That was the last fight I'd been in forever. And that
you
wasn't
know
even
That's not a fight.
It
That's
wasn't
not a fight.
That wasn't a fight. But that was the
That's
worst like
you-
physical
That's you
encounter
choking
I was
someone
in.
out till they bleed.
That's a hit.
That was one of the worst physical encounters I've been in like ever, except for one time in college, and that was
See,
it.
again.
I'm done. I'm done
the
fighting.
college thing he keeps mentioning, he murdered 3 people.
Yeah.
No, I
He's
just
actually
killed
a Zodiac
3
killer.
guys.
I
Yeah.
just hit a guy a lot.
Again, all of my physical altercations were in elementary school.
Yeah.
A lot of them involved biting, me biting people.
Oh,
in the arms and
biting!
shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah, that's right.
Wait, aren't you related to a dentist?
Yes.
Related
I have a
to
strong
Oh,
bite.
the irony.
Yeah. But going back to the psychological torture as well. I had a teacher, a gym teacher in middle school. He was a prick.
Psychological torture.
I guess, yeah. He was kind of a prick, and he was also like kind of creepily sexual to me and my friends, and I was like, I don't like you. So we were tasked with running around the outside of the school, and I convinced my friends, I'm like, let's get him in trouble. Like, if we can get him in trouble, maybe we can get him fired.
Was this hard
Maybe he'll
candy?
never talk to us again.
Yeah, you know what? You probably could have just led with the he's creepily sexual to us,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
would have done it.
Yeah, but it was the
Yeah,
90s.
yeah.
It was okay back then.
Yeah.
Cat said hi, by the way.
It's
Hello.
fine.
Hi, Cat.
This was 8th grade. So I guess 2000,
Even worse.
2001. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, hey,
Almost
remember
the 90s.
Matt?
God. Anywho, so we were going around the side of the building, and there was another teacher. It was like teacher evaluation where someone would come in and make sure they're doing their job properly. So instead of running, my friends and I decided we would march. And to preface this, I do not agree with this sentiment at all, but I thought it would get him fired. My one friend pretended to play the drums. My other friend pretended to play the flute. And I started marching and went, "The South will rise again," over and over again. And didn't work.
What do you mean it didn't
unfortunately.
work?
The South didn't rise.
Yeah,
No,
what
yeah.
didn't work?
Didn't
You
get
know,
him
we
fired.
tried 3 more times and the South just wouldn't rise.
So 3 fucking idiots didn't get the teacher
No, we
fired?
had like 10 people with us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
10
But
fucking
we
idiots
led,
didn't
the
get
rest
the
marched
teacher
behind
fired?
us. Yeah. They were just like, why is this happening?
Someone came in and went, "You're dumb. You're all in trouble."
Pretty much.
Dude, have you seen Fist
They're
Fight
like, oh,
yet?
Texas.
No.
Fist Fight is great. You would
Is it really?
fucking
Is it the,
love that
Charlie
movie.
Day?
It's just Charlie being Charlie.
Charlie Day and Ice
Yeah,
Cube. Yeah,
yeah.
it's 100%
I
Charlie being
super wanna
Charlie.
see that.
I saw, like, I went to, I was like, oh, maybe it'll be okay. It's fucking hilarious. It's a rated R movie, and it is straight up R. I mean, it's 100% a rated R movie.
Are there any dicks in it?
No dicks. No dicks.
Man.
Yeah.
Dicks and radar.
But,
There's not enough. Get it out there.
It's just not
But
enough.
there is a meth horse. Yeah. And Ice Cube is a mean motherfucker.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Does he ride in on the meth horse?
He does not. But yeah,
Is it like
what's a meth horse?
It's a horse on meth.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that. Yeah.
But anyway,
I was thinking some kind of like Trojan.
You should go see it. Like I wasn't expecting much out of it. I was like, whatever, but kind of dumb.
It was like I like Charlie Day. I'll see this movie.
It's pretty fucking fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. So if you like Charlie Day, he is.
I like Charlie Day too.
I mean, he is. He's in not like 95% of every of the scenes in that movie. So
he's not that hyper.
Anyway.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a great photo of it.
Is that actually the
perfect?
All right, we got
how that looks?
I didn't even realize.
There's Tracy Jordan's in it. Yeah.
Fist fight
Tracy
starring
Jordan?
Tracy
Jordan, Charlie Day,
Tracy Jordan,
and Ice Cube's beard.
Yeah. No, Tracy Morgan. It's his first movie back from when he got injured.
Is it really his first movie?
And he's hilarious in it. And what's her name? Christina Hendricks is in it. And then his there's a guidance counselor. I forget. She's a comedian. She's really fucking funny in it too. Anyway, go see it. It's funny. If you can. I think you would really like it.
I can and I will.
Can you?
I will.
Well, if
it's
maybe it's not in your home theater of choice or whatever.
It's true.
It was at the Draft House in the smallest theater, so it's probably about to be booted out.
Yeah, I
especially
haven't
with Logan
seen it
coming
at
out.
all at the one that we go to.
Yeah.
Even
I'm
playing.
dude, Mueller is so close to our house now. It's so
That's the
crazy.
thing too. I like about Village. It's close to us.
Yeah.
But they don't have a lot of stuff.
No, they only have 4 theaters. We usually go to Lakeline, so we
Like-
usually go further out for it.
Yeah.
I also usually go to Lakeline.
I'll go to Village first, Lakeline second, Lamar third. Because
Okay.
Lamar, I'm just fucking myself in traffic.
Yeah.
Lakeline is ludicrously close to where my original apartment was.
Oh, really?
So
You moved
like,
all the way up there. Wow.
That's where I used to live. Yeah, it would take me in the morning. It took me about half an hour to get to work, but then driving home, it was like an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
To get
183 sucks.
Oh, it was bad. I'm so happy I don't have to deal with that anymore.
It's gonna be nice to see movies right after work too, especially after shit like Off Topic. We're
Dude,
really drunk.
I'm excited to go to the Barrel of Fun, which is like their highball. Like go over there and have lunch
Yeah.
over there. Just like go get a beer and a pizza
Barrel
or
of
something.
Fun.
Yeah, that place is gonna be fucking
What is
slammed.
that? What is that T-shirt, Ryan?
Just the theater, like the whole thing,
Mega
like in
Man.
Mueller area, it's gonna be
What is
packed.
on the
Dude,
sleeve?
24/7.
The seats there,
Just
they're
like
like
a-
they have like
yeah,
digital,
Oh,
or they have
okay.
like electronic
Power
reclining seats.
I thought it was a tower.
digital
base.
recliners.
Yeah,
No.
but like the seats, they're like the
Retro
ones that
stuff.
have like little things that kick out.
Uh-huh.
But there's no cuddle seats. Like you can't lift the thing. So,
Cuddle seats.
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
But then you also
That's what.
you also have your individual
I like
tables.
cuddle
Like,
seats.
everyone
No,
has one.
I agree.
Cuddle seats.
Well, just like
Where
you
you
sit
can
next to your
cuddle
date.
seats.
I mean, movies, you go
Yeah.
down
And
a
you lift
date.
the arm up and you snuggle up.
Are you
No.
saying you don't like cuddling?
I'm saying, where are there cuddle seats?
I love
I
cuddling.
mean, I will say,
Draft House
I mean,
Lakeline?
a cuddle seat is
I don't
any
like
normal
that.
theater seat ever where you can touch the person next
I
to
went
you.
from a
No, I'm
photo to a
talking about
cuddle.
the ones that go
Referred as a
up.
cuddle seat.
They have ones where you can lift the arms up. Those
Next
are
level.
cuddle seats to me.
Jeremy, when you
Sure.
cuddle with Kat and you put your
I'll
arm
give-
on
no, I'll
her,
give
are
you that,
like,
but I-
wait, no.
I mean,
don't-
even
don't
like
choke her
like
up.
Kind of.
AMC, the theater I went to in New Jersey, like right before I moved here, had this huge renovation, maybe like 6 months before I left, and they had the same thing of like all their seats are full fucking recliners. You have a button and it like
Yeah.
fully reclines, and you can stretch your feet out and shit. And they just have it's just like an an airplane. You hit a button to call your server, and they just show up.
okay.
Then you take the order, and then they leave. But there's like foot and a half cushion like in between you and the next person.
There's a Regal. It's like
So
that
there
down
is like
Lamar.
it's super like luxurious and nice to watch a movie and shit, but there is something of like you're there on a date and they're like this far away from you. You know what I mean? Like Lindsay and I are like 3 feet away from each other.
There is advantages to that though, because then if you are sitting next to somebody you don't know,
Well,
they're
sure.
like way the fuck.
Well,
over
sure, yeah.
Well,
There's
that's
definitely
easy to get
advantages to it.
So anyway, new Draft House. I'm excited.
When does
I'll go.
Home Slice come?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
It
Home
should
Slice is
be
rolling up
pretty soon.
I would assume this year.
March 9th.
Holy shit!
Fuck,
Tyler,
yeah.
like-
No one asked
That's
you.
next week.
Are you serious?
Damn.
We better be eating Home Slice like non-fucking stop.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Where's it gonna be?
It's
Mueller.
like no, it's not Mueller.
Or it's like right
I thought it
nearby.
It's
right?
it's over. No, it's over off of like Burnett and like and 2222. It's not far
I thought
away.
it was closer than that.
No,
That's not far.
it's
But
not
it-
far.
no, it's not far at all. I thought it was closer.
Do you know where
than
that Panda
but
Express is over there?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that area over there.
It's close as fuck.
Panda Express
Where
is pretty
there
good.
should never be a reason
I
we
don't mind
don't eat Home Slice.
Yeah.
Like
Home Slice
forever.
Like it's not great.
Haven't had Home
but
Slice
It's not great, but it's a good like.
acceptable.
Yeah, but
You
it's
know what?
fun.
I'll eat whatever. I'll take Panda Express.
Yeah.
Home Slice is. I haven't had Home Slice in a while, but it is a great cheat day. Just get an entire Home Slice and devour it all at once.
And their garlic bread is so good.
Oh yeah, the garlic knots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's not.
What
they're
a
not
genius
garlic
thing the
knots.
garlic knots thing. It's like
But
we've
it's
got
garlic
extra
bread.
dough.
Yeah.
What should we do with it? We'll just put some garlic on.
That
And
was,
people buy it.
put it up,
that was one of
fry
my
it.
first Rooster Teeth like experiences. Was going there. I met up with Caleb like real long before I worked here, and we went to Home Slice, and I got those garlic knots. They were so fucking good.
Delish.
That was probably
Years
12?
ago.
Like 2012.
That's what I was like, what's the end of this?
It was either 2012 or 2013. I met up with Caleb and went to Home Slice. I think it must have been 2013 because that was definitely the year that I was like, ooh, that's Matt Bragg. Like, I shouldn't talk to that guy. That guy's like...
Matt Bragg?
Yeah. He was like the top level of the AH community.
Oh. I was going to say, like, you guys got hired at the same time.
I had drawn something for Matt. It was like Matt's... It was an Achieve shirt. Like a fake Matt Bragg Achieve shirt. Where, like, it was his face and he was made out of, like, blocks and shit. Like, because it was like Minecraft.
Yeah.
So I drew that for him, and he had like made a shirt out of it or something. So that's how like
you pay me for that.
he said he wore it to Jeff's house that year, and apparently Millie was like, "Do you have a shirt with your own face on it?" And he was like, "Yes," and she was like, "That's weird."
That's awesome.
That sounds like Millie. She was
right,
probably
just
like
like
7
tell it as it is.
Time. She's
so
like, that's fucking stupid.
I saw Matt at RTX 2013 and just like passing by. And I was like, "Oh, you're Axial Matt, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, I'm Jerem6401. Like, I made the shirt for you." He's like, "Oh, that's awesome, dude." We like met each other.
Now he's like, "Don't fucking talk to me."
He was like, "All right, see ya." And then I went to the AH community panel, and he was on it. And I was like sitting there in the audience, like watching the thing. And I asked, I went up and like asked a question at some point about something, like the Q&A portion.
What a nerd.
It really was. Like, I was such a community nerd. And then like, I turned around and I start walking back to my seat, and I hear like, "Oh, hey, you're Jerem, right?" And I look over, and it's Trevor, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, and you're Reached, right? Yeah, like we did a podcast together." So I sat down next to Trevor, and then we started talking together, and like watching Trevor and I was sitting together watching Matt on the fucking thing.
Can you imagine Trevor and Jeremy looking at each other and be like, "Dude, one day we could be Matt Bragg."
One day we'll be the head of the community.
It was Axial Matt right there. There he is.
It was a weird fucking thing to think about now when you look back at it.
You disgust yourself thinking about it.
I don't disgust myself. Yeah, I was a Matt Bragg fan.
You should be disgusted.
That's why I started making videos. I saw Axial Matt's videos, and I was like, "Oh, I can make community videos too. I'll do it."
Oh, wow.
You'd be proud of you. You'd be proud of you.
Yeah. It worked out.
It did.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So I guess it's time to announce that Jeremy's quitting.
Yeah.
It's been a good run. It's been a good run, everybody.
Really, PAX East is going to be his last convention.
Yeah,
and
I'm going to announce at the panel.
Well, we're going
PAX
to announce
East.
it on Awu. Goodbye, Jeremy.
Oh, that's true.
Can we say who's on that panel yet?
I don't know. Fuck it. Sure. It's
What happened to
next week.
Jeff?
We have a meeting in like in 30 minutes with.
Here's this fucking dynamite panel, right?
This is
a lineup of all stars, is what it is.
This is like, fucking brace yourselves if you're going to PAX East. So the Rooster Teeth panel, not even called the Rooster Teeth panel.
What's it called?
Because
it's like the Let's Play Family
it's
panel?
called Let's Play Friendship panel.
Yep, that sounds
Right?
like something we would
Because, and that's what I said to them when I saw the lineup. I was like, "There's no one from Rooster Teeth on this panel. Like, just like I would count that as like Gus, Bernie, Brandon, Blaine are all Rooster Teeth."
You would be wrong.
You know what your badge says, right?
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, if
where you get
if
your
people
checks
said
from,
like,
right?
if we're like, "Oh, we make online videos," would you say I make videos for Rooster Teeth, or would you say I make videos for Achievement Hunter? What would you say?
They're interchangeable.
They are, but like, but still,
I
like,
actually say I work for Rooster Teeth because that's the.
I don't think you're quitting. I think you're getting fired.
but you
right
know what
now.
I mean. Like, I would count John as Rooster Teeth and Michael as Achievement.
How dare you?
Right? Come on.
I've been Achievement Hunter from the beginning.
Yeah.
No.
You're just.
I
you're
do
just
like
being difficult.
Camp, fucking Ruby,
All right,
Immersion, Laser
fine,
Team.
fair
None
enough,
of
fair
that's
enough.
Achievement Hunter. That's
Fair
all
enough.
Rooster Teeth.
All right, what about
On
Jack?
the spot.
I mean, he sucks. Achievement Hunter.
Right. So, anyways,
John, please don't tell
I'm like, there's no one from Rooster Teeth here. We should call it the Let's Play panel. And they're like, okay, let's do that. So, like,
I mean, that also makes sense.
It makes
because
sense.
everyone's
More
from
sense,
Let's Play.
yes.
That
It's
makes
from Let's
more
Play.
sense.
So
I will
here's
say
the
everyone
panel.
that works at Rooster Teeth.
from Achievement Hunter, you get.
But
This is it.
This
is your Achievement Hunter portion.
Jack's OG Achievement Hunter. That's like
me and Jack, and then you get some fun housers in there.
okay.
You get the
Who?
the
Who we got?
I'm gonna guess Lawrence and Peak.
No.
it is Lawrence and Peak. So,
Holy shit!
That was impressive. Do it again.
I had no idea.
you get the fast talking, high energy Lawrence Sontag and Matt Peak.
I mean, Lawrence, he's got shit to say. Peak, not so much.
And then
If you get him drunk, he does.
Yeah?
The
That
game
won't
attack,
happen.
And
the
then
game
you
attack, screw attack combo of
Chad and Craig.
I was
And
trying to
so
get
there
Ryan
it
to
is.
guess.
I thought they're Game Attack.
I can't.
No. Chad is Screw Attack.
Chad's Screw Attack.
Craig is Game Attack.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
So,
Although
so the panel is literally called
Chad
Let's
floats.
Play
I think
Friendship.
Chad does Game Attack videos
He
as
does,
well.
but
Yeah.
he's not Game Attack. So I think the panel is literally called Let's Play Friendship Panel featuring Achievement Hunter, Funhouse, Game Attack, and Screw Attack.
Perfect.
I think it's what it's
It
called.
just rolls off your tongue.
Right, yeah, it just comes right out. Which
Like
doesn't
vomit.
really matter
You guys
because
should just
didn't Gus
fight.
have a tendency to make like really long-winded
yeah, yeah.
panel names?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
who gives a shit?
Anyway.
But it's just like such a weird
It is a very odd
combo
mix
of people.
We do
Well, I
have
mean,
something.
that's who's there, though.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know what the
Yeah.
other teams are showing,
Why?
but we'll have something there that you'll want to see. That's all I will say. So when
We
you,
have a video showing that's gonna be awesome.
yeah, you're going to be very very excited for it. If
And
you
I
are
would
there.
assume that Game Attack will have something to show.
That's a
and
huge assumption.
I think Craig.
Can you imagine
You're really
if
kind of
anyone,
calling them out right now.
anyone in
Craig,
history,
you better have something to show for Game
I'm just saying,
Attack,
can
dude.
you imagine if anyone ever assumed Achievement Hunter would have something? You'd
Yeah.
assume
Achievement Hunter was trying.
99%
Yeah,
of the
Do
time.
you know what we showed? What did we show last year at PAX? Do you remember?
Probably you beautiful faces.
Was it?
Oh, it's the Joel rap battle, wasn't it? No,
No, that was RTX.
That was
RTX.
RTX.
It was a
Heist
trailer.
Heist trailer?
It was the heist trailer. Yep, the Lil J's heist trailer.
that's
That
right.
was the last thing. That was what we showed at PAX last year. Oh, you know who
Did
else
we
is going
do
to
that in the last year?
Yeah, that was last year. We showed the trailer.
We
for
haven't had
that.
a heist in a while.
I'm saying it seems like more than a year ago we did the last
Oh,
heist.
no.
It seems like a year and a half.
You know who else is going to PAX actually?
Who?
Fucking Andy.
Oh yeah, no, I knew that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
So
of
there you
course
go.
you knew that.
3 Achievement Hunters going.
I think Steffi's going too, isn't she?
Yeah,
Is she
she's
really?
running social.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 Achievement Hunters going.
Are we actually sending Steffi? I thought they were just going.
They are.
No,
Nope.
Andy's
Oh,
just
yeah,
going.
we're not. I don't think we're
Andy's
paying
just
for them.
going.
Fuck no, we're not paying for them.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
There was something
We
along
gotta
those
keep the
lines.
lights on.
There was something along those lines that Michael said. He's like, "Should we send Jeremy and Andy?" I'm like, "What? Fuck no!"
All right.
I mean, come on.
Goodness.
So anyway, come and see us. We have a big ass booth at PAX East as well.
Big ass.
so
It's got a huge
we've
ass
got
on
we've
it.
got stage time. Jeremy and I are gonna be playing the $1 Million Butt game at some
yeah.
point.
And you might be
Here's
playing
that
with
drunk.
butts.
Yeah, we'll be playing with butts.
Face in the trunk.
You're butt for, right?
Yeah, I'm butt for.
You're
Wait,
butt
what?
for. Jack's butt for. That's his.
You should absolutely watch today's Minecraft video.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
We turned
dude.
into just spit everywhere. We turned into second graders for the last half of that.
As opposed to what grade you are in the
Oh, no,
majority
It's
of
also
Let's
Like,
Plays.
it's also
fifth-
great
fifth
because
grade,
the
I
stream
feel
we
like.
just did on Wednesday, Lindsay played on your account,
Oh,
so
it
she
was
was
the
butt
butt for?
for the whole fucking video, and we only referred to her as butt for.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, butt for. God damn it, butt for. Stop falling down.
John, if I asked you, John, do you have a butt for? You know what I'm referencing, right?
Yeah.
Ryan didn't. And we spent a good 30 minutes trying to get him to say it. It was
Ryan's
amazing.
a special boy, okay?
So-
You
Ryan
can't
was a
expect
special boy.
certain
It was
things
the
from
moment he finally did it
Friends
was
or
one of the
something.
best.
It was-
Minecraft. It was
yeah.
so
You just
funny.
you
Jack
didn't
screamed.
like the
yeah,
setup
amazing.
eluded you.
Oh, let's point out.
And basically,
Well,
Then I got a
didn't
text
know what
message.
the in joke was, so.
Yeah,
It's not
Text
in
message
joke.
from Steffi.
It was a thing I set it up, and then it took it like, and it was like, what?
we set it up, you left, and then came back to it.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
that? And it's like, does he not know? And then like
No,
we
he's
kind of
been-
kept playing with him, and realized, oh, he doesn't know.
There would
this
be
joke.
a long silence of no one saying anything, and Jack would slowly go, "Ryan, do you have a butt for?"
And he's like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
It just kept phrasing it
I'm
the
like,
exact
yeah.
ways
Yeah.
around.
He goes, "I don't know what that means," and he goes, "Explain." He goes, "Use it in a sentence. Anything other than asking if I have one."
Really explore the space with butt
So
for.
funny.
What's the
Give me
text?
synonym
The
or
text from
something.
Steffi says, "I'm going as Rooster Teeth's social media, not Achievement Hunter."
What, does she
She's
know?
Cheating on us.
To clarify, though, to be fair, she will be helping out with Achievement Hunter social while there. But then I guess that goes back to the whole argument of
breaking
Achievement
up
Hunter.
There's
There's
is part
8
of
people in
Rooster Teeth.
our media department, our social media department, and they're sending ours.
They're sending the one that does work.
Kat said I should invite everybody here
Bingo.
over.
Yeah. Huh?
What are you
I said-
making?
I
She said, Lord,
I
you
s-
should
yeah.
invite everyone here over.
Yeah, you should invite everyone there over, she said. She likes having people over at the house. John, you're now cordially invited to my house. You've been invited before. Jack, you've been to my house,
I've
but
been to your
you
house.
never like hung out there.
But
You
no,
came to
I've
visit.
been to your house more times when you weren't
And Ryan
there.
wouldn't go. So.
I have to
play
actually
with
pick
the
up my
cats.
kids. But thanks, Kat.
At some point. You know who invited over today?
Who did you invite over today?
They couldn't show up because of a weird work schedule. I said, Adam and Grace.
Oh, nice.
I was like, I haven't hung out with Adam and Grace in a while, so we sent them a message.
Well, he's
like,
got
hey,
a switch, so you won't see him for a
Right,
while.
and also Grace is like
That's
working
true.
really weird hours, like
And-
late night,
On
like
top
graveyard
of that,
shift
she
stuff.
just had all those releases for that cosplay melee
Late night,
show come
like,
out.
Yeah, she's working on the Andromeda cosplays right now.
Hopefully less of that.
Awesome.
She's on a sci-fi show.
I feel like she really? That's
People are like drawn.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's gotta catch all those bad omelets.
She gotta catch them. She's out there patrolling the night.
She tweeted a funny story too. She said she hopped someone's fence to try and go after a perp, but she hopped the wrong
Short
fence.
for perpetrator.
Yes, she hopped the wrong fence and was like, "Oh shit, I'm in someone else's backyard. My bad," and then like had to leave.
Had to back out.
There was no perp there.
No.
There's a couple of people I've been talking to lately, and I'm like, we should have you over at some point because I know. John,
Like
you're
Jeff.
one of them. That Cat and I are like, we should have John.
I am
over.
a delight and joy as a guest.
We said we definitely should have John over at some point. We should have Barbara over at some point. 'Cause
I always
John's
want
not coming over.
I said
I-
recently
He's
I
got
was
his
talking
kids.
to Ray, and I said we should have Ray over at some point.
They're fine at the house.
And Adam.
Six-year-old's
Adam's never been
basically
there
running
either.
the whole thing.
And honestly, the real reason is I want to have everybody at my house before Jeff. Like, I just want Jeff to be the only one who has never been there.
I like to invite people over to my house. I always feel weird at this point. It feels odd to invite a couple over to my house when I'm solo in my house for some reason. Is that a weird?
Do you feel like you're third wheeling it? I guess.
I mean,
Maybe?
it's not weird. It's weird if you're friends with both people.
It's weird if I'm both
Wait,
friends with both
Yeah.
people?
No.
Well, it's weird that you don't invite them over.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
agree
okay,
that
that's
it's
what
weird.
actually is.
I'm just confessing that's
Right,
why
yeah.
I don't invite couples over
It'd be
very
weirder
often.
if
I
you
would
invited
say-
one of them. Is what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying.
I'm
Like I
saying
haven't
if-
invited you guys over to my house.
Yeah,
Not
but
that
you
would
know
come.
us both equally. We never would, but you
No.
know us both equally. So that would be weird if you didn't invite us because we're a couple.
Right? No, I like to have people over, but if it was just me and a couple, as opposed to like me and maybe a bunch of people coming over.
Maybe you should work on like a Pretty Woman type situation, or you just hire
I mean,
a stand-in for the night.
I mean, that would be like me like hanging
Are
out.
you offering services, Ryan?
His eyes are.
What's your rates?
You know, it's like $300 for the hour, but
Jesus
overnight can
Christ.
be
Wow.
negotiated.
Expensive.
Is it? I don't know.
So,
Should
go ahead.
I
What
be
were you
going
saying?
higher or lower?
I was gonna say it's like
I
me
don't know.
hanging out
I-
with.
What do you think I could get for
It
this?
seems reasonable for 300. I
Okay.
think I could swing that.
John's
Alright.
gonna offer you a necklace and go, the last second.
Huge mistake. Sorry.
I was thinking it's like me hanging out with Gavin and Meg. Like I
Yeah.
don't give a shit. I don't think of Gavin and Meg as like a couple.
Well, because
Like,
they're not
just
dating.
You're friends with
me.
Gavin,
Well,
you're
they're
friends
not
with
dating.
Meg.
Yeah, they've been broken up for
They,
months, but they
I
keep
mean,
up
also
the
she.
charade.
I think the
she
same
hates
thing
it
with
more
Ryan
than I
and
do.
Meg.
You know what I mean?
Well, what, huh?
There's only one person ever that I've invited to my house that still has not been to my house. Mr. Gavin Free.
You pointed
He's
at
the only
Michael.
guy.
Well, he pointed
knew.
because I knew.
Because Michael knew.
He's actually
No, I've
pointing
been
at
there.
Gavin.
That's the
through
only
Michael.
person I ever invited to my house. And
We're sort of
Gavin,
the same person.
Gavin didn't even respond
Oh, what?
to me. You responded to me and said, Gavin said that he's not coming over because he hates you. That was your response to me. So Gavin has still never been over. And then he goes, well, Jeremy, how come we don't hang out anymore?
Jeremy, I'll come over your house.
And I say, that's okay, Gavin, because I'm not allowed to hate him for a year.
Well, Gavin and Meg, when they come over too,
'Cause he did
they're
the
the kind of
rap.
people where you have to have like an event going on. They're not
Yes.
just like chill friends. Like
Yep.
Andy's a chill friend.
I
They can do
yes.
whatever.
That is a very important category of if you have people that you can knowingly invite over to do absolutely nothing. You've planned nothing. There's nothing to do. There's no event. It's like just you're
TV,
doing
play
nothing. You
video
want to come
games,
over?
yeah.
Gavin and Meg, I'll say, even like their personalities aside, I don't put them in that category because they're so goddamn busy. Like.
true.
Gavin and Meg don't ever have a weekend where they're like, well, we're doing nothing. You want to just hang out and do nothing? It's always like, well, we have 6 hours. What do you want to do in those 6 hours?
Yeah.
It's like always very specifically
In between
planned.
my convention layovers.
Yeah, like we'll get lunch and then we'll see a movie and then I'll see you at
Mario
work.
Party.
You know, or Mario Party or whatever. Andy, he's like, I'm a loser and I have no life.
Yeah.
And we're just like, come over. And then he comes over and then we just figure it out. We also lived with him for almost a year.
Yes.
So it's very
fine.
different. But yes, Gavin and Meg, in my book, you got to make plans for them.
Well, the added benefit to having Jeff be the last person you invite is I feel like Jeff and Griffin are the same way. You have to have something planned.
Oh,
or
for
something
sure.
Here's the
kind
thing
of
with
like-
Jeff.
sure.
Here's
Yeah.
the only reason I haven't invited Jeff over.
you hate him.
No.
Yeah.
The only
all
time I
do.
would invite Jeff over is if I was having like a party, right? Because
Right,
then
which she
it's
just
like
said.
I don't necessarily like. Yes, I need to entertain in the fact that I need to like run the party, have food, have drinks, and everything like that. But
Do
when
little
there's a lot
tricks.
of people there, they can all talk amongst themselves and stuff like that. Like I can't just have Jeff over. What the fuck are we gonna do?
I mean, just talk to him.
No.
Yeah, really.
Like
You know,
no, we can't.
conversation.
Like, I'm not gonna fucking just like with I can invite over Michael and Lindsay because we'll play Mario Party or something like that. That's
We won't
fine.
have to talk.
Yeah.
No, but it's true. But I mean, we can
Right, you
play
won't have to
whatever.
talk.
It's I mean to an extent. Yeah. But like, I don't know. It's just like it's like Jeff. I have nothing to offer you, man. I'm sorry.
Just get liquor.
Is he like
I have
royalty?
I can get liquor. Yeah.
That's all you need.
You have to bring offerings to Jeff.
Yeah.
But we
this
Kat and I have
place-
always talked about having a big party where we invite just like everyone, like all the. I'm sorry, I can't invite every animator. I'm sorry about that, but like a bunch of us.
That's actually funny because Lindsay and I have talked several times about how I will never have that party.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, I'll never have a housewarming party because I don't want.
I will have that
Yeah.
party and see how many people I can fit in my tiny little
We
apartment.
always said we were gonna have a post-wedding party, and then just never did that. So now we're just gonna have a
just fuck
finally
it. Fuck
like
it,
a
it's a
finally
party. Fuck it, it's a party. Yeah.
Hey, guess
Boy.
what?
It's just part of the rap there. Is what
That's part of the rap.
Jeremy is teasing.
That's a
but
teaser.
We don't want to give him too much.
That's all I'm giving him. That's why I can't hate Gavin for
You know, speaking of parties, I feel like this party's coming to an end.
Yeah.
Jack left. I don't
We
know
still-
what-
He went to the bathroom.
Right,
Oh, did he go to the bathroom? Oh, okay.
But we
well,
still-
you know, it's, I mean, we got to do the post show. You guys
we
have
still
to
the
do other
post show.
shit. I'm probably just gonna leave.
We have to be
after
out of
this.
here because of
John's goddamn show. Yeah.
I can't do the
Yeah.
post show. I gotta go to that meeting. It's with
Yeah.
Matt Hullum.
Well, whatever.
I have a meeting at 3. I gotta
Got a
get to.
meeting,
Yeah, Jack
meeting,
and I.
meeting, you know.
And then I gotta meet up with Trevor so he can fire me.
I gotta go buy chicken.
Chicken?
Yeah, just gotta buy
Jacket
chicken.
looks really good
How
on you,
much?
Ryan.
How much you gonna buy?
Dude, those
It's really
jackets
good.
are great on
Those jackets look good on
Wait,
him.
yeah,
good
Michael's
line.
got
Hard
his.
not to look good on these things.
Nah, it creates a good line.
I said that to Ryan before the show. It's black, it
Just
slims
depends on the
you,
fit.
and it accentuates your
Oh.
figure.
I even-
perfectly.
It's real.
I
It
FaceTimed.
looks good on you. I wish it was a little bit tighter on you because you have a better build that be showed off by a jacket like that.
Well, I mean, this is a medium though. I feel like
It's not
It's your
yeah.
schmedium is what you are.
I got. Am I a
That's-
medium?
thank you
You're
for that.
medium.
I gotta
Like
work my
that.
way up to a medium.
You're schmedium in that if
That's
you wore
me.
a in between a medium and small, it would show off your build better. But since you're not,
I
Yeah, but
FaceTimed with my parents.
I call that
recently
the fun
while I
house.
was wearing that. And my
You
mom
wear
was
one
like,
size
"Oh,
too
the jacket
small."
looks
The
awesome.
downside
Like,
is the
such a cool
pockets are not
jacket.
very
I was like,
large.
"Yep."
Pockets are okay.
pockets aren't large.
No, they're not.
Pockets are okay.
They're fine.
bad.
They're not great for carrying stuff. They're okay for
they're
like
not. They're
shells.
not too
Little
deep.
shell.
They're not huge, but they're not like.
I've been
They're
living
not
with-
like they
I've been
don't
living
cut
with
you off
Jack
here.
It's
The
my
girl
whole life,
pocket.
My
okay?
you
hands
get-
barely.
Here's the thing. They're
Fine.
not
Let me see your
made.
hand.
What?
Kidding me?
That's your.
You do have pretty good sized hands.
That's your fault.
It's
Ryan.
Actually, about same
Why
size.
is that
Okay.
my son?
Cause look, my hand.
Listen, you
Look,
might remember me as a
right
guy
in.
with small hands.
Right in. Goes right in.
And then it's just like a hard.
Well, you got
stop.
to push in a little bit.
No, here's what Ryan's talking about. There's certain sweatshirts that are built that if you're walking around, you can have your hands in your
Casually,
pockets,
yeah.
and you can just walk around in those. And I have sweatshirts like those. This is not one of them.
I'll
This
give
is-
you that.
Put your thumb
I'll
on
give you
the
that. But
you don't want to walk around like this.
But
They're
for
a little high
holding
up.
things, it's a decent
That's fine.
sized pocket.
At least it does have zippers on it.
No, you're right on that, and this is me
you
doing
use
it
a slip
casually,
pocket?
not thinking
What is
like
this for?
hands in my pockets. You should not be busting out
Exactly.
of the coat like
That's
that.
why.
See this?
That's what he's talking
Knives.
about. Definitely.
That
Knives.
is absurd, but it's like cool, right? That's
Buzz
where the
Lightyear
YouTube
here.
comes in. You see, these are YouTube jackets.
Yeah.
I feel like an
YouTube
amazing
gaming
yeah,
jackets.
YouTube gaming. An amazing pro YouTuber would
got
have
like
like a fucking USB in there that's like, oh, I got my next million view video right here. I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna upload it.
It's really
to
hard
the
to close
internet.
it though. Look.
It is a little hard to
Speaking
close.
of a million view
Because
video,
you gotta like pull on it.
you know what we should really
iPod
record
shuffle.
sometime soon?
What should we really record sometime
Another
soon?
million view
That
video.
We should record fucking Uno the sequel.
Oh yeah.
I think
But
we should
also-
record that
with
sometime soon.
Skippo.
I think we should come in prepared to stay there
Or
forever.
Phase 10.
Make it to-
Forever,
really
motherfucker!
commit.
I just filmed a 50 fucking turn Mario
Exactly.
Party
So
video. Okay?
make
Talk
it,
about
make it
forever.
first to 500 points.
4
Uno the
hours
sequel.
and 11 minutes long.
I think we
that
should
video
do it.
was.
We also still have to do fuel.
The sequel won't be as good as the first
Yeah,
one. You just
we
do the
still
same
having trouble
thing.
finding fuel.
Yeah, we'll get there
That's
though.
a problem.
We'll get there. Mario Party should be out soon. Actually,
Nice.
I think in the next week or two. Hopefully, plan is to put out one part. If it doesn't come out one part, it's Trevor's fault.
Ooh, we've been going for 2 hours and 45
Because I told
we gotta
Trevor.
wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's wrap it up. Jack, how was your potty break?
That was good.
All right.
Potty break number 2.
Sweet. There's the podcast.
I blew my nose.
Jack blew his nose, and he probably blew some urine out of his urethra. I would guess.
We
It's
love
not the
you.
urethra where the pee comes out.
Is that out? Where does it come out?
Go watch Theater Mode.
Hole's a different.
It's terrible.
different name.
What's the name though?
I don't remember.
Doesn't it still travel through the
I guess
urethra?
it should.
Just call it the pee
I mean,
hole.
the urethra is like the tube, right?
Yeah,
like in your
yes.
dick. It's got
I'm
to
sorry
travel
for
through there.
correcting you. That was me
No,
being
I mean, if you're right, I
No,
just.
you
I
were
don't
right.
know.
Technically, the urethra is where pee
It's
comes
in
out.
your
of.
veg too.
So you're talking about the ureter.
There you go.
Is that what it is?
He made it up.
He made it up.
That's
Fuck 'em.
not the.